Okay. All right. There's a good chance I'm not going to get through this at all. Most likely not. Uh, yeah. So it's just going to be a 6 hour video. I'm going to watch it on 1.3x speed because that's how I will get through as much of it on possible while on stream. Now, I have no allegiances to any of the people involved in this drama, but it's just entertainment for me. And I will be evaluating arguments. Oh, fuck. Shit. And what people say and all that shit. All that good shit, you know? So, without further ado, hold on. What the. Okay. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. Damn. I don't know the type of game, but if it's a team based game and you're going to do some shit like that, fuck you. If you're playing a team based game in a non team based method, or with a non team based method, why are you playing a team based game? If that's true. I got food. Sorry. Uh, Wait, hold on. What? I would love to play some online games with people, have them teach me the ropes, and obsess over it and get really good at the game because I obsessed over it. That's 100% up my alley and my personality. Yeah, exactly. It's incompatible. Yeah. Oh fuck! It's not even on screen. Shit. Fucking shit. There we go.
Press tab, you can just check, Kelly.
Oh no, it's not. I think
Can't
it's the
reach
same.
it. What do you mean I can't reach it?
There we go.
It says I can't reach it.
Maybe you have to press the lever. Use the lever.
I had it set before I left.
Lever.
That's
I
weird.
assumed that it would just do it for everybody, but it did not. And look at that. We're exactly where we wanted to be.
It still says I can't reach it. What the fuck?
Oh, where the hell are you guys? I was like tabbed out.
You need
Kelly,
to
go to the minimap. Click on where I am. Click on the blue
I can't
dots.
see you on the minimap.
No, you can. Okay, go mouse over to the minimap and scroll all the way out. Okay.
I found you guys, but I can't. You're too far away because you're in a different area completely for it to work.
Okay, I can click on
now
Kelly,
they
and I can click right beside her, and then my character starts running over to Kelly. So I don't understand how this is a problem for Kelly.
Oh god.
It's not.
You sound like such a dick when you say everything.
He does. This is true.
We can't go up here for some reason, really. It's literally just saying,
Yeah.
like, cannot reach.
I'm just gonna go out. I'm just gonna go out the long way. I'm just
Oh
gonna
wait, I'm drilling.
Yeah,
Shit.
you can go out the long way if you like. No, don't do that. Just teleport to overgrown ruins. Just press M and teleport to overgrown ruins.
Oh yeah, that's right. There's a thingy.
Or roadside
Oh.
cliffs would probably
Everyone
be better.
disappeared and now I don't know what's happening.
Also, if you think this is bad, there are eras of my stream that will never be repeated. One of them was trying to do subscriber League of Legends 5v5 games, okay? You would have thought that the stakes were nuclear apocalypse with how angry and ass-pained people were getting over these internal community 5v5s. Oh my fucking god. I think I lost permanently people in my community for how fucking ass-mad people got over the community 5v5 games that we ran.
That's weird. That's some weird internet shit.
Come lay on my desk. Wouldn't that be cool? Fuck you, okay? No food for you tonight.
Okay,
Did you
Kelly,
just
hold-
listen to what I literally just
No,
said? I
you were
said
talking to him, not to me. I didn't know I was
was
supposed
to
to be
everybody.
weird. I just said that to everybody, and I used the word everybody. Just push M and then teleport to overgrown ruins.
You just have to kill the baby
I'm
bear. You
gonna-
just have to kill the. You just have to kill the bear. You just did.
Talking about the Eve shit, I wasn't running art. Who's Eve? Lycan's dog?
You just did.
Oh, Eve Online, the game I played. Oh, Eve was interesting. I learned management skills from that, from like I guess like running a corporation in that game, a huge one. But the problem with Eve Online was just that you couldn't stream any of it because you gave away everything. So I would have to be on these like 20-minute delays, and then like sometimes the big meme for Eve Online that everybody remembers is it would be a 20-minute delay, but sometimes I would forget to unmute or unblock my screen, and then when chat noticed, there would be a 20-minute delay between me actually unblocking the screen. Also, the biggest issue with Eve Online, and I don't know if they ever fixed this or not. The biggest issue with EVE Online is it's so atrociously boring to look at. They need to make the interface more exciting. There has to be like a theater mode or something so that people who aren't super bought into the game have more to stare at than just the fuck. Oh my god, what was it called? It wasn't an overview. It was a neat thing. You'd always like customize it so that you can like see targets and shit. What am I thinking of? The somebody say it. Where are my EVE Online players? Your HUD? I thought they had a name for it. I thought there was a different name for it. The HUD? Overview. I think it was called the overview. Maybe that was it. Maybe you called it the overview. People keep saying spreadsheets in space. EVE Online has nothing to do with spreadsheets in space. The only people that say that are people that trade and they pretend that they do, but the majority of them just buy and sell random shit because they're fucking retarded. Or they just buy and sell, or they just sell to like their corp or their alliance. Like even the people that sold in that game, traders weren't even spreadsheet losers. It's really you go into the game expecting to be a spreadsheet simulator, then you join a huge alliance. And what it actually is it's an F1 simulator. Okay, way different. All right, at least for spreadsheets you're like doing something. In reality, the most important thing about EVE. The most important thing about EVE Online are the games that you play on the side while you're sitting with your FC on some gate for 16 hours, okay, waiting for the okay to either sign over to some place or go somewhere or whatever that never actually fucking comes. That's the most important thing. The most important thing are the fun games that you find to play diligently for hours and hours and hours for you to be able to control click something on the overview and then press F1, okay? That's what you're really waiting for. Anyway, I like EVE.
And then teleport to overgrown ruins.
You just have to kill the baby bear. You
Kinda.
just have to kill the. You just have to kill the bear. You just did. Or you just did burning hands and did nothing. That's very interesting.
Wait, I missed it. What happened?
Yeah, I don't understand anything he was talking about that game at all. But
Oh shit, hold on, I gotta watch this.
That to
Sound pretty
everybody.
confident to
I use
me.
the word everybody. Just push M and then teleport to Overgrown Ruins.
You just have to kill the baby
I'm
bear. You
gonna-
just have to kill the. You just have to kill the bear.
Oh, did she just fireball nothing?
Or you just did burning hands into nothing. That's very interesting.
Oh my god!
Very interesting
How is
move
that we
there.
made the most mistakes on the biggest fight, bro?
Huh?
That's crazy.
Hang on, whatever. I can. You want me to kill the baby bear?
Well, I mean, I just want you to
have
hit
to,
anything.
Kelly.
I just want you to do any damage. We did 0 damage.
It's not letting me do anything. I can accidentally.
You just did burning hands in the wrong direction.
You listen to me?
I don't know why you're supposed to do it. I was
Hold on,
looking
Riley,
at the
what's
other
up?
bear when I did it.
Walk up
Listen to
to
Riley.
either
Listen to
one of
Riley.
the owlbears. Walk up to either one of the owlbears, not the cub. Walk up to either one of the owlbears.
Now you're saying we did it, but then that the cub will get an opportunity
Don't
to attack on
care.
me.
It's a fucking cub. It's
Yeah,
not.
so apparently this is like a perma-death run, where if somebody dies, the character's gone forever. So it's ideally, you probably don't want to lose anybody in the first few fights.
I'm gonna
Right.
kill you, Kelly.
I'm just telling you that. For fuck's sakes.
And I think it's Iron Man 2, so there's no like save points or anything.
Personally, I would like to play with team members that won't just let me sit down in a hole getting attacked whilst I'm saying I'm literally down the hole, I'm being attacked. That would be nice.
Yeah, I'm sure. Wolfgang's having
After
a
I
hard
was
time
told
right
to
now.
go down the hole as well.
Fuck, that was so funny. Kelly goes down, sounds genuine. She's like, can you guys help me? And
What?
Robin's like, no.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know if I want to play with him again. Like,
Why are they playing Iron Man Hardcore with someone that clearly doesn't know the game much? I mean, it can be fun. I mean, like, I think this is funny. It just depends on if people are actually getting ass mad or not, which so far I can't detect because Kelly always sounds like this, and Irrelevant and Wolfgang are everybody sounds normal. So I don't know if anybody's actually mad right now. Okay, it might just be like goofy. Sometimes it can be fun to do dumb shit. Okay.
whatever,
I
it's
loved
way
it.
not
All, that
fail.
was on, I fucking loved all of it. That was
Yeah, you might.
See, Wolfgang's having
Very
fun.
enjoyable for me.
See, I don't know, man. When I get competitive in a video game, there's a part of me, I just, all the worst parts of humanity just summon themselves within me, and they just come out to the surface. I don't know what it is. I have spiked my phone and broke my charger because I was so mad at a Call of Duty game. Is how, yeah. So, depending.
Jesus.
We're not kicking Relly. Relly's the only person who knows what's going on. If we kick Relly, we're gonna wipe in the fucking starting area. Okay.
I'm surprised he agreed.
Well, he was
Like,
happy to let me
I'm-
die. So what's the difference?
I felt like he was very close to being like, I don't know if I'm going again.
I thought it was gonna be like, guys, I love you, but I'm not doing this with you guys again. I genuinely thought that he was just gonna say that.
I need 2 minutes. Sorry, I need 2 minutes here. I'm just gonna I gotta get
Okay.
water, drink. I'll be right back. You guys want to chat?
Hey, Cherry,
Ain't no
if
way
you
you
play
guys
with
ever-
us, you wouldn't let me go down a hole and then not come with me, right?
Oh boy, why would you set
we
up a
replace
question
him?
like that?
No, Irrelevant's fun.
Riley hated me, or his character hated my character. That seems like kind of detrimental for a party member.
Huh?
You want to try to get the brain dog again? Okay.
No, I killed it already.
Oh, fucking hell. All right.
Hang on, wait, what? Are you playing? And you killed it already?
You're goddamn right.
Oh, that's really messed up. I wanted to try and like.
Wait, is he like stealing like solo XP from doing that, or what just happened there?
I guess we just.
I want to remind everybody what happened last time Kelly tried to befriend an animal.
Oh, he killed a potential pet. Oh, an optional enemy. Okay, I thought maybe he killed the vampire, so she couldn't get bit or something.
That wasn't my fault. That was Wolfgang provoking me. You know what? I'm not playing anymore. You've already pissed me off, and I haven't.
Oh, okay, we are ass mad. Uh oh.
No!
No, really, I can't be dealing with your
We're
bad
5
attitude.
minutes into the
Well,
game.
I was joking.
It's not funny. I
Please.
clearly don't find it funny.
Everybody else does, though.
Okay, well, then you can
We're
play with everyone else.
Kelly.
I'm
We're
going.
essentially professional jesters.
It's a little joke.
I'm out. I
Kelly,
can't
Wait,
deal with
really?
that. No, that's really pissed me off.
Wait, really?
Yes.
Oh.
This
You
is
can
like
restart. You can
playing
get the
D&D.
creature.
smash this dude. Whack.
You just hit the weapon.
Oh, why?
Having a rough go, Kelly.
I was clearly trying to hit this.
You are too far away from it to hit it.
I am.
Oh, please do not swing at the weapon.
Please don't swing at the weapon again. Please don't hit the weapon.
Please don't do that.
Should-
Just action surged.
I
Not
actually.
too far away.
Yes, I know. I'm not gonna hit the weapon. I was hitting with this thing when it's like got red on it. Oh, God, it's
If you
like...
can't move, you literally can't hit him. Just to be clear. You
No.
just tried to hit the weapon again.
It was no. It went red.
It did not. It's not. You
The
cannot hit
outline
it.
of the guy
You
went
can't hit
red.
it. You're not in range.
Give up.
I keep killing myself.
Oh, this...
Are we getting the Bridges episode of Mr. Beat today?
Okay.
Listen, all I know for sure is that was definitely Wolfgang's fault, okay? So, good one, Wolfgang, you f***ing loser.
Yeah.
All this shit. Fuck all this bullshit. Oh,
missed.
Kelly just set all of us on fire. Holy.
All I did was do a regular hit. That wasn't me.
Holy fuck, the fire.
Weird. It's almost like Wolfgang
You're
said
sort
that
of-
was gonna happen.
Yeah, I was gonna.
I don't. What else was I supposed to do?
I don't. And over. Oh, Kelly G.
Okay. We got through this.
Okay.
Hours of this shit and Kelly trying to keep
Wasn't
relevant from
very-
the party after one stream and wiping the party due to not triggering damage in the owlbear fight. Now, according to chat, Irrelevant or Wolfgang apparently procced or aggroed this fight, so let that be a part of your consideration.
Okay.
This went on for a few streams. I got like 30 more clips, but no time, and led to the spider fight incident. Uh-oh.
And there are more down
Okay.
there too. So
Okay,
it's not
I
just
see. I see. Cone. There's Phase Spider. Yeah. Oh, here's the
moving.
big guy. Phase Spider Matrix.
First of all, video games should theoretically bring people together. I'd rather... Fuck. I would rather play a video game with friends and get mad at them while we're playing than to just than play alone, honestly. I'd rather play with my friends than play alone. Even if my teammates are bad, if they're my friends, I'd still prefer that over... Yeah, so...
Oh, it's moving and it's coming over here. I don't like it. Okay, there's lots of phase spiders. There's spider webs. I feel like these phase spider eggs are scary. That like we could have a bunch of spiders like popping out as ads, which is concerning.
I can try and sneak behind it and get a surprise attack in.
Okay, well, let me tell you
I
this.
would try
If
to
we
do
try...
that.
Okay, so remember,
I definitely feel like it's a spider. It's a no. Stop.
You're gonna know, Kelly.
We have
Okay,
to
what do we know
attack
about what do we know about
No,
spiders?
Kelly,
What do we know about
yes.
spiders? Really quickly, do they sense things stepping on their webs and then run at them? I feel like that's something we all know about spiders. Okay.
Yes, yes,
So can we not
yes.
walk onto webs right next to the fucking spider? I just holy
Well,
shit.
shoot it with something then.
Well, no, let's
Well,
plan
we're
first.
chilling for
Let's
2
plan-
seconds so we
yeah,
don't get fucking
let's-
wrecked.
Exactly. Let's
Why?
plan and strategize first. Because we are worried that spider eggs are going to pop up as little spiders, and then we'll have hundreds of them descending on us.
We'll
We don't know how...
spider eggs first then.
Okay, you know what?
Kelly,
Spoil,
kill
just
me.
spoil, just spoil because I don't want to wipe on this fight and I want to finish the fight. I don't want to wipe. Should we kill the eggs? Is that what you do? You kill the eggs? I'm saying we should kill the eggs.
Yes, you
Yeah,
go.
you
No,
gotta
Kelly, put that fucking bow down, please. I'm begging
I
you,
can shoot
please.
the eggs.
No, but then, we
It's
don't.
like 100% chance.
I know, but if you break them in the visible cone of the spiders, they're gonna see and they're gonna charge us. So if we are
But
gonna
it's
do
not
this,
in
and
the
remember,
visible cone of the spiders.
there are more spiders than you can see. I don't know if you can see the one there. Just be careful. Just put the bow in, just thing, and let's just talk before anybody shoots
God,
anything.
you
Okay?
spent too long on this stuff.
This is D&D Baldur's Gate.
She
okay?
literally will get mad at us for not wanting to wait 30 minutes for her to finish dialogues that none of us are
Yeah,
interested
true.
in. And now she's like, I'm gonna shoot some fucking eggs. I don't
Yeah,
get
but
it.
you guys,
I literally
you
don't
spent
get it.
ages debating over this and then do the same thing anyway.
No, you
We're not
literally
even
spend 10
debating.
times
We're trying
more time
to
in dialogue than you-
figure
But
out
you're comparing
how we
two
go about doing
entirely
this.
different things, and you said
I know, and ours is
Yes,
more important
but
because it
this
was
is the one that
leader
wipes the
safe we got.
campaign. Yes.
I
You
can't
choose
hear
it.
the three of you are speaking at once.
Okay, let me explain to you that this is more important because if we fail this, our save gets wiped and we start from scratch. So this
We-
needs to be thought about and discussed, okay?
Yes, but there's only so many things we can do here. We shoot the eggs or we shoot the spider.
Okay.
Well, no,
Here's
we might
what
be able
else
to climb
is there to
down.
do?
We might be able to climb
How many
down
eggs?
and kill all the other
Yes.
spider ads. There's like a
How
million
about-
things that we can think about doing here.
No,
Like,
for
look,
example,
there's a
right?
There's very few.
Ping, please ping.
There's a fucking-
Exactly.
there's a fucking rope right there where we can go down and try to like kill the spider ad down there before we pull this big boss.
Exactly. Maybe I should go down there, and maybe I should try and aggro the little ones, and you, Kelly, the bigger, the tank. Maybe you can fight like the gigantic one. I'm not sure. We need to decide as a group what we're gonna do, because that's probably the healthiest thing to do for my mental health.
All right. I'm gonna keep it above 50. I don't exactly remember how this fight goes. I just remember wanting to kill the eggs. That's all I really
Alright,
remember.
let's try to kill the eggs.
So I think probably Wolfgang, you should stay with us and try and engage the eggs. I think what
Well,
we
wait,
should
we have to
try
wait
and
for the
do.
spider to turn around.
Yes, thank you. I think that what we're gonna do is we're gonna all try and shoot one of these eggs, and when the spider is like away. So like for instance,
Alright,
right
let's
now.
go now.
So, like,
No,
there's,
wait.
there's a red line there. So
Yeah.
let's
So
we'll
so
wait
yeah.
to
Let's
go
wait.
in
Let's
and-
wait. Okay. So I'm
There,
ready
hold
to
on,
start
I'm
shooting.
going for this
there are
one.
more eggs. There are more egg.
I understand. There's more. Oh my
Got
goodness.
one.
So Kelly, just so you know how frustrated you get with other people not being cooperative, I'm 10 times more frustrated.
I literally listened to
than
everything
right
you just
now.
said.
No,
Like, wait
you
for the
did
red
not.
things to go
Because
away,
if
then
you
shoot it.
did, no, you did not. Because if you did, you wouldn't have shot. Because I said let's wait
For what?
for us to be all on the same page, Kelly.
We are. We shoot.
No,
the
we're
eggs.
not.
What else is there to do?
We're trying
Okay,
to figure
there-
out
there-
exactly when we want to shoot the eggs, which eggs we want to shoot.
When the
I
spider
didn't
turns
know
away,
if it-
there's no red stuff. Then shoot.
There are
it.
more-
It's
there-
not that hard.
I don't care. I actually don't give a fuck.
Okay, listen,
Jay, Stock, are
listen.
you with me on this? Are you gonna? Are we? You want to shoot these 3 eggs right here?
Yeah, sure.
So
We can
you
shoot
get
eggs.
one, I get one.
And there are more down there too. So
Okay.
it's
That led to the... Okay. This went on for a few streams, got like 30 more clips at no time, and led to the spider fight incident, which led to the biggest fight of the playthrough at 1 hour, 33 minutes, and 3 seconds in the stream.
No, you're not allowed that. You just made up that rule for yourself. Again, against the will of the
Wait.
party, but you
Hang on, it's
go
just a
off,
dog.
Queen.
If I get
Go
the ball
off.
back, then I can use it to help Riley like I did last time.
bag clenched between
Well, right now we're pressed on time.
It's just, well, why?
Because there's
we
people who have to
only have-
leave.
Yeah.
Fine, I passed the test.
You agreed that we'd do this after, before and after, but
It's literally a
not following
30-second cutscene. If that, it's not even a cutscene. You just get.
Okay, I don't know why the f you're acting like you know how long this will take.
Because
you have
it's short. I'm already
you have
done, and I'm
you have no
leaving
f***ing clue
now.
how long that'll last. So I
Yes,
don't know
because
why
the
the hell
dog
you're
ones are
acting.
always short. That's how I know it's going to be
Nope,
short.
you have no f***ing
No, there's one.
Yes,
there's
I
one
do.
where he. There's one. No, there's one where he steps on a barb and it's a whole fucking ordeal.
Okay,
The whole
but
game's
most of them are short.
Is he gonna
It's
die?
all
No, you have no idea. Kelly, you have no f***ing clue what you're talking about. You literally have no idea.
I literally have already left the camp, and you're there bitching still.
Yeah, because you're f***ing holding people up and you have no
How
idea.
am I holding them up? You're holding them up now. Hurry your ass.
No, I'm not. I'm literally ahead of you, dumb fuck.
You guys
Why
are
is
holding me
Jessica
down.
just standing here then?
I'm
why are
watching
you
you
just
fight with
standing
everybody
there?
over the same thing we've spent all this time discussing.
we were
Just
mad
fucking
as
watch the
shit.
Dog. You people are so miserable.
Wait,
Oh.
did you have Speak to Dog on, or did you really?
Just did the whole sex scene. That was all Kelly.
No.
You just
Yeah,
did
but
the
that
whole
wasn't
thing.
10 minutes, was it? And Wolfgang suggested, hey, every time we're at the camp, maybe 10 minutes, Kelly can just talk to people.
Well, okay, I did
I literally
suggest that.
asked when we went in, could we try to get to our next quest, but we didn't do it.
Why? So that means that I never get the opportunity to do it.
No, you will,
No,
Kelly.
it
It's just this
doesn't.
instance.
When?
It's this
Nah,
instance.
you're just on professional victim mode. I just don't care right now. That's
Really?
crazy.
You're a big subject over absolutely nothing.
Dude, you are holding up a fucking party when we have a limited amount of
Holding
time.
up
You're one of
for
the
what?
least considerate people I've ever met in my
Oh,
entire
well,
fucking life.
well then!
Join the party or don't. Play with us or don't.
God.
We have limited time.
All right, I
Just be
won't.
considerate
Fuck
of the
off.
other
You people are
at the
so
same time that they're
horrible to
fucking
me.
gay.
I think they're mad now.
God. Inconsiderate because I just don't want to do what you want to do. Do you not realise like how hypocritical that
Totally
is?
exactly what I said. Yep. That's exactly what's happening.
Well, now you pissed me off.
Yep.
And I don't know
That's
what
okay,
it
I was
really
pissed
is.
off too. Yeah.
We can.
Because I was like speaking to a dog for 20 seconds.
Yep. That's exactly why.
The
Well, what is your problem then otherwise? You're saying I don't know what will happen.
Problem is,
Every
I
other
think we should talk to
cutscene
these-
with this f***ing dog has been short.
Go talk to
Okay.
them.
Because they're interesting people.
Let's go.
Lads, for the love of all that is holy, I've never clapped eyes on your poor sister.
No, this is not fair, alright? So me and Wolfgang and I've spoken in the chat with everybody else and being like, okay, when we're at the camp and we feel, Kelly can have like 10 minutes of the camp. I didn't
That
even
was
get
something
10
you
minutes.
guys. I've never heard this. That's
Well,
private.
it's in the f***ing group chat. You read it, you stupid bitch. Then you would
Didn't
know.
read it. Didn't read it.
Wolfgang is the one that came up with it.
When we came into the camp, I said, could we please go fast on this one since we're limited on time? You'd easily go to the dog after we're done. You'd easily go to the dog when we come back. You'd easily go to the dog when we come back, but you didn't want to do that because it's a... Again.
Where is she?
There's this old lady that's getting picked
The
on by these.
cutscene that I
gay
went
guys.
into the camp at, I didn't have control over. It just happened.
They're,
Okay,
they're,
so
they're,
they're
less than
accusing
30
accusing this
seconds.
old lady of like
stealing her
yoinking
sister?
their sister, yeah, kidnapping their sister. They're
Ethel,
accusing
what
this
did you
old
do to their
elderly lady.
sister? Ethel, what did you
What do you
do?
say? If you can't possibly let someone like less than a minute.
Do you agree with
that's
that?
Less than 30 seconds.
No, she's an old lady. She would never do that. She was nice to me at camp. Obviously.
I'm fine with this.
I'm done.
Okay.
I'm actually done. I'll play with Wolfgang. Unironically, the only decent person I
Don't
played
bloody
with so
stand there
far.
gaping. Get him!
But you people are horrible.
Oh, they're fighting us.
They're fighting us.
Bro, can we non-lethal these guys? They're level 1. They're petty
13
farmers.
health. Yeah, sure.
petty
Why
hold
can't
on.
you
farmers.
say the most unhinged shit at me and then just be like, pretend, carry on and play, like I'm gonna keep playing? You guys can fuck
We are
off.
set to non-lethal.
The reason why we're playing is because I have to leave at 7 and it's 6:21. That's why we're trying to make
That
the
was
most
why
of
we
that,
asked to
and
speed through. Yeah.
that- Yes.
And at any point did anyone say to Kelly, oh, okay, we can't do the thing that we were talking about in the chat before then, Wolfgang?
I thought. Okay, hold on.
I literally
thought-
said when we entered the camp, Kelly. I literally said when we entered the camp.
And what
So
are
I
we
don't know why
speeding
you're.
through to?
I literally said, hey, can we
you
go
tell me
fast
what
because
we're
we are
doing?
slow? Because we don't have
We are-
time. We're trying to get to this Ethel thing. That's what we wanted to do today. Was to go to the tea house because Wolfgang asked us to do that.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, and how much more do we have to do to get there, Wolfgang?
Well, we're starting the quest right now.
Yeah, it's a...
I don't know how long we'll take. I think that we're probably not going to be able to finish, but we might be able to get halfway through.
We got like a few more minutes of this clip left.
What happened sounded like a stupid argument.
I want to get to the real arguing, man. I appreciate the
Tired of being spoken to
context.
like absolute shit.
This is all context. That's all I gotta tell my brain.
So she does have this sister. She lied.
To bring
She
the word
lied.
They came looking for her. And my word is my
This
bond.
lying old bitch.
A moment of self-awareness. I was just like thinking about how this part was taking so long. And it's like because this is the this is the exposition. You got to lay down the groundwork to the story, and I am being a little bit impatient. How am I supposed to evaluate people arguing and shit and the drama if I don't know where the drama started? Fuck.
Poor thing would be distraught. Can't let her know it'd break her poor heart. I'd best get going, but please stop by my house. I'd like to thank
Then
you.
don't
Wait, so her-
find me a single example while I've spoken to people the same way that people have spoken
Wait,
to
Whoa,
so
she
her-
vanished.
Her.
Jesus,
Oh yeah,
wrong
wait, hold
word,
on a second.
Tito's.
She did vanish.
She literally vanished.
Her brothers were like abusive. Is what she was saying.
I feel like Auntie
Yeah,
Ethel was the one
I
who's
said
abusive.
there after they said to me.
Oh, there's a letter here. Dear Joel and Demir.
I'm
Don't
guessing
get mad. I mean,
Kelly
I'm
is
only reading
muted?
this so you don't panic or
Oh,
something
this guy's
stupid.
dead.
I'm just tired of being told that I'm like selfish and self-involved.
I'm going to the Hague. Oh shit! I owe it to Connor to make things right. You know he'd do the same for me. I'll be back.
Or
soon.
maybe they're
So
ignoring
no
the
work
fuck
to
out of her.
mom,
I can't
okay?
tell.
Weird.
I really can't
All
tell. I
There's enough
guess.
on her plate. Wait,
Kelly,
if
you
she said,
don't listen.
if she
You know,
said
you know what?
she's
The last fight would have gone a lot better.
If she said she's going to the Hag and the old lady
Guess that
confirmed.
was my fault too.
Then that
Ethel
means,
is the hag, yes.
and aren't Hags giga scary in the world of Tea and Piz?
I'm already not playing.
Oh, she's
I
I
think
don't know if
really
anyone's
the
noticed
hag.
I'm standing here.
Can you
think they
leave so we can play your character then, Kelly? If that's what you're gonna do? Because
No,
I
I'm
like
playing my character.
Okay.
Kelly, you know that I've been trying
Do
to
you
work with
realize when you say these things, all now the chat's saying like I'm a narcissist and shit.
Okay, Kelly, stop. You need to listen. Stop listening to the chat. They're gonna try to piss you off.
Oh,
okay?
hey.
Cool.
I'm in a dialogue here. I'm in a
Cutscene,
dialogue
cutscene,
here.
cutscene.
Investigation.
She'll run
Look for
up your
anything out of
spine.
you.
You feel like you're being watched.
Investigation
I said
for anything.
yesterday.
I think my investigation's quite
I
good,
mean-
especially with guidance. Wait, no, it's intelligence.
Wolfgang
It's not good.
suggested-
It's quite bad, in fact.
It's quite bad. He has to roll a 20, Kelly.
Wolfgang
He
made
needs-
some suggestions, and then they were ignored.
9. We're not
Oh.
close.
Jessica apparently didn't see them in quotations, even though they're in the group.
It doesn't matter what suggestions were made. I asked very kindly when we entered the camp for a specific thing, and that was not respected.
The place has a quiet sense of calm. You can't see anything
I didn't have any
strange.
control of what happened when I entered the camp.
You had
would have
complete
known
control
that.
over the dog thing.
Okay, I think we're about done with
Which
this
took
one.
less than 30 seconds. I was literally out.
You didn't
of
know
the
that.
fucking thing
You didn't know that. You
before
understand the
we-
violation is not. The
No,
violation
this
is not.
fair. I
The
do know
violation is
that
not. It only took
because
30
all of the
seconds.
fucking dog cutscenes are fucking short as shit.
Okay.
Except for the one where
Every
he's
single
Again,
one
literally
I've ever
gave an
had.
example, but it's fine.
Okay, one that is nowhere near to where we got.
What?
What do we
but
get
what
many
if,
experience
what if that
for?
was the one? What if that was the one?
You know it's not the one.
What? I don't know it's not the one.
Well, the only issue is that you don't know it's not the one. That's the issue. You're going into
Yes, I
cutscenes
do,
not
because
knowing
I've
how long.
looked up
And
things.
also, you could have skipped the sex
Because
scene as
people
well.
kept bitching at me.
Well, you just decided.
Wait,
not
if you
to.
looked it up, then you would have
Wait,
known
you're
about
telling
the
me I
toy
should have had
cutscenes.
to skip the sex cutscenes?
I would have done that. Yeah.
Well, then
In
you're
the
just being
spirit of the short
unreasonable
term.
now.
Okay, not a single person alive thinks I'm the unreasonable.
Okay, hold on. Hold on.
So you
Even
think I'm
though-
unreasonable
hold
for
on.
doing
I
the
do.
cutscene as
I
well?
think you're unreasonable. Yes, I
And
do.
hold on, that's
Oh,
one
shit.
opinion. Mystical and I
Yeah,
thought it
it's-
were funny,
yeah,
so
it's
we
unfair to
didn't
say that on
complain.
stream.
I-
When we've been discussing it in the fucking chat prior. It's unreasonable to watch do RP in a fucking RP game.
Well, Kelly, hold on. Just because Irrelevant doesn't like it doesn't mean that's the opinion of
Well,
most
why
of the
doesn't he
group.
go fucking play something else then? Because he clearly doesn't like this type of
Yeah.
game.
Well,
we-
if the people in the party want me gone, I'll leave. That's
Yeah,
up
Kelly,
to them.
listen.
But that's what I said yesterday, but you didn't pipe up, did you? You and Jessica could have both said, yeah, I don't actually want to play with you, and then I wouldn't be here today.
No, hold
there's
on.
a reason I'm
because,
still here.
Again.
because hold on, because that's not because
I
Kelly,
really
that's
don't
not
give a fuck
you're
about
confusing it right now. That's not what's happening. Majority of the people want to play through this game a little bit more on the relevant side instead of like the roleplay side, right? That's what's happening.
Yeah, one other
Nobody does-
person. Just
no-
remember, this is only 4 people, Wolfgang.
I've
Kelly,
already
Kelly,
made it
no,
very
it's-
clear that I think in most sessions we can take time. I thought, hey, we're trying to get to Auntie Ethel. Can we just go through? And it just wasn't respected again. And I asked nicely, and I don't feel like I should have to fight tooth and nail to have my opinion or the things I ask for respected. But I do apparently. So I like.
Do you want me to tell you why I did it? Right? So I summoned the dog, yes, and that helped in the last fight.
Well,
And
this
if I
is
don't
Kelly.
go back and get the thing again, then I can't summon it again.
Okay.
Kelly,
I get that.
Let's just move on.
_Wayne
Yeah,
donated
very
$5.
let's
Let's just
agree
move
to
on. Let's just
disagree and
pretend that we
move
spoke to Kelly like shit and she'll just
Hi,
forget.
Kelly, I
Yeah,
just
sure.
want-
Said the
don't
same
care.
things 3 days in a row.
Stop slamming. You're gonna break your mouse. You're gonna break your mouse, and then you're gonna double click. I'm already double clicking. I have to use a goddamn controller. Just don't slam your mouse, okay? Listen. Here's what I think, okay? Just because we want to play this way, we're gonna have some friction, and you know, in this instance, I had to leave soon, so we are kind of rushing you. We understand that, but that doesn't mean that in the future we won't give you the allotted time if everybody agrees, which I agreed with. I don't know if Justical or Relevant agreed with it, but I proposed it. I didn't hear what they were saying back, right? So
If I'd have got myself into a long ass
Wolfgang
cutscene, then
sounds
sure,
like
Kelly
a
doesn't even like the one that was
good-
clearly going to be there in the first place that we all knew
Yep.
was going to happen.
what the sex one? That doesn't matter. That's his opinion. That's not what. Okay,
Yes,
here's
but
what.
when he voices their opinion to a bunch of other people listening, then that becomes my problem as well.
No,
Nope.
Kelly, you can't. You
literally
have,
don't
you,
care about what Chad has to say.
Kelly, yeah, you have to understand that you have to ignore chat. They are gonna try and piss you off. They are
That's
gonna
not the
try.
issue. The chat, honestly, have been far less bad.
Then you know what? Here's what we're gonna do, okay? I'll do it. Justical, if you can override this because it's your stream. If you guys start saying that Kelly is crazy fucking selfish, that's our job. We're already doing it. She doesn't need 50 other people doing it. She's already has
Or,
3 people
in fact,
who are
nobody
fairly
could
close
do
to her.
that, because it's incredibly rude and disrespectful and shitty.
Okay, this went on for a few streams. We got like 30 more clips with no time, and led to the spider fight incident. We watched that, which led to the biggest fight of the playthrough at 1:33:03 this stream. We just watched that. Even the Groiper and Wolfgang were speaking out against Kelly's behavior throughout the entire playthrough, which is rare, or which is pretty rare. Wolfgang usually tries to reason with Kelly and be charitable, and the Groiper simps for her, like his life depends on it. apparently Knorp's Justicles doesn't like to be called a Groper. I haven't followed any of that. I don't know what is happening with any of that, but this guy calls him the Groper because apparently that triggers Justicle. I don't know why. Okay. Okay. 2. Cherry Drama plus Baldur's Gate 3 end.
Okay.
Cherry made one comment about the situation and Kelly's behavior. I don't have the clip, but it's somewhere in this VOD at less than 4 hours. I can read. Don't. If you're gonna talk to me, talk to me. If you're gonna type at me, type at me. Don't talk and type at me at the same time. Okay. Thank you. All right. 10:55 in here.
For the argument in public, and then if I start having the other half of the argument, I feel like you're gonna be upset.
And again, I'm gonna be putting some. Never mind. I shouldn't. Never mind. If I shouldn't be doing this.
Apparently, she doesn't want us talking about her because she is sick with a doctor's appointment.
Well, she shouldn't have fucking made this a general chat problem. Justicle, can you share
know what that means? That's
in the group chat?
That's a narcissistic white woman thing. They're always
sick when it's convenient. She doesn't want to be talked about.
Well, I don't think it's fair to make this a thing in general chat and then to say, oh, I
believe in reciprocity, right? If she made this a thing in general chat, then we bring it up to. I'm gonna do.
When they say general chat, are they talking about? They're talking about the Discord. Oh, so Kelly typed something in the Discord general chat, and now they want to talk about it, but Kelly says she's sick, so they can't. Is that what's happening here?
I told Kelly this. If she upsets me, it's gonna be reciprocity. If she insults me, I'm gonna insult her. If she makes it public, I'll make it public. Whatever it is. Okay. If she tones the fuck down,
that's fair.
If she wants to talk, then I'll talk to her. If she wants to do without insults, that's great. Whatever she does, I just
you set the terms, and after you set the terms, you can complain about the terms.
What prompted the Cherry comments was that Kelly was being an inconsiderate ass to Wolfgang in the Baldur's Gate group chat, and decided to bring that fight into Justicle's general chat. Wolfgang and Kelly were fighting about that, and then Justicle said either stop doing this in general chat or solve this on stream. Kelly said that she couldn't come to stream because of reasons related to medical issues.
I told you.
What did I say?
Narcissistic white women become sick when they face criticism.
What did I say?
It's science.
Yes, I remember.
What the fuck are you talking about?
If you have not done the math on it, just trust me.
I remember arguing with Kelly this morning. She said the comment about future girlfriends, and I Pepe laughed, and I said I'm trying to think of how harsh I should be here, and then I said I'm
okay.
But I'm unlike some people. I'm not like, oh my god, you must be drunk. Which is that, like, she's actually fine with Destiny and apologizing to Destiny, but I don't have any clout to offer whatsoever, so she's got a problem when I make jabs at her.
Like, for some reason, you felt the need to call me a narcissistic white weird racist jobs, okay?
Lots of people have called you a white woman, and lots of people have called
you talk about my health issues, you know fucking nothing about, you stupid bitch. And
when
yeah,
did
if you
I talk about your health issues?
Facts, then I guess
when did I
keep
talk
calling
about
you Destiny's
keep
rejected
saying that.
cum
I wish you would just admit you're bothered because I don't give a fuck about your health issues.
Because Destiny rejected you for coming in you so much.
You can't keep pretending like that's the reason why I was suicidal. You cannot. I got separated from my husband, and I was having an episode after going through a miscarriage. Kelly, you can't be surprised why nobody gives a fuck about your health issues.
Yummy soup.
You don't deserve any fucking sympathy, empathy, or understanding.
Kids. Haha, unlucky bitch.
Okay, I'm gonna let you know if you're gonna do that. She can literally say whatever she wants.
Already has, you dumb cunt.
No, she has
you
not.
went there because I called you a narcissist. You are insane.
That is insane that you
not
just
a
said
narcissist. You
that is insane. Someone calling you.
That is disgusting.
For like a weekend. Who asked, Riley?
That's insane. You're a loser. You're a loser for that.
Jessica. One-on-one. I don't want to deal with fucking really boring fucking ass who's boring as fuck.
Here's what I'll say. Here's what I'll say. God damn. My thing is this: when you insult people, here's the thing. There are different levels of insults. But because all insults are directed at a person in particular, there are some people who view them as like every insult's a personal insult, and that's not the case. If I know, I'm trying to think, like, I know someone like doesn't drive a Nissan. They do not drive a Nissan. But I make an insult to them, man, you're a trash driver. You drive like a Nissan driver. It's personal in the sense that I'm talking about them, but not personal in the sense that there's no material relationship with what I'm saying. It's not like they actually do have a Nissan. Or someone calling you narcissist is an insult towards you, and they're going to be like, well, your behavior of X, Y, and Z represents narcissism. When you snap back at them, your argument if you go to an argument of, okay, well, this is why you had a miscarriage, this is outside of someone's character. Like, miscarriages just kind of happen, and you're just looking at it, you're looking for a jab at somebody. That's why the insults are not the same. They're both personal, but one is targeted specifically to Cherry's experience. Not like a general, like, you could say this about anybody, but this is specifically because Kelly knows that's something that Cherry went through. I'm going to use that as ammunition. That is a specific targeted thing. Instead of just how, unless the only way this would be equal is if Cherry knew that in Kelly's past she dealt with like a narcissistic family member that fucked her up or something. That would be the only way that these two things could be equal personal attacks.
To the fucking day, I don't give two shits, bitch. You got hard on me, I
You
got hard on
wouldn't
you.
care because you are a narcissist. You're incapable of caring about other people.
Yeah, just like you. You were saying I don't care about your health issues, Kelly. So why the should I give a shit about your abortion, you dumb bitch?
It's because you've gone masked off and people can see how
didn't want to
fucking
live inside of you
inconsiderate you
because
are.
you're so hostile.
All you
and
have
hospitable. Because how would
my
anything
God.
ever live inside of you? You're fucking dead, bitch.
Oh my god. She's so...
I just don't care about what you think about me. Just don't care at all.
Cry and run away then.
Okay. I'll watch a few more minutes, I guess.
I'm literally right. I've been here all day. I was here yesterday. Where were you?
As I said, I was waiting to go to a hospital appointment. It was like 8 hours. I have to sleep in those 8 hours, bitch.
I don't understand. You said that you couldn't
I'm
come
not
on
risking
because
my
you
health
don't want to be
for you
stressed
fucking
out
losers
before
to
your
get
doctor's appointment.
Because everybody knows that the viewers like when I'm here. Instead of your boring fucking dull asses. How are you black and this boring? I just...
Jesus. What does that have to do with
Isn't that one thing that's
anything?
supposed to be, like, interesting?
I'm just gonna let you roast yourself.
Well,
Keep going.
okay, hold on,
Right,
hold on,
I'm
hold on,
roasting
hold on. Maybe from Kelly's point of view, hold on. From Kelly's point of view, Cherry started off with a personal attack saying because she's a narcissistic white woman. And in Kelly's point of view, Cherry already brought up race. So now race is fair game. And this is one of those issues where it's like general to personal attack, because like in a way it is general into where Cherry's talking about this is how from her point of view, generally white women who are really conceited and narcissistic, the moment you give them pushback, they fall apart and they think and they grow a victim mentality. And Cherry's argument is describing a phenomena that exists outside of just specifically Kelly. But from Kelly Jean's point of view, it's just, nope, you're talking about me, you're talking about how I'm a narcissist and how I'm entitled, so fuck you, it's personal. You brought up race, this is what we're doing. Okay, I can see both.
Myself, bitch. Look in the mirror. You sadly orbit this space because
No. Explain that. Explain the look in the mirror part. Kelly, are you
meltdown?
Are you insinuating that I'm ugly?
Who the fuck said anything about how you look?
You said
what?
black.
Is cleaning out, mate.
I guess, but
I'm just trying to understand where you're getting
maybe
at
that
right
was
now.
out of retaliation.
And
I
why?
said that you're a boring
and why?
dumb
Where
bitch.
the fuck is all this energy for, Kelly? Because I said you're narcissistic and you don't
because you
care
trap
about
big
your health
shit.
problems.
You are a white blood cell, Terry. You come in and you're like, oh, sniff on some drama. Better like fucking throw in some jabs, even though you've had no problems with me for months because you've been like maintaining that, pretending to be friendly.
Oh my God! Before I left, I literally told everyone you are herpes. I told everyone you are J-Stock's herpes. You don't go anywhere.
Was that?
You are herpes on this street. You are
How many
always
times have
there.
you pretended to be friendly in the time since then, bitch?
No, it is called being considerate of J-Stock.
Okay.
It's literally called being considerate of J-Stock.
Bitch, who are you to him and anybody else here?
Oh, I'm sorry.
You
Is
are
that your
a
man?
psycho.
Are you revealing?
Borderline. You need to go take your meds, mate.
I really don't think that I'm the one who needs to be medicated.
Yeah.
Not in this situation.
Your psychosis proves itself like repeatedly.
Bro, I think you are
mad at you 'cause
heavily,
you say some out
you
of
are
shit about me.
hella
I
leaning on the fact that I have BPD, and you're the one who is fucking unhinged right now.
Yeah, I am unhinged. Because you say some bitch shit, and then you expect me not to respond. I will escalate 100% every single fucking
That's
time,
fine.
bitch. I've always been like this. I ain't gonna back down. I'm not
No,
gonna say
you're
less.
just gonna act
Why the
exactly
fuck
like a
should I?
narcissistic white bitch, and you're just proving my point.
Well,
Thank you.
You want me to be that? I'll be that for you.
Okay.
But you should not speak when you got so much shit of your own.
You literally don't know anything about my shit.
Bitch, 15
You're just
and you try
a
to like
nasty
compensate. Oh, that's
person.
me being good at sex, bitch. That's
You
the
are
opposite
just
of you
a
being good at
nasty
sex.
fucking
If you're
person.
good at sex, you should be coming as much as the other person, bitch. You don't even know yourself.
I don't think you know what sex is. I'm not doing this.
I think all you are is a cum dunster. That's why you get cummed in that many times and don't cum yourself. That's what
Oh
cum dunster
my
is.
god!
That's all you're used for.
Oh!
Okay, Kelly.
Damn.
I like cum.
Yeah, clear. Why don't you go swim in it, mate?
W response.
I try.
W
Currently trying to make a
Jared.
baby, but I know how you feel about that one.
Yeah, so much cum and no babies. Maybe it's the universe trying to tell you something, bitch.
I swallow too much of it. I gotta let it go in the other hole. But that's working on it.
You are a miserable, inhospitable person.
Jesus.
And I
Christ.
truly hope you never have kids, because if they have as many issues as yours, it'll be quite a sad affair.
Quite a sad affair.
Okay, Kelly.
Jesus.
But good to know you're back to your husband that you were bitching and saying a bunch of shit about. That's quite funny.
Literally have been back with him since November.
Oh, really? I thought it was abusive and horrible and nasty. Wow.
What are you talking about? What is wrong with you?
You said shit to Destiny, bro. Everyone knows what you said to Destiny.
No, they don't.
Wait, what's she referring to right now?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Bitch, we think we believe you.
There's actually something wrong with you.
Nope. I'm just getting to say every single thing that I've wanted to say for the last 16 months. But I've been nice,
you wanted
because
to
I'm
say
like,
all of it. Because
she's
you are a
unhinged
wretched
and she's
bitch.
emotionally unstable. Like maybe she shouldn't like
Unstable.
fucking kill.
I'm
Yeah,
unstable.
That's like just for you. Just
She implies that you said that Cherry shit-talked her husband to you. Kelly's saying you leaked.
One salt jar.
Wait, have I ever said this ever? Wait, what? Cherry literally did say it publicly that her husband is abusive after Destiny said he's never heard anything bad about him. Yeah, that's what I thought I said. I feel like I only ever heard good things about him. That's all I remember. Unless I'm forgetting something, but...
Almost done with the time capsules.
unstable. I don't know. Let's make it cuter because you're just like fucked.
That was you trying to make it cuter? No.
Yeah, cute just for you. Cute version of fucking borderline syndrome, bro.
Okay, anything else?
Bitch, you don't get to anything else, me.
Anything else?
Yeah, you can fuck off, you stupid cunt. You are so incredibly uninteresting. Every time you speak, I want to fall asleep.
You seem to think
Like,
you know
you
a lot
don't even
about
hit
me.
back with any fucking interesting
Make a lot of
insults. It's
fanfic.
so incredibly fucking dire.
Because I
Everybody
don't
knows
care
your
about
shit,
you. I don't
Cherry,
care
because
anything
you
about
tweeted
you.
it constantly for
I don't know what the fuck.
Because
I don't know anything about you to give a.
Can we please acknowledge this child throw a traumatic miscarriage at someone in an argument in response to a narcissistic white woman? I would definitely say that is a dramatic escalation, yes.
About you,
Yeah, it
I'm
is
not gonna learn
escalation.
nothing about you.
Bitch,
Yeah, so you're not gonna get anything
I don't do the same
back.
shit you do, so why the would you know anything about me? I don't offer up my pussy like that, bro. What's there to know?
You tell me.
Oh, well, glad we...
Also, wait, hold on. This might be an inappropriate question, okay? Because I don't follow what goes on the logistical server or whatever. Has Cherry been hooked up with a lot of people? Is this like a thing that is happening in the logistical server that I'm not aware of? Or is she literally only saying this because me and Cherry hooked up? Is that... Where are these insults even coming from? Is it...
We don't have to have the
I don't know.
back.
I don't know. I don't have any. I didn't even know she had a miscarriage. I don't know these people.
I don't think that was ever banned here.
I guess she did.
Literally wasn't.
It was literally added today by somebody. You can go check the rules. Logistical not even up to date on his own fucking
What? So
Discord.
you're saying it's back after today?
It's banned.
You said. Never mind.
And now it's not. Bitch,
Okay,
are you
you
trying to
have to-
pretend like you
No,
haven't
you're
cried
fine.
about people saying this in the Discord and we've all been like, oh, let's
Listen,
be
you're
nice
fine.
to Cherry.
Kelly, keep
Let's
talking about my
pussyfoot around
coming.
Cherry.
Kelly, you can talk about
Let's
15 and 2.
fucking, like, walk on
You can
glass
have
around
all of
Cherry
it.
because she gets upset about this.
I don't understand how I am so boring.
But then
how am I
she's
so
such a
boring that you
cunt
can't
when I'm
wait to
not
talk about
there.
15 and 2? You're so
You have
lame.
said that shit to my face. No, you wouldn't, bitch, because you never do.
I would absolutely say it to your
So
face.
why
I don't know.
haven't you?
Do you
Why
think
did wait
anybody is
for the
scared of
day
you?
that I
Destiny, can you acknowledge that this community is clearly biased against her and her escalating? I personally don't... Well, no, I think it's pretty easy to say that she severely escalated, probably to some of the most dire insults you could ever make against somebody. I personally don't give a f*** about it, but you clearly escalated situations as well, like the Ludwig/Cutie AI Twitter meme. One, I'm pretty sure most of my community didn't even like that I made that joke, so it's not even a good comparison. And two, I wouldn't even necessarily say that I escalated.
What does that
I think
have
I just
to do
chose
with
a
it?
wrong target. I don't know if, like...
We're talking about just the
cutie
act
meme
of
was
insulting.
in response to the slime ball guy posting pictures of like a crying black girl, implying that like Melina's getting like trained on by guys while we're in a cuck relationship. I think like making fun of somebody's like deep fake AI girlfriend I think it's about on par with that. Now the thing is, Ludwig didn't actually make those jokes. It was a guy on his show that did. So that would be like the misappropriation. I wouldn't say that my insult was necessarily an escalation, but maybe like arguably a bad target. Tomato. But also most of my community, I don't even think defended me on that one, so I don't even think it's a good comparison. Your response to Egg Girl was unhinged. Oh, we're gonna talk about that more today. We're gonna. And also, I will defend that comment till the end of time. Not only will I defend that comment till the end of time, if you disagree, actually, you're probably banned. I don't even want you in my community. I have a zero tolerance policy on that. Yeah, see ya. That's unhinged.
Wasn't there?
You're apparently almost dying. I'm not above smacking a dying bitch.
Jesus.
Holy
I mean,
shit.
that's the only one you probably could smack.
And I'll take that. I take those. I take those hits.
That's not something you should be proud of, bitch. Jesus.
Anything else?
How much longer do we need to watch the
Saying
VOD
that, I'll
for?
just keep fucking digging into the archives of all the other crazy, dumb, insane shit you've done.
What is Egg Girl? I was doing a Change My Mind event at a school, and some girl posted a picture of like where we're setting up, or somebody posted a picture, and she like puts in some, I don't know if it was a Twitter group or what. But she
Give me
tweets
a
out, like, I'll pay
salt
somebody money if
jar,
you guys like, go
God
here and
damn
go
it.
throw eggs at it or something. When you're dealing with public figures, the idea of telling people to go and do anything in terms of like assault or whatever, yeah, it's just throwing an egg, and if that's all they did, then it's not the end of the world. But the fact that they can escalate so much, if you're giving like a time and a place and a future area and telling somebody to go and do something like fucked up like that, that is one of the worst things. Like if somebody gave me that person's information, like I would publish it publicly, and I would like you're full on, like you're at nuclear levels of your life should be severe repercussions. The idea that anybody, if there's a thought in your head that might be acceptable, you should be destroyed on the internet. I think you should have severe repercussions in your life. It's in my mind, like I'd rather the rape and death threats in my DMs than that type of stuff. That's incredibly fucked. And for public figures, it's very scary for stuff like that. If you don't understand that, you just don't. You have no empathy. That's fine, which is great.
I feel like, to some extent, you have to. When it comes to like public figures and celebrities, we do this thing to where like, depending on how we view them, we will humanize them when we want to and dehumanize them when we don't. If you were to take a regular ass person and be like, hey, there's a person that's telling people where you're going to be and saying, hey, someone throw some shit at that person, I'll pay you money, you would immediately look at that as unhinged. But then your mind is like, okay, well, this is a public figure. Hold on now. It's just like, you have to then make the argument for why it's different, despite them being a public figure. You don't just get to say, public figure, it's okay. No. Why is that okay? If it wouldn't be okay for any other situation, like, what? Oh, they're a public figure, so something that would be, ordinarily unhinged is now okay. And it's like, the fuck? You're unhinged. You are unhinged.
You want to keep pushing me?
I'm not fishing you. You are the one saying I'm boring as fuck and you got more to say. Go ahead, say it. I don't care. Don't wait another 6 months. Go ahead, let all of your loser fucking energy out right now.
I'm
you
a loser.
White bitch.
You keep saying the same fucking insult because you got nothing else.
The only thing I know about you, the only thing I think about you, and that's when I stop thinking about you.
Jesus.
Yeah, but you don't, do you? Because you open
Wait, how long? I don't want to watch like an hour and a half of this.
your mouth and start talking about my fucking health issues. And now I'm lying about whatever the fuck is going on in my life. Bitch, you don't know anything about me. Oh, let's see. How many viewers did we jump because of Kelly Jean?
Oh my god, why do you...
Oh, look, it's over double. What a surprise.
Jason, are you... Is
way over there.
Gistical banned me from like speaking in the Discord unless I joined the voice chat, so yeah.
I technically banned everybody from speaking. I just stopped all of the messages in the general chat.
Yeah, and then you remove the perms, bitch.
Well, yeah, because that was
So yeah.
Because you can't be stopped if you're an admin. I literally told.
Okay, I don't know if Justical is like conscious of what he's doing. Oh god. I love all people, okay? I'm about to come across as a Kelly hater, okay? I'm so sorry, I'm gonna do this, okay? There's a thing that people do, Lav was really good at this, and I think Kelly does this a lot. There's a thing that people do where, I'm gonna relate this to the concept of second meeting, okay? So we learned this, I learned about this in EVE, and then I noticed that this also happened like when I was a supervisor at a restaurant. I noticed it happens in every large organization, every entity. You have things called, I call it second meeting, okay? So second meeting is where you have your first meeting, so management, gets together with employees, okay guys, what's going on? Here's a problem, what can we do to fix it, blah, blah, blah. You've got your first meeting, people say things, whatever. Then you have second meeting, okay? Second meeting is usually headed by a more antagonistic employee, somebody that doesn't like management, and then they get together, and then they start talking shit, they talk about all the real problems, they basically galvanize a whole bunch of support against management, and they always do it, they never actually bring any of these concerns up to management, they never bring any of this up in first meeting, but in the second meeting, they always have all this shit to say. And these are kind of like how, in the entertainment influencer world, or YouTuber, or whatever the fuck, these are how like anti-fan groups form. And I think that there are people, I'd say like Lav and Kelly, I think tend towards this. And maybe this isn't objectively like a bad or good thing, but where if a conversation doesn't go okay, like on a stream or in a public area, then they kind of like they work in the background to massage and like kind of like this compulsive like reputation fixing in the background and tweaking to make things okay until they've got everybody on their side again. And I don't know if Disco's aware of the dynamics at play, but technically he's heading this off, whether he knows it or not. When he sees Kelly typing a lot in general chat, and he's like, "Stop! If you want to talk about this, then you need to come." Essentially, the first meeting, you need to come in public and say this and figure it out, instead of going into the second meeting, into like the background and kind of like massaging people in the back to try to give a better side. I think that's like the dynamic at play here. Yeah.
Told you to get them. Just stopped all of the messages in the general chat.
Yeah, and then you remove the perms, bitch.
Well, yeah, because that was
So yeah.
Because you can't be stopped if you're an admin. I literally told you to get them back.
No, you just wanted free content because I bring views because nobody here is interesting at all.
I
don't want to like start making judgments because they're gonna come very heavily on one side. If Kelly doesn't want it to be public, then you just can't talk about it publicly. To talk about it publicly in some areas and then to try to keep it out of other areas, I think is probably disrespectful towards Justicle's platform. Yeah.
Literally all I wanted you to leave. I asked you not to go over this today. I asked for a whole bunch of shit like that. I said, don't think about it. Wait, and then you're just typing in the Discord. So
Why
yeah,
do I
you're
need to
gonna type
think
in the
about calling her a
Discord, and everybody else is gonna be silent and just type in the Discord. I'll just have it out on the stream. Why not?
If she makes fun of my elf issues, I'll make fun of her elf issues.
Okay, I think you've gone further than that.
Yo, what is a miscarriage? Health issue.
Do I want to get into this?
Jesus Christ, I wouldn't. Okay. I'm not even gonna. Okay.
I'm seeing that.
So any health issue, regardless of the severity, is the same now. Well, I didn't say that. That I could imagine. I could immediately see her saying that's the next thing, but that's how you're applying it.
I never know how much is intentional, although I have low charitability for how Kelly conducts herself. But first of all, not all health issues are the same. That was such an unbelievably crazy comparison. Secondly...
What the fuck I just said, bro?
Oh, fuck. I feel like all these comments are so mean. I'm sorry.
The
One
fuck?
issue when you have heavily male-driven communities is that they tend to perpetuate themselves, okay? If you've got a community that's 95% men, 5% women, it's very, very hard to bring new women in that community. And for the women that are in that community, they tend to veer off the norm from the women that would ordinarily show up in 50-50 communities, meaning that you're getting women that you're probably selecting for more masculine traits, so meaning they're more like argumentative, they're more assertive, they're less agreeable, stuff like that, which is fine. But then you also end up with this, I call it like the queen phenomenon, to where you get people who come in and they're kind of like queens in spaces because they get a lot of attention for being women. But these people also sometimes exhibit really, really, really negative and the worst types of like rad femme insults towards other women. This is one of the reasons why I got so mad at Kelly during the Honest stuff. Because I felt like out of nowhere she went like super hard into like these crazy like women on women insults. If Kelly had only brought up the miscarriage thing, that's already, I think, way over the line. But it's not even just like it's not even just the miscarriage things. Calling somebody's body inhospitable, you're like trying to hit at like the core of like the essence of them being a woman. It's like the most like that's not just a healthcare thing. You were like trying, you were intentional, and rad femmes do this a lot. I don't think Kelly's a rad femme. I don't know. But, like rad femmes do this online in spaces where they will pick and choose at the most like essential elements of being a woman and like hit on those parts as hard as they can. And Kelly's done this in two ways so far with Cherry, where one is about the your body is inhospitable, and then the second is the second is calling somebody essentially like a cum dumpster who's going to kill himself because a guy rejected you, right? These like two very, very big parts of like, you know, like a woman's, you know, like acceptance rejections by men, and then, you know, having a miscarriage, not being able to give birth, like, yeah. But anyway.
It's not a real thing, is it? It wasn't alive. It's just a clump of cells.
Not the only thing you said.
It's not a baby. Jesus. And it ain't alive now anyway, so who gives a
Jesus Christ.
And so it's borderline. A health issue. So, tit for tat, mate.
Jesus.
Okay. I guess this is already a shit show. Hold on. There's
all these people that are so fucking loud had absolutely nothing to say yesterday. So I don't give a shit.
Okay. Well, we watched that. Okay. Wolfgang joins at 4 hours 28 minutes, 50 seconds by Kelly. Irrelevant verbally kicks the shit out of Kelly for an hour after. Starts at 5:15:25. Jesus, we're not.
You're completely selfish.
Up.
You're self-centered.
Yeah,
you're not taking responsibility.
You have nothing else to say other than I'm selfish. You are so incredibly dull, and you only become animated when I'm in.
Not talking about Kelly, but if someone else is taking a jab at you in a conversation, aren't you justified to shoot them down with the most hurtful comment that you can think of and nuke them? No, I think you generally match like with like you might be able to escalate a little bit if you want, but like you understand that if you're escalating, you are escalating. It's not most people don't usually expect that, right?
Forward. I'm not going to be friendly with you because you are a bad person. The way
Right,
that
you
you
decided
treated
I'm a
Cherry
bad
in this
person because
situation.
of Baldur's
No,
Gate.
I didn't
You know
decide
how
you were a
much of a
bad
loser
person
you
because
sound
of
like.
that. I decided you were a bad person because of the way you treated Cherry completely unjustly and unfairly.
Cherry said
and came
unhinged
out of
shit about
fucking
my
left.
health
No, she
issues
didn't.
and my
Had
illness yesterday. Yes, she did.
Nothing on the
Do
same
you want
level
me to
with
clip
you
it and, like,
commented
show
to her.
you?
I don't. Yeah, sure. I don't care because I know it's going to prove you're a narcissist. You have
Why does
no
it prove
proper
I'm a
reason to be able to
narcissist?
go at her for a miscarriage over your hurt fifis of her making a random comment about you
She
being
said it
a
twice.
narcissistic
It wasn't
white bitch
random.
who might
It
be
was intentional.
making, what was it? A narcissistic
She was,
white bitch.
yes, she
who
like doubted that my health issues are real
narcissistic
and that I
white
was just
bitches
using them
use health
conveniently.
issues to be able, yeah,
You don't
that's
give a
not
shit.
big
Yeah,
deal
Rally, you
in
just don't give a shit about what other people say to me.
no,
You
no,
both sat
I
there
don't-
quietly. None
This is
of
how
the people
everybody
in that
knows you're a
chat.
narcissist. Okay.
So you
You're
know
making
about
this
my health
about
issues,
yourself.
do you?
I don't care about your health issues. That's
Yes,
not a proper
congratulations. So
reason
why the
to
fuck
make
should I
fun
give
of
a care
somebody
about
for
her
a
miscarriage? Why should I
Yep.
care about that?
I feel like you would do this and then defend it, and guzzlers in the chat would eat it up. I feel like I'm probably one of the only people in this stupid environment that tries to match energy. I feel like actually you're retarded. I feel like I do this better than literally any other person on the internet. I think I match energy incredibly well. If you watch me in a conversation, if somebody starts like saying some weird shit, I'll say some weird shit. I usually don't go super in on somebody unless somebody goes super in on me. That's pretty rare that that happens. Unless you think of examples, like there might be times where it happens, but if it does, it's incredibly rare. I generally match energy really well.
Why?
You're subhuman. It is what it is.
What? So I should care about
You're
somebody's
subhuman.
miscarriage when they don't give a shit about me? Why?
Oh, yep.
Milo, Destiny. Certainly, you're not bringing that up as an argument against me. That would support me.
He
I didn't say
talked
shit about
his
Milo until he went on my
shit.
relationship. What are you
Yeah.
talking about?
Milo talked a lot of shit in that debate.
Like, that doesn't make any
You're never
fucking
wrong.
sense.
When was the last time you were wrong? When was the last
This has
time you
nothing
made
to
a
do with
moral
being
decision?
wrong.
No, I'm
I
serious.
know
When was the last
that I
time-
was
when
being
was the last time you were
unkind.
wrong?
I'm not
When was the
stupid,
last-
but she
no,
was
no,
a
no.
bitch
When was
to
the
me
last time
first.
you were wrong? When was the last time you were wrong?
I don't know, when was the last time you were wrong, really? Do you got a fucking list you keep?
I wouldn't say matching energy really, but you generally don't go in for no reason, but you do tend to go scorched earth. If you have the impression that I go scorched earth, it's just because that's how other people treat me. Like, I'm sorry, but like for all you guys that talk about like, you know, being autistic and online and online or whatever, in real life, if you were to go up to a guy and like talk to his wife or his kid, like that dude might kill you. That's unhinged. And I understand why, because I deal with this better than any of the weak people on the internet. Because people kill themselves, okay, dealing with some shit I deal with online. But you're so normalized to hearing that, like, oh yeah, like we're just gonna like trash this dude's wife or trash this dude's like kid, so it must be normal. It's not. That's not normal. So yeah, if that's like the go-to insult for anybody else, then yeah, I am gonna go scorched earth or nuclear. But like, you have to understand, they're starting at the most nuclear place, right? They're starting at the most nuclear place. But that's like the start for people insulting me. That's like the start is to like go in on like the whatever like the other relationships. But I mean, like, yeah, you guys see it and you think it's normal, but it's also because there's like no other way to really insult me. Like, what the f to say about me? Because I don't give a f. And people realize that, so they're like, okay, well, I have to go to the most unhinged places imaginable.
When was the last time you were wrong?
I don't know, when was the last time you were wrong, really? Do you got a list
That
you
is
keep?
weird.
I'm curious because nobody's alleging I'm a narc.
People have this thing about because something's online or it's happening to online people, it's now automatically like either okay or not as unhinged as we'd like it to be. Yeah, I don't get that, but I'm trying to imagine, like, my question is, people used to do this, like, oh, these are keyboard warriors. Would you feel the same way about a person saying the same thing online as they would in person? If the answer is no, then that's it. That's the whole argument right there. Why would you... If someone's being an asshole to you online and you're an asshole back, that's one thing. But if you, like, start off talking about people's family and shit, how are you ever going to be surprised? Well, I can't believe this person, like, came at me this way. Bro, you talked about their family, dog. Like, you did that. You're telling me you had to talk about their family. Or you thought talking about their family or their marriage or all of that, that was fair on your end. Like, that wasn't unhinged for you. I don't know. There's a fucking Mike Tyson quote that's like, social media has gotten y'all used to talking, to shit-talking people or being assholes and not getting punched in the face for it. And it's like, it's true, because people will talk a lot of shit and think, well, I was just talking shit, bro. They're just words, bro. I shouldn't expect anyone to fight me for anything.
Like, there is a universe where there are 50,000 academic papers written by people on the left to justify the use of the N-word because I was born black, okay? There is a universe where I'm a black person instead, and the N-word becomes greenlit in every single lefty community, and there's a whole body of literature that's designed to justify calling me the N-word. Like, that's how unhinged people are when it comes to dealing with me online. Like, it's crazy.
Last time you were wrong.
So because someone alleges that I'm a narcissist, I have to keep a fucking track record of when I'm wrong.
When was the last time you were wrong?
Bitch, you don't know when you were wrong. Nobody in this chat knows when you were last wrong.
I don't have any allegations of narcissism.
That doesn't mean I have to prove anything to you.
Yeah, I'm curious. When was the last time you were wrong?
What is your point?
When was
Being
the
wrong and admitting
last
to it doesn't
time
equal narcissism.
You were wrong.
Everybody is wrong all of the time. Like, I've been
And
wrong
one time
plenty of
you were.
times.
Most recently.
What do you want? Sorry, you don't know my life. What examples am I going to
When
give
was the
you?
last time you
You're
were
going to
wrong?
understand.
I can name 2 instances in this.
Well, get
stream.
on with it then if it's that important.
When you brought up Cherry's miscarriage,
That's not being
when you made a
wrong,
comment
that's
about her
being a
race,
cunt.
those are 2.
She brought up my race first.
The race thing isn't the
she
same.
said
Just
it
real quick,
first.
the only defense I can give of Kelly is Kelly calling her a black bitch after Cherry calls her a white bitch.
I did
is the
not
same
call
thing.
her.
Yeah, I don't think anybody cares about this. Kelly does the diversion thing really well. I don't think there was anything wrong with, actually, and it was because it was funny. Kelly named Cherry, like, how are you black and boring? That's a funny comment. And I think that's fair, because Cherry did do the, like, narcissistic white bitch thing. That's fair, but I don't think that's what anybody's mad about. Or maybe they were and I missed it. Because some people were saying she made racist comments, but I don't know. I think that's a totally fine counter retort. You're gonna call somebody narcissistic white bitch, you call somebody black and boring. I think that's fair. But the miscarriage comments are in another class of things, I think.
That. I did not say that. I said she was boring.
No, you said you implied that black people
implied. That
shouldn't
means
be
I didn't say it.
boring.
Congratulations.
No,
Thank you.
I'll be more direct. You said that you shouldn't be boring. She shouldn't be boring because she was black.
What? No, I didn't, you stupid
Yes, you
cunt.
did.
Never
Run
said
it back.
that.
Run back the
Yeah,
footage.
you
Go
run
ahead,
it back.
run
It
it
doesn't
back.
exist. How can you
can
run
run
back
back
something
the
that don't
footage. You
exist?
literally said
Don't take
Wolfgang
forever
heard
to
it.
kill
She
this
heard it.
motherfucker.
I heard it.
Yeah, I
Everybody
never
heard
said
it.
that. You're a stupid cunt.
Everybody heard it. You said that. Yes,
You
you
are actually...
did.
Justical, did I
That
say
is way
that?
different than her
Did you
just
hear
making a
that?
descriptor. All that.
Justical, can you chime in and do something?
No, I mean,
Do something about what? Oh, you want me to
Did you
pull
hear me
up?
say that?
I didn't, but why? You want me to
There
pull
we
it up?
go.
I'll just pull it up.
Congratulations. He's just
Somebody's saying it's in the
I-
Discord. Somebody's saying it's in the Discord. Go ahead.
It
pull
might
the
be.
clips.
It might
I'm
be
sure
a
there's
clip on
clips.
the stream. Hold on.
I'm sure there's clips.
I'll see if there's a clip on the stream. Oops.
It's gonna take forever to kill
That's
these
one day.
motherfuckers.
It doesn't look like
Watch
there's
it.
anything.
She's gonna
not
actually not.
streaming
She's never gonna take accountability for this, even though it's gonna be right in her face.
Justical, you're not
She's gonna
streaming it on
find some other
Discord, so I
reason.
won't be able to
Immediately she's gonna. Well, she said something about my race. 100% is
She
immediately.
brought it up
gonna follow.
first, yeah. So I know that.
No, it's completely different. Statement about her making a descriptive statement about your race is completely different than saying you
She
should.
said I wasn't...
Why do you keep people like Kelly Rowan when she explicitly repeatedly goes against her values when it's still in the community? Wait, hold on. This is Jessica's stream, not mine, okay? We're just observing from the sidelines.
Narcissistic white bitch. What do you think that means, really?
That means you are a
Why
narcissistic
bring up
bitch
my
who
race
happens to
then?
be
Oh
white.
my god.
No, come on.
yeah.
We're alluding to the crazy white woman stereotype. Like, no, come on. That's a bit wacky. Like, clearly, Cherry's comments were at least a little racially tinged, and Kelly's were as well. I think it's fair. I think turnabout is fair play here.
That's nothing.
Oh, it
That's
just
there's
happens
no
to be.
racial
It's not like
connotations
she's
at all.
been doing this for the last week. She's bringing
No.
up white
Hold on.
bitches.
Hold on. It absolutely has racial connotations when she says it.
No. Racist.
Yeah, you're
Racist connotations.
I think it's actually got racist connotations. I just find it funny.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I didn't
I
say you're
think so. I think she's saying it's a negative
what's
thing. It's a negative
She's
thing.
been saying a lot of this shit, really.
What, to be
Your fingers
white?
in your ears if you haven't been paying attention.
No, I'll fight that shit. There's no way that's just to bring up
Why
that
say
shit.
what?
It's
Like,
not
what's the
racist
point? It
at all.
doesn't add anything. Just call
Yeah, I
her a
agree.
narcissistic bitch.
I agree it doesn't add anything, but I also agree it's not racist. It's weird. Is it making you jab? Sure. It's not racist.
I said
If I say
race.
J-Stock is a
I
white
said-
fuck, is that a racist
I said
statement?
she brought up race first, and that's
I think Cherry believes that white women are like genetically predisposed to being like narcissistic, and I unironically think that's the case.
She's
And I
literally
don't.
said this.
I think it's like funny, but I don't. Or at least it's a bit. It is what she means. I just don't care. I just think it's funny.
What was
I
the
haven't
clip?
heard
I
that
didn't see
about
it.
Cherry. I'll fully admit I haven't heard that Cherry actually defend that.
If I'm misunderstanding that, I'm sorry.
What would you say to someone who argued that Kelly was as sensitive to her health issues as Cherry is to her miscarriage, so she was justified? Like, there is an argument that could be had there. I don't know enough about the background of all of Kelly's health shit or whatever to know that. But I mean, that's possible. Like, there's a background. Like, there are worlds where that can make sense. Like, if you were making fun of somebody who, if you're making fun of somebody who permanently lost their hair after chemotherapy or some bullshit, and then they went on you for a miscarriage, like, I think that'd be fair. Those are like health issues. But
I need to get level 260.
on every chart.
For misquoting Cherry, I don't think it's like a.
Wait, I don't understand I understand some people are so desperate. I don't mind having a community that holds me accountable, okay? That's fine. That's good. It's better than having a circle jerk community, okay? But I feel like sometimes some people are so desperate to show that they're not like Destiny drones. They just say the most retarded shit. Double Shine. 100%. If Destiny fired back this hard, y'all would be supporting it, Omega lol. My community gets mad at me when I call people fat. Like, where do you get this idea from, that my community comes along on me? I think that probably the most criticism I get is when I lash out at anybody online, such that I literally have full-on streams trying to write out, like, okay, well, how is it that I can attack people without my community thinking that, like, I'm unhinged because they don't see, like, all the crazy people saying, like, that's such a stupid comment to make. Double Shine. Like, I don't know if you just don't watch my stream ever, or, like, Jesus. Yeah, I think the most trouble I get in my community is usually when I start, like, going in on people.
I think it's be real. It is like memed, yes.
Please tell me how the Ludwig/Cutie shit was matching energy. I already answered this in 2 ways. Number one, pretty sure most of my community was against me on that. Number one, because I just spent the next couple days like demonstrating like, well, here's all the crazy, wacky, wild shit that was said for why I like hit this moment. Number one. And number two, it wasn't so much an escalation so much as I should have been targeting Ludwig and Cutie. Like the guy that was part of this group here that was attacking me is posting pictures of like a woman getting railed online, like saying like this is my wife. That's you're already at like almost maximum levels of insults there. Like I found out later that dude's dad like fucking OD'd on crack or some shit. I would have went there if I'd have known that. If I would have known that his dad died of crackhead, I would have started making fun of him for that. But I didn't know that, so I just went for the next thing. I probably shouldn't have hit Ludwig though, even though Ludwig got in with dumb memes too. I probably shouldn't have went in there on Ludwig. I should have tried to focus on the other guy. I just didn't anything about him because I have no who that guy is other than Ludwig's anonymous like white friend number 7. So like, was it an escalation? I wouldn't consider it escalation. Was it a bad target? Yeah, probably. But regardless, I'm pretty sure most of my community didn't support me on that until people started posting like the long list of like random weird things that Ludwig had said about me.
Okay. Do we have the clip? Did you pull up the clip?
There wasn't a clip made from the stream today. Somebody posted it in Discord. They can tag me with it.
Okay. Somebody please post the clip.
Escalating on someone not even involved. He was literally tweeting memes at me. What do you think response means? What?
Want to hear her defense for it?
You just
Oh, it's literally just in the Discord. How are you black and this boring? Implying black people are entertaining.
Exactly, that's what I said.
Yes. How do you not understand?
How is that what
means?
you accused me of, really? That's not the same,
exact.
is it?
Kelly unironically sent a photo of her shaking her black friend's hand in the Discord server to show that she's not racist, by the way. What?
It is the same.
No, it's not.
What? Hold on. What does that statement
That's
mean?
a good
Kelly?
reason. That's a good reason.
It means what it says, not what you said.
Which is?
You said something about, like, she deserves to be dead or something about her kid in black. That's not what I said.
What did you? What the? Okay,
What-
clearly
what
you
is
don't.
it that-
Wait, I misheard you in the same way that like she didn't deserve because you said boring and you said she didn't deserve to be born or something. That's what I thought you said that as well, but you were just quoting there.
That's not what I heard. I heard
What
boring.
did you? What the fuck? Okay, clearly you don't.
I misheard you in the same way that like she didn't deserve because you said boring and you said she didn't
thought that Relly was accusing Kelly of saying that. Oh, okay, never mind.
deserve to be born or something. That's what I thought you said that as well, but you were just quoting this. I misheard him as well. You Kelly, this is the quote.
Okay.
How are you black and this boring?
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
I think you were wrong for that, and I think you were wrong for bringing up the miscarriage.
I think...
This is the black man that Kelly posted as proof. Why?
It's gonna take forever to get this.
You live in this environment. How come most people side with the people who cry foul when they were the ones who started the attacks in the first place? Because one thing you have to understand for people is that most people just see the last attack. This is something that I have to keep in mind. Like I've said this a million times. When somebody comes up to me, I think I just had this happen. Oh, I remember. I was talking to somebody, and they told me that they had a friend who they always thought was like a little bit strange, and they said, "I'm glad I am not friends with this friend anymore because that friend just like went to jail for murdering somebody." And the first question I had when they said that was, "Well, why did they kill the person?" Because I don't know if I should condemn this person. Maybe they had a really good reason to do it. Yeah, that's where my mind goes. I'm always curious, like, well, okay, well, somebody did this, somebody called this person some word, somebody said this thing to somebody attacked them, well, what they do? That's where my mind goes. Most people don't think like that, though. Most people see a bad thing and they think a bad person. That's it. So if somebody hits somebody calls somebody a name, somebody goes on here, somebody, they just see that like, oh, wow, that person's horrible. And that's it. That's how the world works. That's how most people make assessments. And you just have to be aware of that when you navigate the world. That's why I understand now, like, if I attack people, if I go on people, I have to lay out the justification before I do it. Otherwise, it just looks like I'm unhinged, because that's just how most people think.
I think it's entirely fine to call someone black and boring after they're calling you a narcissistic white bitch. I think that's entirely fine.
I think that's 1-to-1.
That is fine, true. Although I don't, that's true.
Doesn't save the miscarriage thing, which is pretty unforgivable in my opinion. Borderline close to, I would say, probably at the same level as the thing that we have banned for you.
Nope.
Absolutely. Yep.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Nope.
That's crazy. You're completely
That's crazy, dude. Okay. Kelly continued to triple down on everything, admitted zero fault as always, and continued to make comments about eating Cherry's miscarriage in Juice Talker's Discord server. Wait, no, what? Cherry went on Distigal stream to call this out, started 8 hours and 25 minutes, talking about how much this affected her after all, which should be obviously known without severe mental retardation. 8:25.
We all hated Kelly doing these things, and yeah, it could ruin the campaign, but it is the content of the campaign. It's pretty funny.
This is see, that's where I agree with you too. I don't know. I feel like if I talk about this more, I'm going to end up litigating it, and I think that's inviting people to retort, which I think would actually be nice.
Yeah, check these quests
in some
real
later
quick.
future. Now that I'm a lot more calmer and I don't want to just scream at Kelly, I could try maybe in the distant future to walk her through how I feel like she is inarguably selfish.
What do you think about being the bigger person in cases like these? Like, isn't it kind of childish to feel the need to match someone's insults? I wouldn't call it childish. There are different ways that you can choose to navigate the world, and there are different. What do you say, like a candor? Is it like a demeanor? Is that just a walk? No, his candor. Frankness. You'd say like a demeanor. There's a different way that you can. Yeah, there's like a different demeanor you can have, a different way that you navigate the world. Some people, I like to be more bantery. Like, that's fun for me. Like, someone wants to go on me, I'll go on that. Like, I think it's fun. I enjoy it. There are ways you can earn respect doing that. There are ways you can lose respect doing that. You know, that's fine. There's also some people can go through life and, you know, take it all on the chin and, you know, be a better person and not respond. And, you know, there are ways that people will look favorably on you like that. There are ways people might look disfavorably on you for that. It just depends on how you want to navigate the world.
Okay.
Candor. Yeah, candor.
Hold on.
I'm gonna say acting because I know that she doesn't like people speaking about her character. But acting.
Wait, hold on. And then what is this? A funny meme.
Big bark, no bite, chance, TLK a fraud. Big talk, small walk, acting like a god.
Hey,
Hi, Jerry.
do you intend to get the Discord to stop talking about miscarriages and eating miscarriages and who cares if it's a miscarriage? Yeah? You think so?
Is it? From now on, that is a ban, because I thought if I left it alone, people
are
would
you gonna
stop.
ban Kelly? Because she is constantly talking about eating my miscarriage or a
Kelly's-
miscarriage.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus.
Does anybody have a link to... Hold on.
Yo.
To that? To like
These
message to
internet
that?
people are so
I want you to
interesting.
read every message from every person who talks about it on your stream.
Jesus.
Starting now, please search the word miscarriage and start
Hold
reading
on.
them.
No. Only going forward.
No, go read back. I want you to read back all of it. Starting the last 2 days. That's what I want. I don't want bans. That shit.
Okay.
Not to get all philosophical, but if a fetus is just a clump of cells, what's wrong with her comments? Because when you're envisioning something like this, we'll ignore the fact that nobody interprets the world just like that, number one. But two, because people have a great deal of value they place on potentiality. That's why a person who doesn't get a new job opportunity, or they have an opportunity they don't like pass an interview or whatever, gets like really depressed. Like you wouldn't say to that person, wait, why are you upset? You didn't even have the job. It's not like you got fired. You just didn't get the job. Well, yeah, well, I thought I was going to. That's what I was looking forward to. That's what I already like envisioned in my mind. Like the potentiality of the thing is extinguished. I don't even know how to answer this question.
Also, where's her black friend she took a picture of? Can we get him in here to read these?
Okay, Jerry. It's probably not gonna happen, Jerry. I don't think that's. I don't know how that could even happen.
I don't know how to make this entertaining. No.
But we know what it looks like. Okay, Jerry. I think most people see how that comes across.
Isn't the argument then that if potentiality is valuable, then it could be valuable enough to protect legislatively? And whether you agree or disagree, it's kind of up to person. Nobody has ever argued that a potential thing isn't valuable. There's never in the history of all of mankind has somebody said that potential things or whatever aren't valuable or can't be valued. The mistake that you're making in your head is that you're confusing the question of, does something have moral value, moral consideration? And then the answer to that being yes or no. And then if somebody says later on, like, oh, well, I value this thing. I think that this thing means something to me. And then I've seen like 4 retards and shit like, oh, so you're saying potential life does have value? Yeah, a lot of potential things have value. That's not the same thing as moral consideration, especially on the same level as a human. Retard.
Do you want me to go back and over the past 2 days?
Yes, go to
or-
yesterday.
Didn't you say yesterday that this stuff was beneath you now? Covering drama and shit like this? No, this shit is hella entertaining. What are you talking about? I don't think anybody on this stream is pretending to be anything that they're not. We enjoy a thing for what it is. That's fine. My issue even with YouTubers and political commentators isn't even how stupid they are, uninformed they are. It's that they pretend that they're something that they're not, and then they present themselves that way. That's my issue. I love drama. What are you talking about, dude?
Yeah, I think this is where it starts. Especially one who had a miscarriage. I can't go to these messages or can I? No, I can. Of the worst things you can possibly say to a woman, that's high on the list. Especially when the things about not having.
How long is it going to take to reel these messages? I want to listen to read it for 20 minutes.
Kid. Kelly going, haha, like Nelson from The Simpsons and Cherry having a miscarriage. At Cherry having a miscarriage, probably. Sorry to all the women that had miscarriages, that's sad. That is disgusting, holy shit. Debate permitting about using a person's miscarriage. Bro, there are no rules right now. Kelly is bringing up Cherry's miscarriage. Using a miscarriage as a weapon? Oh, hell no. Jay Stockham, out.
No one's really out. Everybody's here.
That's true. Telling Cherry it was good to have a miscarriage over PG-3 is unhinged. It is. Using someone's miscarriage as a weapon against them is unforgivable. Full stop. And then it's that repeating for this message and this message. I'm not going to read all of these out, sorry.
Yeah, you can skip the spam.
But she literally said to someone who lost their baby to a miscarriage that their baby wasn't real, so it doesn't matter. So on the list of things she's insulted Cherry for today, having a miscarriage, having issues conceiving, mental health issues, being black, her marriage. That wasn't the comprehensive list, by the way. It's got some missing elements. So on the list of things she's insulted... Oh, wait, I stopped. Cook the miscarriage and eat it? Nah. If Zoe gets stressed from the call, then Kelly will eat the miscarriage, so that is not a good idea. Yummy, yummy, yummy. I'd rather eat the miscarriage...
Yeah, by the way, just let you know, I'm not joking when I say this. I am genuinely all for what Meowthy said. Cummies and just being on fucking Bernard, because it's getting so stupid. It's actually
Listen,
so stupid.
we just unbanned Lav. Are we really going to take one of...
But a miscarried fetus has no potentiality, so that wouldn't apply to Kelly Jean's Unhinged. What do you mean? It's miscarried. It implies a mispotential. What are you talking about?
For top 3 words from her?
Okay.
Oh, thanks for not laughing at that, Wolfgang. You laugh at everything.
I'm
Don't
not.
laugh at that.
Listen,
Good one,
you know
asshole.
How I feel, no, you know how I feel about. You know.
I'll just keep reading these messages, I guess. Rather eat 15 loads or a miscarriage, no pings. And called her a narcissist. This triggered Kelly, so oh, this is just an edit to the previous message. Fans admitted he was ESF. That was awful. So I don't find being just awful and disgusting inherently so silly and goofy. You said you'd eat a miscarriage. Lol W. Baldur's Gate turned into weaponizing miscarriages. Lemafau. Goddamn, I'm being so right every time I criticize someone in this community, and even more for the people like Kelly. Really, when Sherry makes fun of Kelly's health, I sleep. Really, when Kelly mentions miscarriage, you are subhuman.
I also don't understand.
This was the clip?
Mental issues, obviously. I've been diagnosed.
Yeah, the way that she was cooking about a woman's miscarriage.
I was like, damn, like,
yeah, I'll cook the miscarriage and I'll eat it. Yummy.
What?
Yummy, 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 yummy. I'd rather eat that than cummies.
What
if I told Kelly mental issues, obviously, I've been...
Oh my god.
Think that I'm supposed
Jesus.
to believe people's medical issues when they conveniently bring.
My thing is, personally, I would love to live in a world where people who insult other people fully understand that someone could go. Because when I insult somebody, I feel like I'm opening myself up to insults. If I start off with the insult towards a person, I feel like it's super weird because they're not obligated to match my energy. I understand that might be social etiquette, but my thing is like, all I have to do is just not talk shit about somebody. Then I won't have to worry about them not matching my energy because I didn't create that situation for myself. So my thing is this: if you want to go out and talk shit about people, that's perfectly fine. But when you do so, understand that someone might come at you and go nuclear. If you're like, well, I don't want someone to go nuclear towards me. Okay, then just don't talk shit about them. But no, I want to be able to talk shit about them, but also limit their response to me. It's just like, don't talk shit about people. That's all you got to do. It's that hard for you not to talk shit about people is what you're saying.
Them up as soon as they're criticized. That's just not my job. That's not making fun of, in my opinion. It can be rude, but I'm not mocking. I'm not doing any of those things.
Queen's got some hair. Oh, there's not, no, but
she's definitely.
That's probably.
We can zoom this in. 9 pages is a lot, but let's just say she's definitely not the only one making miscarriage jokes at this point.
Women would rather pick the bear, but Jason arguing with me that most women would rather pick being raped over having a miscarriage. I disagree, but whatever. Lamau. Losing a child is a disingenuous way to put miscarriage, and women have miscarriages all the time without knowing, so I disagree.
I feel like miscarriages would yield less traumatic responses than rape.
I'm trying to think of how to. She did this with the Anna stuff.
I think.
It's so hard to
That's just my opinion. But...
imagine you make fun of somebody who lost their job, they lost their job, and you're like, oh, this is why you're gonna be broke forever, you stupid bitch, or something like that. And then when people talk about the insult the next few days, you bring up oh, well, actually, there's a lot of poor people on the planet that offer a lot of value, and there's people that blah blah, and it's totally misses the point. Kelly's really good at going back and doing this, where it's oh, well, a miscarriage isn't an actual baby, so it's some people miscarrying, they don't even realize it. Obviously, ontologically, these things are not the same. A miscarriage that you're not even aware of is obviously completely different than hoping that you're gonna have a child and then miscarrying. But
true.
But yeah, that it's sad or whatever, and I'm still gonna pick a miscarriage or an abortion over rape any day. People treating a miscarriage
what? What? What?
Like an actual born baby dying of brainworms. Nathan is 13-year-old human. A miscarriage is not human. Yeah, I don't see a human as the same as a failed baby mush miscarriage, bruh. Miscarriage can be next to nothing nothing weeks in. Cherry equals literally doesn't care about my health issue, insults me, fine. Says, alright bitch, I don't care either, so I'll have some shit back. Sorry, I thought she said something about being black again. As much as you guys want to virtue signal and cry, a miscarriage is just usually a temporary health issue. Why the fuck would I be empathetic to her when she's outright lying about me? A miscarriage is hell. Do
you think it's her autism, or is it just a thing Kelly? I don't think I believe that. On the autism thing, but I don't know. That might just be me. I don't know. I might just not have a good understanding of autism. If there is autism at play, it has nothing to do with what's happening here.
Health issue, and she stated she doesn't give a shit about mine, so I don't give a shit about hers. The amount of people who've used language to also show that they don't give a shit about mine today makes me more inclined to be hostile. So yes, was the message there? It was. Can I get the?
I don't understand why I'm being put in the basket of, oh, well, this is what I think about miscarriages, even though I've never experienced one, and every woman I'm talking to, and even men who have experienced like another person that they love going through it, even though they tell me I'm wrong, I don't care. I would rather have a miscarriage than be, because why am I being compared to your f***ing rape? Or if I don't know anything about that shit, I'm not asking to be compared to anybody's rape.
This was
12 weeks pregnant. I was 12 weeks pregnant.
There's no more
when I
interesting stuff
lost
in
the
this
baby,
one.
and that was 18 hours of excruciating pain. Like, I don't think I've ever screamed that much in my life, and I was taking painkillers. And it's so uncomfortable, people watching you as you can't decide if you're gonna lay down in bed, or if you have to go to the toilet, or if you have to throw up. It's just constant, agonizing pain for this little thing to get out of my body. It's like you're giving birth. It's insane.
Okay. Cherry then wiped the floor with Juice Stalker for simping for Kelly and pretending to moderate his community. 10/10 moment.
I don't want you to ban people bringing up miscarriages.
Wait, this is in the beginning of what we just said, right?
I want you to see.
Okay, we're gonna do this. The final trimester. I'm sorry. The final chapter, part 3. Kelly breaks up with Juice Stalker and tries to blackmail him. After the miscarriage, comments being banned from the Discord server, and 99.9% of people unanimously siding with Cherry, Kelly blamed it on everyone but herself and left Juice Stalker's community. She then tried to blackmail him into not covering the drama by threatening to leak her DMs with him. By the way, we are not friends anymore, or whatever it was classed as. Do not shit talk or allow shit talk about me, or I will drop all information I know that you have told me. I suggest cleaning up the Discord if you didn't already. This type of stuff makes me feel like people are aware that like I feel like when I see stuff like this, you're referring to almost like second meeting, where it's like, okay, I know that even if I look bad on stream or look bad in a public area, I can do enough work in the background to slowly change everybody's opinions. And she knows that people do that. She's like trying to head it off. Like, don't let anybody talk about me in your Discord server, because she thinks that like opinion would change what they do. That's a tad conspiratorial on my end, but I mean, obviously you could just say I don't want people talking about it, but like, damn, how were they not going to after a huge event like this? And then, I mimia. He typoed. Just leak everything. I'm not negotiating with someone who says shit like this. Go leak everything to block messages. Go do whatever you're going to do. Juice Stalker covered this with Wolfgang. Starts at 35:40.
I have a couple of questions.
I don't think Kelly has leaked anything yet. She just said she was going to. Get rid of that. Open up this video. It's an Abba and Preach video. What else we got today? Abba and Preach video. I'm probably gonna go over the iMalik stuff. Earlier when I was looking to build the stream, I was like going through the iMalik stuff, right? Because I was like, oh, this seems really exciting. I'll probably still do it. I stopped like prepping for that stream, so I don't know if I'm gonna. I don't know if I'm going to jump right into that or if I'm going to hold off. And the problem is if I hold, I don't know if I should hold off. Yeah, we'll see. Hey, Lust is waiting. Lust, what's up? You're gonna chat it up today or what? Join the waiting room. That means no worries. What's up?
We're bad.
So okay. How do you feel about that?
Many such cases is how I feel about that.
All right. So I have some other questions, but in light of I will not disclose what we talked about last night. But how do you feel about my questions from last night? Has your opinion changed, or how do you feel? So if Kelly came back, does she apologize? Would you still give her admin next week?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. All right. Based, I guess.
Like if she was like, oh, I was just really upset and some other shit was going on and like I apologize, yeah, I'd probably just give her admin back.
But okay, all right. So even though, you know what, you're right. You win this debate. It's okay. It's okay, but
I mean, listen, that's not happening. I'm not delusional enough to think that that's happening, so we won't ever have to test it or get to test it. So
okay, well, let me ask you this, because like a couple of hours ago, you said if Kelly is 100% done. What did you mean by that?
I said probably, or maybe I said done. I think like it's weird when she's going to like the anything else Discord and shit talking, and then going to like the Destiny Discord.
Wait, the anything else Discord? We have for our wait, I didn't even know it was a real. We have a Discord for the Patreon. She shit talks. People talk in there. Wait, what the fuck? Is that happening?
Shit talking or DG chat and shit talking. I just think it's like really weird for her to do that, but I don't know. It just is what it is. It just gives me way more evidence to point out that when I said, oh, you would have just taken this somewhere else if I'd taken away your ability to talk, like if I prevented you from saying that shit to Cherry, you would have just gone to some other chat and done it, and I know that that's true. She absolutely would have just done that. So I feel no like worry for how I could have handled that situation better now. It's like absolutely clear to me that she would have just gone somewhere else and talked about it.
Do you think if Kelly rejoined tonight, you could have a rational, reasonable conversation with her, and it would be like super cogent, or no?
Maybe. I'm not angry. I feel like disappointed. I feel like sad. There's not like any anger there at all.
Okay. I also miss Kelly. Okay.
No, you don't.
Is there anything else of value?
That's okay.
Said here, or is this? I think you mentioned maybe this was Justical saying he was venting about you to people. Kelly already leaked that. Yeah, just listen. Justical's mad because he's mad for two reasons. One is that I don't defend him on the Graper stuff. I just don't know. I think he thinks that I let it happen because I'm either like indifferent to it or I want it to. I'm not actually even sure. I don't know about my impression. I think he's gonna get me for saying this. I thought it was well known that Justical was initially like a Fuentes fan. I thought he was like a Fuentes fan, and everybody knew that a long time ago, and then he just like doesn't watch it anymore. I thought that was like a well-known thing. But then I've seen him say that that's actually never been true. That's never been the case ever at any point in time. And that this was like a totally fake news that like Dan, so I don't know. So I have no idea. I don't think I've ever made a judgment on that. I don't think I've ever passed judgment on that. I was like, I think him and Dan talked about not saying anything any more publicly about it. I don't know. I don't know about that. That's it. That's all. I don't even have a strong statement on that or a strong opinion on it. That's it. That was one thing. And then the second thing was, yeah, obviously, I was triggered at Dan over a lot of the podcast stuff and the paywalling and the all that bullshit. And me and Jizzle talked about that in the past. I don't know if he thinks that I like goaded him on to confront Dan on stream, or if that's a thing. I don't know if that's like a thing. But I also didn't defend him on that. But I mean, like, I think Jizzle had good criticism there. But I think I also said that. But I think those are like the two reasons he's mad. But other than that, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Listen, I sit on the sidelines of most of this shit. Okay, I'm an observer now. I'm a passer, not a passerby. I'm a passive observer. I sit on the sidelines and Kelly was trying to imply the Justical Discord has prominent anti-fans, which is a lie. Oh, I don't know if that's true or not. Also, I don't care if there are some anti-fans of me in Justical's Discord. It's his community, it's his shit. He can manage that. That's for him. Like, yeah. Final link. Wolfgang leaks that Kelly reads threads about her and blames other people for the hate she gets after she makes it public.
Didn't you just come in making her sound like an autist, and now you're like, she's
that was
very
the best defense I could think of. You have better defense.
Why
for
can't
her?
she just be an asshole? Why is that like?
She could.
Because she'll do shit that self-damages her, and she'll cry about it to everyone around her.
You don't need me to say that.
No,
that's just
you guys are
behavior.
crazy. No, you guys are crazy. He doesn't. He gets super mad. He doesn't think it for 2 seconds. She has done this. If a single thread comes out about this, I'm sorry. I don't care if I'm leaking a little bit of fucking shit here. Kelly would constantly be reading the threads about her with the hate mail all the time. That would never have happened if she just would have spoken in a private group, in a place where she knows people won't leak, or not in private at all. She's probably gonna get like some kind of I can't wait because I know somebody's gonna link this to Destiny too. And if he covers it and gives his opinion, she's not gonna hear the end of it. She's gonna blame Forethought. She's gonna get mad about this, and it's all because she decided to have this fight with Tony publicly. It's not. There's. She's
just to be clear, she's been like posting about me or my Discord community in DGG for the past like day and a half.
So it's gonna come across as mean again. I'm sorry. So, in my opinion, what happens is a person will go to a community and they'll talk about things with the goal of getting those people on their side. I think for some people, there is like a compulsive obsession with controlling their reputation in different communities, and the goal is to go there and fix the reputation. And if you talk about something publicly and somebody's not happy with it, they get upset because things have been made public, then you're upset about that. But you also still want the ability to go to those communities and kind of like work and massage and slowly change people's opinions over time about you, because it's not acceptable that other communities can have negative opinions about you, so they'll go and do that. Yeah, even if it continues to perpetuate that cycle, because you say something and then now it's public even more, and other people are saying things and blah, 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 blah.
Am I allowed to be here yet?
No, we're almost done. 10 minutes.
All right, 10 minutes.
Couldn't it also just be that, like, you...
Conversation already set up.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's fair to not like that, but you can't expect to be able to go into every single community and fix your reputation like that, number one. But also, number two, if you do go and you try to fix your reputation like that and you make everything public, then people are going to talk about things. Like, so for instance, I think it's really gross when people, like, make weird personal attacks relating to, like, my kid, or, like, we'll say, like, Melina's a good example, like, making, like, weird jokes, like, sexual shit about her. However, like, you'll never, ever hear me talk about, you'll never hear me on a show or on my stream or say things like, oh, like, people should never talk about my marriage. Like, that's crazy. Like, no, I talk about it a lot on my stream. Like, Melina's like, all my streams are nice. It's going to be part of my stream. It's going to be a public thing. Of course, people are going to talk about it. Like, I'm aware of that. Some people only want things to be public and spoken about when it benefits them, and then as soon as it doesn't benefit them, they think people shouldn't have a right to talk about it. But if you make something public, then for all the good and all the bad that people say about it, people are going to talk about it. This is the reality of the internet. The issue is when you think you can make things public and have people only say good things. Like, you want to make something public and control what people say about it at the same time. Those two things are incongruent with each other. Okay. Oh wait, we had more links. Kelly cried about not having examples. Really abusive. It's one of these two things. I can't tell.
It's the autistic.
The problem. I don't know. No, I don't. The problem is, I don't. She says she's not trying to fix her reputation. Kelly probably has a compulsion around reputation. She absolutely does. I think Kelly
It's
has.
not an
I don't think.
excuse.
I don't
She
think.
has to learn how to deal with it.
Somebody
right?
is unfortunately. No, I'm sorry. I shouldn't even say that. Somebody that has no autistic. Kelly is not autistic at all. Okay. I don't know why people that are clearly capable of navigating social spaces. I might have a misunderstanding of autism. At some point, I'll do more research into this. But whatever issues Kelly has, I don't think they're related to autism. I don't. But I just, for the few people I've met, probably only really 2 that are genuinely pretty on the spectrum, like they can take care of themselves, but they very clearly present as autistic. The idea of them being able to navigate like social circles and like to do like very deep and penetrating insults or whatever, just in my limited experience with super autistic people, doesn't seem to be consistent with being autistic. But do you think Reckful was autistic? No, I don't think so. No. Let's see. Kelly's last logs on the server, plus DGG logs, plus Cherry's thoughts. It's not autism, what is it? I don't know, being an asshole? ZZZ, Cherry cried, and now she won't be on stream with me, so I guess I won't be around anymore. What happened? I didn't watch stream. Why are you posting in general? What's the drama? Why? Kelly, who the fuck asked? Why come straight here to bitch and chat? Apparently me saying I won't bring up X, Y, or Z isn't good enough, Limeo. Kelly's argument. She doesn't have to apologize because sexism isn't bad from another woman. I mean, Cherry was obviously right in my opinion, but I don't need to be privy to the argument. Ooh, August. She's not a hypocrite because her sexism is fine. Just sexism for men on Reddit is what's really harmful. Cherry says, since Kelly is saying her piece, I want to be clear. I defended Kelly from people bringing up her essay included Supreme. I'm not spiting her. I did not want her to leave the Discord/stream, but I don't want to be on stream with her because I feel like that concern goes one way. I offered for her to have twice as many days as me. I even said I'm fine coming on once a week, but she didn't want to split time at all. Maybe she will change her mind. Hope she does. Wow. Camp Gesticle. The Kelly Jeans Riol and Cherry Sign conflict. I don't know. Do you have a compulsion regarding your reputation? A compulsion? Oh, if I did, I would have killed myself. My reputation is so outside of my control. Generally. Or at least in a lot of areas it is. Where the fuck else am I supposed to put it?
In my ass, please.
Almost like the Wicked Supreme thing, except that was my idea, and I didn't suggest it till he couldn't keep his mouth shut the 3rd time, LeMail. Apparently I am 1 strike only. I don't think I care about this. It's boring. Let's see. She then tried to
Come on, get to some arguing.
RTB explained to her how much of a self-own this is. There have been no leaks so far. Kelly Jean, just try to remember that you are the one that makes a living online and displaying your character or lack of it by exposing a literal nobody chatted
Oh,
for
Kelly
6 months.
joins stream soon. Okay. Never mind.
More than it devalues him. Okay.
Alright.
Alright.
Okay.
I think that's everything.
Yep, it is. Come on, bring Kelly on. Let's do this. Come on, man.
Hello.
Yeah.
Alright, based. Where do I start?
Oh, I don't know. What is your goal in being here?
Okay, so this is about proportionality, right? I was disproportionate. It's not necessarily like what I said, it's that it was too far.
Okay.
I assume. Or do you think like what I said was just too far in general and no one should say those things?
I think you know exactly what you did. I don't know why you're
asking you what you think.
No, well, because I think that you're asking me now because you're trying to present it as though you're not fully aware of what you did that might have been wrong because you're going to plead ignorance to it. But the fact that you were diverting away from that insult when you were trying to fixate instead on other comments because you knew that that particular one was probably really bad, and then you try to downplay, like, what if he just even is, seems to demonstrate that you're aware that that's a really far insult, and that's why you're trying to take away the bite from it. I think that if you didn't understand how bad that insult was, you would have just doubled or tripled down on it instead of, like, strategically trying to nibble away at it to make it seem not as bad as it was. So I think you know exactly what you said, but...
I think I was far meaner than she was, yeah. I don't disagree with that. I'm just clarifying that it's, like, about proportionality more so, right?
Well, I think it's about proportionality, and then I think it's about owning it.
So, okay, how do I own it?
You say, like, yeah, I did escalate on her, because I think she's a stupid motherfucker.
Yeah, I have already said that.
Yeah, but it was after endlessly... If you pair it with the justification, then it doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is the justification.
Can't both be true? Can't I have escalated and been a cunt, but also have some of those views because of things I think?
It's not just explaining, it's justifying it by showing that you didn't actually escalate, that it was, like, worthwhile. You can't say something like, yeah, maybe I was a cunt, but also this insult isn't even that bad. You can't pair those things together. Your second statement undermines the first.
No, I still think that it's bad, and I still believe I escalated. I just wanted to explain why I personally am just like, yeah.
Okay.
Like,
I mean, you can do that, but no other human being will ever understand or ever interpret things the way that you're interpreting them. You can, like, speak privately, essentially, to yourself, even when you're uttering public words, because that's what's going to happen. Nobody's going to hear it the way that you're trying to explain it, if that's the way that you go about doing things.
I mean, that's fine. I was just, I was just curious because I just wanted to clarify the proportional part, right? Because like you've made fun of like Brittany for not being able to have kids and shit, right? So we agree that sometimes these jokes, well, not jokes, digs, criticism, insults, like you can escalate that hard if someone's escalating on you. And I agree.
Wait, okay, hold on, wait. But the difference is that one, if I don't even remember if I made that comment. If I did, I imagine it's probably because she wasn't she making comments about like maybe needing to abort Nathan or something. Am I making this up?
Oh yeah, like her comments were way worse.
Sure. Okay, wait. So hold on. So wait. Two things. Okay. One is that I'm probably responding to something else that she said related to my child stuff. But also two, if I did say that, which I probably did, something I would say, then I was just like, yeah, I'm saying this because I know it's an incredibly hurtful thing. It's one of the most hurtful things you can say to somebody, especially somebody that wants kids. And I would just say that. I wouldn't say something like, yeah, but you know, like a lot of women don't want kids and they'll be happy anyway, and it's not like blah blah blah. I wouldn't like make all those other weird comments. If I'm saying a comment like that, I wanted to sting, I wanted to hurt, and I'm being mean. Full stop. That's it. I'm not gonna try to take away from it later on by saying things like, oh well, you know, it's just a clump of cells. A lot of people have miscarriages and they don't even know it. It doesn't. Yeah.
Oh no, I did mean to be hurtful, and some of the stuff that I said. Thinking about it, I probably would take back because, like, I don't know if she'll be a shit mother because I'm not a psychic, so I probably shouldn't just say things like that anyway. Otherwise, like, my issues with leaving is around like the anti-fan sentiment. Like, you got to keep in mind, like, Justical was saying, like, he hates you, thinks you're a shit person, blah 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 blah, and then like obviously the Cherry thing was just like a final straw for my opinion.
Wait, hold on. You're trying to present that you left Justical server because of Justical's opinion of me?
No, like anti-fan sentimentality. So like Cherry just being like
Anti-fans of who? Of me or of you?
Yeah, of you. I don't like okay, so the purpose of me like chilling in the Justical shit was because I just wanted to be in like a fun after stream shit where everybody liked Destiny. Because the more people that got added to the shit that don't like you, and like Cherry throwing her weight around was like included in how I thought like this was getting manipulated.
Okay, I don't
like,
think I'm
ever. It was like a bunch of shit like.
I don't think I'm ever gonna believe any of that. If that was the case, you would never be in Spicy Chat because it's one of the biggest anti-fan communities on the internet. But you spend plenty of time chatting in there, so there's no way that what you're saying right now is true.
Firstly, I didn't spend a lot of time in there chatting. Okay, firstly. Now, secondly, I never said shit about you. And thirdly, I literally left a few days ago because they were being unhinged at me. And
everything you just said proves my point. Yeah. So you just left a few days ago because they were being mean to you. I agree, that's probably it. That's why you left Justical servers, because they're being mean to you. But don't come here and try to pretend that you're either doing me a favor or you're doing this because of people being mean to me. That's not neither of those.
Have you looked at anything that I've said in Spicy Chat?
It doesn't matter. Hold on, wait. You're changing what you were trying to say again. You didn't say that you can be in an area with my anti-fans and say nice things about me. You said that just people being there, even without you saying anything mean about me, just them being anti-fans of me is enough to drive you away. You just said that about Justical's server. But for Spicy Chat, so for Spicy Chat, you saying, well, I wasn't saying mean things about you there, that doesn't matter. You just said that for Justical server, that was enough to drive you away. So why wouldn't it be for Spicy Chat? That's obviously not a big motivator for you.
Because I go on a stream quite frequently with Justical and spend actual time like talking to them, whereas I barely spend any time talking in Spicy Chat. Like I barely said fuck all. Like they'll ping me occasionally and I respond. Like that's about it. Like just like every other Discord. I'm in like 30, 40 different Discords.
Okay, I don't. None of those are very okay.
I've been in Chud's Discord for like years since like I knew of Chud because of you.
Okay. What else?
I don't want it being maintained that I was some deep Spicy chatter that was in there all the time shit talking you or anybody.
I never said you were shit talking me. Never said that. Didn't make that claim a single time. Well, I just said that it's silly for you to pretend that you left Justical server because some people there might be anti-fanning me. That's not true.
Well, it's not just that, right? It's like himself doesn't like you.
Even if he didn't like me, that wouldn't be enough reason for you to leave.
No, it's like a combination of things. I like sent you screen caps, right?
How old are those logs though? Those are probably around the time when Dan and Justical were fighting.
No, like one of them.
Bro, like you can kill yourself too.
The relevant one about him saying that he thinks I'm a shitty person or whatever.
Yes, yes.
Oh my god,
it's like
bro,
from a week
what
ago.
a fucking bitch.
When did you leave the Discord server?
I have no way to kill you, so I'm just gonna kill myself.
That's probably that's not the motivating factor to make you leave then. It was probably all of this drama that just happened more recently.
The fact that it was with Cherry is why it motivated that. Like if it had been anybody else with me falling out with, then sure.
What does that have to do with anything?
Because Cherry hates you as well. It just felt like a combination of
Cherry's always been in that Discord server though. What is it like?
Not really. No, she had like Justical me blocked to start with, and she's
wait. Hold on, am I crazy? Wait.
Recently.
Yeah, maybe. Hold on. I feel like I remember watching Cherry on that stream like months ago.
Yeah, she's been around for months, but she wasn't around as often, and that doesn't mean that I liked her or liked it being there. And also, Justical didn't hate you months ago.
I don't even know if Justical hates me now. I think he probably just really irritated over the Dan shit and the Groiper shit.
Well, if somebody keeps saying that they hate you to me, then I'm going to believe that they hate you.
How many has he been saying this for days, for weeks, for months, like every day, or?
No, since that stuff happened, which is what, like a month ago-ish. I'm not sure exactly. But yeah.
So I'm gonna just.
Why can't you just say you wanted to leave because you were irritated how you were being treated there?
I mean, I've been irritated at the way people treated me there before, and I didn't leave.
That's fair. What's your response,
You didn't answer my
Destiny?
question. You clearly left because you're irritated about how people are treating you over there. Why not just say that? Why is that so? Why do you think that's such a horrible thing to say?
Alright, so I didn't actually want to make any of this public, right? Yes, this makes it yes, that stuff did irritate me, but there was like meaning behind the irritation. It wasn't just, oh, I'm irritated, because I've like screamed and fallen out with people on the Discord before. Like, this wasn't unique other than like the situation that it represents.
Well, it sounds kind of unique because it sounds like somebody else is getting stream priority time over you because now you've got a second person that you can't be on stream with. Originally it was just Wicked Supreme, but now there's another person you have to split time with because you and Cherry can't be on stream at the same time.
Yeah, but that's not like big enough reason for me to leave on its own.
It's a pretty big thing. Also, you said you left Spicy Chat. It looks like you got kicked from Spicy Chat after complaining about this very issue.
I asked to get the roles removed and they just kicked me. So I asked for it.
Wait. Did you ask like, hey, I really want to be removed from this chat? Or was it like
yes.
well, fuck you, then why didn't you just leave? Why would you ask for them
because
to ban you?
I asked for them to remove the roles and because I wanted to stay in the Discord, but they didn't do that. They just kicked me from the Discord. So
what were the roles?
Whatever. There's like, you have to have the Spicy Chat role, and if I didn't have that, then they wouldn't keep constantly pinging me. So
why not just leave the Discord and rejoin? Don't you drop all roles when that happens?
Well, I haven't rejoined. I just haven't bothered.
Okay.
Okay, well, anything else?
I don't know. You said a lot of stuff about, what is it, second meeting stuff.
Yeah, you do like a lot of reputation rehab, like every chat is just in.
Okay, firstly, what would be the point of that, right? Like, everyone, the majority of people don't like me, and I'm not going to be fighting against, like, a very common sentiment. It'd be kind of a waste of time.
Okay, hold on, wait, okay. Listen, I know you're used to fighting other people. Hey, just to be clear, every time you try to gaslight me, I'm going to stop you and I'm going to correct the record, okay? So when you say, what would be the point of that? Everybody hates me anyway. That's not true. You talk in a ton of different servers. We've got a ton of different friends, and you spend a lot of time doing reputation rehab. You're not universally hated. You do have a lot of haters in other places, for sure. But you also have a lot of people that are friends on a lot of Discord servers. So I don't know why you just said that. It didn't make any sense, but go ahead.
Sure, but if I have friends, I don't need to be doing rehab with the friends, right?
Then why do you do it?
About me getting... Because people ping me and I just respond. I don't really
are you like a robot? Are you an AI that's malfunctioning? People ping you. Why not just turn off notifications?
I mean, I have in some places, but like, is
wait. Hold on. I just asked you. Wait, hold on. I just asked you a question. Why don't you turn off notifications? And your response was, I have in some places. How is that a response to what I just said?
Okay, well, I can't turn off like notifications in DGG, which I assume was like.
Wait. We were just talking about notifications on Discord. I said, why don't you just turn off notifications? And then you said, well, I've turned off some of them. And then I said, hold on, why did you just pivot? Why don't you just turn off all of them? And then you said, well, I can't turn off notifications in DGG. Why not just turn off all notifications on Discord?
Okay.
Wait. Why are you saying okay? Like you don't understand what I'm saying. Let me restate one more time. You complained about getting notifications in some places, like Spicy Chat. Why not just turn off all notifications on Discord?
I have since now in most places. I don't like when I started getting notifications, like it was from Dan's Discord, for example, right? I didn't have notifications there already muted. If you're saying, oh, you should have been a better person and just ignored it, sure.
Well, it's not about being a better person. It's about being honest about what you're doing. When you get notifications in places, you go there and you start doing reputation rehab. That's what you do in all the time.
Get the Red Solomon
implying like that's intentional.
Of course it is. You can just not respond. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, but like most people, they're gonna just do that out of habit. It's not like some premeditated, oh, I need to fix my reputation.
I don't think most people are in like 30 different Discords where people are talking about them, where they've got deep connections and they spend time on stream, and then they go to these other Discords to talk about things that happen when they're on stream in order to like have people's perceptions about those events change. I don't think that's normal at all. I think that's probably pretty exceptional. There's not very many people that do that at all.
I'm not in 30 Discords, I'm in like overall 30. There's like, involved with this is like 2, which would be like your Discord.
Do you think that's the central point of the statement that I just made, that that's relevant is exactly how many Discords you're in? You realize I was saying 30 because earlier you said 30. I was just repeating the number that you gave me back to you. I'm sorry if you gave me an inaccurate number, but whatever the number is, I still stand.
If every time someone asks me a question and I respond, that's just automatically meeting my meeting.
That's like saying if every time I get on my status, I just move on my forward after punching something's face. What are you saying right now? You're not responding to the question. Hold on. If I were to pick at random any Discord conversation you've been involved in the past week, and I were to go through, would it just give you giving simple responses to questions, or would it be you having long, drawn-out conversations where you're defending your point of view in this drama, which is going to be more likely to be true?
I haven't really had any long, drawn-out conversations, no, and I started ignoring people yesterday.
When you say I started ignoring people, it makes it sound like prior to you ignoring them that you were having long, drawn-out conversations. Do you think that's true, or do you think that's not true?
Not really. I haven't had a long, drawn-out one with anybody that I'm aware of.
Okay, so then if I were to ask, if we were to say, oh, guys, can somebody show me logs of Kelly arguing in a Discord in the past week since the 10th? All of these are just going to be giving very simple answers to a question. It's not going to be you having like extended conversations with people about this and defending your perspective or point of view.
I think so. There's only other like one.
Okay. Anybody have any logs or anything from Kelly either in Spicy Chat or just Discord or the anything else Discord over the past week? Shoot me some messages and we can look, I guess.
definitely not much in spicy chat. There's only one person that I was arguing with repeatedly in Dan's Discord, and that's because they couldn't spell, so I just made fun of them for being an illiterate retard. And I don't think there's like a single person in DGG I had like an extended, long conversation with.
It's Firefly.
She's in your
But
Discord
also-
doing the exact same thing during today's stream. Is that true?
I responded to a couple people in Discord, yes. I didn't have any long, extended conversations. In fact, I just agreed with somebody insulting me. Mostly.
What was the, in which channel forethought?
I think somebody compared me to Sylvanas, and I said, yeah, true.
I don't know how to use Discord. I don't even know how this place works. How do I look up which channel? Does it look in all of them when you type in from Kelly Jean?
Yeah, it will a couple of the, unless you specify the room. I think you put in channel. I'm not also that great at Discord, so probably less.
For that, just send me a screenshot. I don't know what I only see 2 messages from her today. I don't know how Discord works. I'm retarded.
But yeah, I mean, if the criticism is Kelly defends herself, like it's just a knee-jerk response to just defend yourself, right? Probably shouldn't do that if that's what you mean. But I feel like
hold on. Wait. Can you please hold on? This like nothing makes me hate women and want to abuse people more than when you do this thing. when you do this thing where you take a reasonable point and then you summarize it and respond to it and you victimize yourself and make it sound so absurd what the person is requesting, right? So somebody says like, hey, you probably shouldn't shove your fingers in people's eyeballs anymore. That's a really rude thing to do. And your response to that is like, okay, so you're saying, I guess, that I can never move my fingers again? I guess. I don't know why you do that. You respond like that to every single time somebody gives you a reasonable suggestion, like, hey, maybe you, like maybe you shouldn't, like stab people with knives. Okay, so I guess I can never handle a utensil. I guess.
Okay, I don't speak like that, please. I
gotta do.
I don't feel like that's a fair comparison. I think that it's the perspective of how you look at what I'm doing. You have bad faith, so you assume like I'm just dealing with my reputation.
You got bad faith,
I'm
boy.
saying I just have a knee-jerk response to defending myself and responding to people. It's fine if you want to assume the worst, sure.
What's your response, boy? What's your retort? You ain't got nothing.
Well, if you just think I'm bad faith, I don't know why you're in here trying to convince me of anything. I don't know what I was supposed to say.
Okay, on that one thing, I don't think you're like bad faith in general.
Well, why would it matter if I'm bad faith in general when I'm talking to you? Obviously, it's going to be whether or not I'm bad faith towards you. That would be the point, because you're talking to me. You're not in here asking me about electoral politics of the United States.
I mean, okay, nobody's perfect. I've been accused of being bad faith before, and that was probably true in a number of instances, right? So I'm not saying we can't speak about anything just because I feel like that's an uncharitable reading of what I was doing.
Okay, so somebody's saying,
if...
why did you bring the private Baldur's Gate issue to a public Discord voice chat?
Oh, sure, I can tell you that, because Wolfgang left the group where I was speaking, and then when I tried to DM him, didn't respond.
One more
so I got
Fireflower.
salty and brought it into public chat.
Okay, so that would be you doing, like, making things public for just a fight?
Yeah, I mean, it was a dumb thing that we were fighting over, right? I made a joke about... Justical made a comment about speed running through the Baldur's Gate thing, and I said, if you prioritize speed, I feel sorry for your future girlfriends. That's what that was about. There was a whole argument about that. That Wolfgang thought it was too rude. I mean...
Okay.
That's not too bad. That's not,
but is there anything else here?
That's probably a chummy joke. If a guy said that to another guy, it
I mean,
probably
you said a lot of
wouldn't
things about
matter
me.
at all.
Oh, which things, Alright. So, I shouldn't escalate that hard. Is there anything, like, else I should take on board?
If you want to escalate, I think you can escalate. Why not? Just be aware that you're escalating. Don't pretend you're not.
No, I never pretended at a single point I wasn't escalating. I think...
We can agree to disagree on that, but...
No, I've said multiple times, even on stream, I was escalating. No.
You did that after you were cornered on it. But when somebody says, hey, you're escalating, and your response is, no, miscarriages and my medical stuff are the same thing, then what you're arguing there is that it's not an escalation. You're arguing that it's a one-to-one counter. So, no, you were not agreeing that you escalated. That came after you were forced to make that concession when enough people were attacking you about it.
No, even from the start, I did agree that I was escalating, and I also agreed I was meaner. What I was trying to make the point of is that they were the same category of things. That doesn't mean that they were the same severity.
How is everyone going to read
What is
it?
the point of arguing categories of things if people are arguing about escalation?
How are people going to read
Because
that,
people
Kelly?
have this idea that like anything involving pregnancy is just like completely different and
What?
like removed from other health issues, and it's like so far more like, because just a reference, I didn't bring up Cherry's miscarriage, she did, and she brought it up as a shield of me making fun of her for like, you know, being insane on Twitter. So I didn't like
Hold on, wait, you can't Kelly explain this because I actually listened to this, okay?
Kelly explain.
I think that
Kelly explain.
You called her crazy, or you mentioned you accused her of being my cum dumpster, or that she was being crazy because of me, and she brought up a whole bunch of other things that were going on in her life at the time, one of which was the miscarriage, and then you decided to go in on making fun of the inhospitality of her body, her habitable body.
Inhospitability.
Something like that, yeah. The fact that her body could not be occupied by a baby. Fuck, I just fucked my brain.
Saying that wasn't premeditated, right? She brought it up, and I went there, and I shouldn't have.
Okay, when you say she... Okay. Okay, what else? Can't take responsibility for anything.
No, I just say, okay, I say I escalated. I say I was too mean. I say I shouldn't have gone there.
No, but it's like, it would be like... It would be like me and Irrelevant having an argument over something, and I'm like, I just don't understand why you don't get along with these people, and you're like, well, I don't know, man, like, you know, all your friends are white, and like, I don't know, I'm kind of black, and it's weird, and then I call him the N-word, and he's like, whoa, what the fuck? And I'm like, yeah, you brought up being black first, bro. What do you mean? Like, that's just an unhinged thing to say, that going in on somebody and using their miscarriage as like an insult is the same thing because they brought it up first when they're like giving an explanation for why they were, you know, being super emotional or something. It's just not even... You're not even like on remotely the same level. Like, oh well, they brought it up first. I don't even know what that means.
That's not what I was trying to say. I'm just saying I didn't like premeditate that. Like she mentioned it.
What does premeditation have to do with anything? No one is talking about premeditating anything.
Well, if that's not important, that's fine. Yeah, I don't. Like the only other shit is like, I don't know. How am I supposed to prove that my intentions for just leaving? Because keep in mind, like Jessica leaked those DMs of mine. I never said it even in those DMs that I was gonna like make all of this stuff public. I just wanted to be left alone, and then like Tony instigated, and then all of the people, like people sent me screenshots from his Discord. They were like all instigating shit. Because all the people that were pinging me from various places are all from that Discord. All the same fucking people.
Yeah, but I feel like you played this game, you do it a lot. Like he leaked DMs if you think you're doing brinksmanship. But like if you're gonna do something, this is always like my warning for people. Like when somebody threatens to do something over and over again, you either take them seriously or you like stop associating with them. But like you even did in the Baldur's Gate game, where you're like, oh well, I'm just gonna leave. Well, just leave. Why would you announce you're just leave? But then when they're like, okay, well, leave so you can play your character. No, you did later. You have a problem with timelines too. Yeah? You did after, because after you said that, they're like, okay, well, can you leave and then we can control your character? You're like, no, I'm not gonna leave now. It's like, wait, then why did you just say you were gonna leave? Just leave. You don't have to announce it. So no, I feel like when you threaten that you're gonna leak somebody's DMs, and like, I can't believe this person leaked my DMs. Like, what do you expect to happen?
No, I'm not. Okay, I'm not complaining about the fact that he leaked them. I'm just saying that I never initially said to do them publicly.
What is if you leak, does that not imply publicizing private things?
No, I was just gonna tell you.
I don't think that's what people have ever meant in the history of all mankind when they say leak.
Well, if he hadn't blocked me and just asked me to elaborate what that meant, I would have told him.
Why would somebody ask you to elaborate when you said you're gonna start leaking things?
Well, if you don't ask, you won't know. What am I supposed to say that? I never said I would leak anything publicly.
What do you think a leak is?
Telling somebody else.
No, that's not. That's called telling somebody else.
Well, it's still leaking, isn't it, if you tell somebody else?
No, it's not. Leaking is making something public. If somebody tells me a secret, and then I go and I share that secret with somebody else, I'm not leaking it. Leaking, especially in this industry, you know this, leaking absolutely implies, like, publicizing a thing.
I'm unaware. Okay, I don't believe that. I think you can leak something to one other person and that be as detrimental as leaking it to thousands. If it's the one
as detrimental?
Yeah, okay.
I mean, like, okay.
If somebody sent me nudes and I sent those just to one other person, would you say I leaked their nudes?
Yes, because that one other person could, like, then leak them to other people.
Oh, true. Meaning? It's making it public. Yes. So, like, for instance, you could say somebody leaked something to the press, because the idea is it's going to be made public. Yes, you just said it. That is what leaking means, to make it public.
Still a problem if you leak it to one person, because you didn't give consent for that one person to see it either.
True. That is a problem, but we're not talking about if it's a problem or not. We're just talking about what leaking implies. Somebody says they're going to leak something, the implication is going to be made public, not shared with one other person.
Well, it's definitely public now, but no, that wasn't what I was saying. I mean, if the implication was gained from that, and that's my fault for not elaborating, I guess, but, I mean, you could have asked.
What were even the original messages?
I sent them to you. What do you mean?
No, about the leaking thing. I forget who sent me what.
Fucking shit.
What? Somebody posted just school messages.
Okay, I just want to ask, Kelly, what was your goal in leaking these things to Destiny?
Because otherwise people are going to be like, oh, it's not anti-fan. Like, they're just going to say that. Like, that was the point.
Who was talking about anti-fans?
Me.
So you had to leak this so people would believe that there were anti-fans in the Discord because there was no other evidence except my personal private communications with you?
I didn't just leak that.
Well, what else did you leak?
Did you not even looked at it? It's like you were talking about writing a fucking manifesto about that shit.
I was talking about writing out, like, here's what I knew at what time to make it clear what actually happened. Yeah.
Okay. And you don't think, like, if people, like, say that shit, and then you keep saying, I hate Destiny, I'm gonna feel like, oh, this is kind of weird anti-fan sentiment, and then you acknowledge that before...
How many times did I say I hate Destiny?
Several times?
Like 4 times over 3 or 4 weeks?
Okay, is that not enough?
I don't think so.
Okay, well, I think it's enough. Also, I expressed to you before I left, like, that Cherry manipulating shit into, like, going in that direction was a concern of mine, right? I said that to you.
Literally everybody you explained that idea to told you were wrong.
Well, you can say I'm wrong, but that's how I felt.
Jesus,
okay. I'm pulling it up. That's why I asked you yesterday. I was like, Have you given this to anybody? Has anybody read it and
Jesus
confirmed to you
Christ,
that
bro.
like
What a
you should do this
fucking
because it seems like a bad
bitch.
idea?
Well,
I'm just telling you that the Cherry thing. Cherry is fine about Destiny on stream. I'm fine about Destiny.
So why did you remove? Why did you remove? Okay, why did you remove Destiny's perms so he can't even come in the room and be part of the stream?
Because I was mad at him, and nope, he can totally join. He's always been notable. I removed his perms from like my personal friend room for where I hang out after stream, because I didn't want to talk to him about any of the Dan shit.
Okay. Well, I got the impression that you removed his perms because he hasn't been back in, and that's
nobody
what you
else.
said.
Nobody else could even see that or knew about it. So you just took another thing that like I told you privately and made it public.
Okay. Well, I'm just expressing. You're asking me why I would feel there was like anti-fucking fan sentimentality, and then you're complaining that I explained why.
And it was all like personal, right? It wasn't. It had nothing to do. And after I had this argument with Dexter, after I had this, I was pissed at him. I had the conversation with Supreme where I completely defended his side of the argument. It was like zero concern about anti-fan sentiment or anti-fan-ish like shit going on in my community.
Firstly, I don't know what the f you're referencing, so I haven't watched it. But I don't know what that has to do with anything I'm saying.
What, when you imply I'm an anti-fan, or I might become an anti-fan, I would want you to have some evidence that any of my personal feelings about how situations went down, or any fights I had with people, you should be able to point to how that's affecting my stream. Or my community, either one.
I mean, okay, how am I supposed to do that? Like, what do you want from me?
I want you to have credible evidence to go to other Discords, like the Anything Else Discord, and say, oh, JStock server's full of anti-fans, so I don't want to be there anymore.
No, that's not what I said.
Actual evidence.
That's not what I said. I said when all the weirdos that hate Destiny leave.
We just said the same thing.
No, it's not the same.
How is it different?
Bro.
It's just not the same as what you said.
Wait, can I present a competing narrative and then you talk me out of this one, okay? Ready, Kelly?
Okay.
Okay, so it kind of seems like what is happening is you got mad because stuff that happened to the Gisticle server, and then you wanted to leave that server, and you wanted to punish Gisticle on the way out because you perceive that him being part of my sphere is a great benefit to him. So the goal was to talk to me to nuke the f out of him by exposing him as like a massive hater, as a way to get revenge on him for leaving the server. How would you persuade somebody out of that narrative if they believed that?
Because I never intended for any of this to be public, and I knew that there was a decent chance you would see what I sent you and just want to do nothing about it, which I also said to like multiple other people, and I said that if that's the case, that's fine. Like, you might even work it out with him, and like, I told Gisticle multiple times to talk to you, and I spoke to other people saying I wish he would talk to you so that you could sort your issues out.
Okay, so timelines. Nothing that you said prior to this fight matters because it obviously has nothing to do with the narrative of you doing this as a response to the fight. I don't know why you would think that like sending me messages or leaking stuff or threatening to him to leak stuff, how that doesn't just come off as you trying to be spiteful or vindictive.
Was I spiteful to him? Sure. I'm not the one that leaked it and made it go public.
Wait, who leaked those messages?
Gisticle leaked that DM.
I leaked that she was threatening to leak, yeah. Because she kept saying, she was going to DGG and saying...
Yeah, wait, but who leaked the ones where Gisticle says that he hates me or he's mad I didn't like stick up for him or whatever?
I did. But like, this is like days later after that.
Wait, yeah, so why are you saying you didn't leak?
No, I didn't want to make it public, but Gisticle leaking like my DMs obviously meant I had to make it public.
Wait, why?
Because it's got like, otherwise people are just saying I don't have shit and I wasn't talking about anything, and then how am I supposed to defend like my thoughts on like anti-fan mentality if I don't?
Nobody has been talking about anti-fan mentality at all. That's like a thing that you've like completely invented. I don't think anybody else has been talking about that at all until you brought it up.
So there is no planet on which this makes sense, or that I could be telling the truth.
I don't... Was this a thing that anybody anywhere ever was talking about at all?
No, well, Gisticle hasn't been telling everybody that he hates you, has he? He's only been telling like a handful of people.
I feel like when we say anti-fanning...
Destiny watched it.
Wait, when?
When I was talking with Supreme. But it was like, it's not even like, to be clear, it's clearly me being dramatic, okay? Like, I feel like angry about something, it's clearly me being dramatic.
Right.
Okay, so I can kill them.
Okay, it didn't seem dramatic when you kept doing it, especially when I tried to encourage you to like speak to him and like sort the issues out. Like, I don't know why, like, it doesn't make sense that I would want to like hang around a community like that if the whole purpose of me enjoying it was to just be like somewhere chill after the Destiny stream.
But you did hang out there. The only thing that drove you away was this huge fight relating to Cherry.
That was a last straw.
I just want to make it clear that the conditions for her being like on stream were either she could apologize to Cherry for the miscarriage comments, or she could have 2 nights out of every 3 and Cherry could have the 3rd night. So she was still going to get 66% of the stream time.
Right, and this was sprung on me a week later after I did everything else that was told to. Like, I avoided the stream for 3 days, I didn't bring up anything about Cherry, but Cherry just got randomly upset at the whatever, and then it ended up spiraling again. I didn't bring anything up, I didn't instigate any of that. I was just sick of it.
I think it's insane, Kelly, that after like months of trying to defend you, trying to be like nice to you, trying to be understanding of you, that you, like, the first time I ever don't take your side on something, you go and try to like actually nuke my stream to Destiny.
I said I wasn't going to do that. You pushed my hand and made me.
I don't understand how he pushed your hand and made you.
Because he leaked the DM saying that I was going to leak shit.
Yeah. But
so now I don't have a choice.
Okay.
Do you think it's like a problem to leak some DMs saying somebody else is like threatening you? Especially, sorry, to be clear, I could argue that you forced my hand on that because you were in DGG chat saying I was a bitch for blocking you. And then I was like, oh, if you're going to call me a bitch for blocking you, I'll just show why I blocked you. Do you not think that's reasonable?
No, I don't. I don't think you believe that either.
I think it's completely reasonable.
I think probably almost everybody in the community would say that, like, as soon as somebody threatens to start leaking, you basically have carte blanche to go full on the offensive to do reputation protection. That's how I would interpret it. If somebody starts telling me, like, okay, well, fuck you, I'm gonna start leaking, you're like, oh, okay, well, I just started my next manifesto, I guess. Like that. I think anybody would feel that way, though.
I mean, didn't Justical do the same thing?
Clear. I also didn't even post it in public first. I linked it to Tony, was like, this is why I blocked her. And then Tony put it in the Discord. So technically, I didn't even leak it publicly.
Way to go, Tony.
But it still counts as a leak, does it? I mean, it counts as a leak by my definition. Yes.
What do you mean? I leaked it to Tony. Tony leaked it. I didn't leak it. So you nuked me.
You just said I leaked it to Tony. I didn't leak it.
So, oh, sure. So by my definition, leaking is giving private information to someone who's not accessed or privy to that private information.
Yeah, that's my definition. That's not Destiny's.
Oh, never mind. Oh, sorry. I didn't make it public. That's what I was saying.
Okay, well, you probably shouldn't have said it to somebody who would.
I guess so. But in any case, you were the person who was talking about it publicly first.
No, I didn't. No, that's not true.
I
was just talking about blocking you.
I wasn't talking to you, right?
Yeah, because you were talking to me in DGG, but you're like blocking me on Discord. Okay, anyway, is there not a single, in reality, but what I'm saying could be true?
No.
Why?
Jesus.
I've already given my reasons, but you don't respond to any of them, you like dance around them. I don't think you would be a part of other communities that are way more anti-fanny towards me, like Spicy Chat.
Okay, this is seriously pretty disingenuous. I'm not part of the community. I've been in Chad's Discord for years. And I barely said anything in there, and I didn't say anything about you. Like, that's a really disingenuous, reading of that. I don't go in voice chat with them. I don't go on stream with them. I don't talk to any of them.
How many people are shitting on me while you're on Driscoll's stream? How many people are shitting on me in any of the public chats? I'm sorry, hold on, wait, to be clear.
Right?
No. The answer is nothing. That's why you have to leak something to prove the anti-fanning, because none of this is apparently public. So the same logic would apply.
But if people have been doing that, then I wouldn't have been in Justical's Discord for this long in the first place, right? That's why I liked it, because it wasn't anti-fanny. The point was,
but you're in places that are anti-fanny, like the Spicy Chat.
Again, this is disingenuous because I'm not really there. I barely can say anything.
Oh, okay. There's not like a logic thread here that I could follow far enough.
Yes, because I'm on Justical's a bunch, and I'm barely in Spicy Chat.
Yeah, but Justical's server community I don't think is defined as anti-fanning me, and you just had a massively dramatic event with another creator. So the idea that this is the massive event that pushed you over, but in reality it's about all the anti-fan behavior that is apparently confined to some 4 private messages, is wholly unconvincing, of course.
I mean, if you want me to send more, I could. To you.
Didn't you just say it was in 4 messages?
Yeah, the ones I've sent to you so far.
Are any of them not related to the Dan Groiper thing?
Probably not. That's why he's mad, sure.
Then that's not even anti-fanning then, right? Even if he did hate me 100%.
Maybe I don't get what anti-fanning is then. I just feel like if somebody hates you and keeps saying that they hate you but is happy to monetize your audience, it just feels weird. There was a lot of weird feelings around that.
I don't think that. No, I don't believe that. I don't think you believe that. I don't think any of this is real. I'm getting tired.
Why?
Because this is like memes right now.
What is memes?
This whole explanation. I don't know who gave you this thought, or this is the story you're going to defend now, but no, you didn't leave because you're uncomfortable that somebody that might have a personal problem with me is making money doing a second stream with a lot of people from my community. There's no shot. That just doesn't... No.
You're pretty disingenuous to me, right? I don't say you're part of the Kiwi Farms community because you might have commented on there before. Saying that I'm part of the Spicy Chat community because I commented in there and haven't even spoken about you negatively. It's just
you kind of have, and you've gone in there to vent before. You did
What have I said? I would like some proof.
Oh, well, I'm going to say it. You're going to say it was about me, but the white blood cell comment is about me.
Yeah, that's about the orbiters.
That's exactly what you're going to say. Yeah, no, it's about me. Yeah.
No, how is it about you?
What is a white blood cell?
In this instance, it's describing people that are attacking other people, right? But it's not blaming that on you.
What does a white blood cell do? Hold on. What does a white blood cell do?
I mean, that would describe you as the body, right?
Correct.
So
yes, it protects its hosts. Yes,
right, you don't control your blood cells, do you? It's not like you send your blood cells out, oh, kill the cat. You don't do that. You just exist as a host.
Yes, and when you make the white blood cell comment, the idea is that people are rising up to attack you just to defend me. Yes, it's an anti-fan comment. It originated from Mr. Girl.
Yeah, but I don't agree that therefore makes you at fault. I'm talking about other orbiters and how they behave. Do you not think that they do dogpile and they do that shit?
Yeah, people do dogpile. People dogpile in all sorts of different ways. But when you make the white blood cell comment, the idea is they're just doing it to defend Daddy Destiny or whatever.
No, I think it's just they attack whatever is a weak fucking option. It's not because you told them to or like want them to.
No, you don't believe that. You don't. The words that you say are betraying your internal motivation. Because if what you just said is you're right now you're ad hocing to try to justify what you said before, but it doesn't make sense for the emotional state. Because if I were to go back in time and you're thinking like what you just said now, which you just invented right on the spot. If your thoughts at the time were people are just going around attacking weak people, you would have said something like these people are fucking vultures, or you would have said something like that. You wouldn't use the term white blood cell. Your state of mind at the time was way more oriented towards their relationships with me than it was them attacking what they perceive to be weak people. That white blood cell comment doesn't make sense in that case. So no.
I mean, I can prove it because I've said white blood cell, like literally, didn't I say it to Cherry on Just Your Stream, right? So that is an instance where I had nothing to do with you.
In response to what?
I will just say it. It's like somebody like that smells blood in the water and just sort of goes for it.
That has nothing to do with a white blood cell though. I don't even know
well,
that.
Maybe it's just like me being hyperbolic.
But when I say I'm just being hyperbolic, it doesn't make sense. What do you mean? It's not hyperbolic. It's not an exaggeration of a particular trait or feature. It's nonsense. It doesn't make any sense. It's not hyperbolic at all. Like a white blood cell, that's not a shark, right? Like a white blood cell isn't the hyperbolized version of a shark, is it?
I mean, I've used it in that way, yes. And I've said leeches, and
leeches. Hold on, leeches. Like... No. Leech. You're betraying again your internal state of mind. Leeches and white blood cells both have very specific connotations. They revolve around hosts, not around attacking weak things.
Well, I've used all of them interchangeably. If you want to call me a retard for that, then sure.
No, I don't think you're retarded. I think you know exactly what you're doing.
I think I use the white blood cell comment elsewhere in places where it's not referencing anything to do with you, and that's just maybe I shouldn't do that if that's an issue. But like, I also didn't know you had that kind of feeling about it.
I just want to pop in real quick and just say, Kelly, when the Lav shit was going on, weren't you also like echoing exactly what Lav was saying, and that Destiny was like trying to pit women against each other? Weren't you saying that same shit in my Discord and on stream? Is that anti-fan behavior?
Lav is doing what? Sorry.
When Lav was in the community, in the Discord a lot, you were echoing her narrative about Zoe and her, and saying that Destiny was trying to pit women against each other, that he was like getting off on it, or he must be. You were saying this shit like, all of the time.
That's after the DMs were leaked where he was literally doing that. He told Zoe to say shit at Lav.
That was, by the way, that was when they'd already started fighting, and Zoe literally came to me and told me about it. I said it'd be funny if they continued fighting or whatever, but okay.
Yeah, I mean, this is a thing that happened.
No, hold on. Lav's presentation of that was that I was taking friends and turning them against each other. That was Lav's interpretation.
Okay, I never said that or agreed with that. I don't agree with all of Lav's interpretations of everything. Jesus.
Okay, I just thought, you know, considering that was like the Mr. Girl narrative, you'd probably consider that an anti-fan narrative.
Wait, no, I was just stating something that happened because the screenshots were dropped that he was like encouraging it. Like, I don't know how that makes it an anti-fan narrative.
That's not. You did the same. She just did the same where she summarizes it and it completely, totally like misses the point, and then yeah.
Okay, so is it okay? So how am I supposed to comment on that?
If somebody says like, "Oh, Destiny likes when people shit on Lav," that's fine. That would be just stating a thing. But that's not what Lav says. I don't even think that's what you were agreeing with. Lav's statement is that I like to turn women against each other. That I have a sexual history because I'm getting off on it. It's some kind of like sexually pleasurable, exciting event for me, and I'm getting off to the thing. That was Lav's statement.
I've never agreed with Lav's statements on that. Like never. It's never happened. I don't know what Justicle's talking about. I don't think that. I've never said that.
Okay, I think Destiny got like DMs and shit, or not DMs, but logs sent to him by Tony saying basically exactly that. I thought you guys actually had an argument about it. Maybe I'm crazy though.
What logs? Send them to me.
Huh? Tony, you want to send those?
Got DMs, y'all. We got receipts.
Voice call?
Literally did not. I don't just blindly. I've never fucking blindly agreed with Lav in my entire fucking life.
Right, that was. Oh, I remember this. This was when yeah, Kelly, you got mad at Tony for this. Remember when he told Destiny joined one of our calls like after stream?
Hold on.
You guys actually had a fight on stream about this. After that, and you were arguing that you shouldn't have to keep things private from that call because Destiny kind of went off.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he insulted me a bunch, and then what does that have to do with Lav stuff?
Well, he insulted you a bunch because you were saying the Lav shit. You were saying the Mr. Girl narrative.
People,
no. He was mad about that. So that was in a private call after stream, so you were talking shit about him, continue to spread narratives about him. I'm just saying that that's anti-fan behavior.
No, he insulted me a bunch. He insulted me a bunch, and then we had another argument about it.
Wait, but I insulted you a bunch in response to that, right?
No, firstly, I've never no, you unhingedly okay, now you're rewriting shit, Justical. Like
wait, hold on, no, wait, I did unhingedly insult you. I do remember that. I don't remember the word, but I did go really hard. But wasn't this in response to something else? Or was this just randomly come in and unhingedly insult you?
No, you got the wrong end of the stick in that situation as well. Like you got upset and escalated because of something I wasn't even saying, which unironically proves my point, because I would have been saying in that call, I don't blindly believe with Lav at all.
What was I responding to?
You thought that I did.
Wait, what was I responding? I thought you did what? What was I responding to?
Whatever this fucking Lav comment was. I probably would have said something along the lines of, yeah, it was like the screen cap of you encouraging Zoe to say this stuff was like put in the Discord. And then you would have maybe assumed that means I'm just blindly agreeing with Lav, which is not true.
Was this after you made... I think this is after the white blood cell comment, wasn't it?
I don't know when the white blood cell comment was, but those two things related. Does Tony send me anything?
No, sorry, I just said it was in the voice call. That's why I went
okay.
what the situation was, yeah.
Well, do you want to link the vault then? Do we have to go over that as well?
It was in a voice call after stream.
Oh, okay. Wait, was none of it streamed? The aftermath was streamed, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think you said something after that. I don't know what you guys thought about after. I don't know what that thought is. I was just pointing out that clearly the anti-fan sentiment wasn't like a huge problem for you there. Also, you hung out when Lav was
That's
there.
because I wasn't being a f***ing anti-fan. You were twisting things, trying to give me examples of me being an anti-fan that don't exist.
Wait, no, wait. You didn't say before that you wanted to leave if you were being an anti-fan. You just said you didn't want to hang out in anti-fan areas. But even after Lav was making these comments, you literally offered to do a Baldur's Gate campaign with Lav, who's like my #1 anti-fan. Like, what? How does that make any sense?
She hasn't been saying anti-fan shit since fucking Jessica let her back in, and he's only let her back in for like the last week.
Why did I let her back in, Kelly?
Because you thought that was sweeping for me.
It was.
Which I never asked for.
You didn't ask for it, but I was like, hey, maybe if we, break the villains at Arkham Asylum, Kelly will seem less crazy, and it worked until you decided to keep doubling down.
I don't f***ing talk to Lav privately. Being in a f***ing video game with her, what's that supposed to f***ing mean? And also, if I've left, like, how am I getting criticized for this too?
Oh, but you didn't leave over Lav. You didn't leave over that.
No,
In
why
fact, you didn't even listen
to?
as evidence for anti-fan shit that she was unbanned.
Unless Lav starts being a f***ing anti-fan, like, I don't know why I would need to leave because of Lav. Although it's kind of weird that you just added her back. I don't know.
To be fair, I also added the guy back who reported my YouTube, so we got anti-fans of everybody who rejoined, okay?
I think that Destiny, I feel like you should have to steelman my position because you've been, like, very uncharitable to me.
I can steelman your position, but the steelman is going to involve like some kind of undiagnosed psychotic illness because there's just no possible way that there's like a way to coherently form this narrative that you're martyring yourself and leaving Jistigal's Discord on behalf of people that are mean to me.
It wasn't f***ing martyring. I quietly f***ing left and didn't have any intention of like publicizing any of this shit.
Wait, you quietly left? You didn't make a single threat or say anything about wanting to leave the server first?
I didn't publicize that. And it was meant to say to Jistigal to like stop like encouraging a Discord to be unhinged to me, and then he did that anyway.
By the way, getting completely shit on by my community and my Discord for saying all the rules about Kelly still apply, don't chase her to other servers, don't talk shit about her.
But they still did, didn't they? I wonder why that is. It was the same fucking 10 people that do the same shit on every fucking server and every
timed out the people in the
joint.
Anything Else Discord who were doing that.
Most of them weren't timed out. I don't know why you say that.
Well, I timed a couple of the unhinged ones out myself.
Right. People sent me screenshots of shit.
But despite all of this, just
you
to be
and
clear,
Tony
despite all of
talking in the
this,
Discord.
You still went and tried to like go after my stream by trying to make a rift between me and Destiny. Despite
Make a rift? You've been saying you hate him for the last fucking month.
Again, you just said like 4 times.
Okay, and that's within the last month?
When you say for the last months, that makes it seem like I'm saying it every day. I mostly don't talk about Destiny in private.
Why would I be asking you for a daily update if you still hate Destiny?
What?
I asked you for updates to like if you'd spoken to him or whatever that type of thing. I'm not gonna ask you every day, am I?
Quest complete.
I thought it would be a situation you would resolve.
There's an anti-fan situation going on. I'm saying I was angry at Destiny, and then I, like a good man, okay, I pushed that emotion down and I stopped thinking about it until it stopped bothering me. Okay, that's what happened there. But you're acting like I was perpetually shitting on Destiny somewhere. I wasn't. I was still covering it the exact same way.
Said that.
I was still tweeting the exact same way. Nothing changed about any of my how I handled anything public. Nothing changed.
I never said you were publicly shitting on him everywhere.
So anti-fanning is just when somebody doesn't like somebody?
If it's the person that owns the f***ing stream, like it just felt weird that he monetizes your f***ing community when he was saying that he hates you.
What does anti-fan mean?
Like they don't like you.
Just want to make it clear, Kelly's revealing what her intentions were here. She didn't want me monetizing Destiny's community, okay?
No.
She was trying to with that, yes.
Oh, God. How? If I'd have sent this shit to publicly to privately to Destiny, like that, the only way I was intending to do any of this to start with, there's a big chance Destiny was just going to do nothing.
Wait. Why the probability? I don't understand.
Because
no, hold on, wait. I don't know if you... I'm saying this half genuinely, like if you aren't aware that you're doing this, and then half for people in chat if you deal with abusive people, so that you can identify this in the future, right? You'll do something with the intention of...
abusive, brilliant.
Because a lot of your behavior is. You'll do something with the intention of hurting somebody, and then when somebody...
You're a psychologist.
I'm not a psychologist, I've dealt with a lot of abusive people before. You do something with the intention of hurting somebody, and then when you get called or caught on it, you try to appeal to like the probability of that thing working, right? It's like getting caught like slashing somebody's tires in the hopes that they get into an accident and die, and then somebody's like, bro, I saw you slashing my tires. And you're like, well, okay, it's not like you would have gotten into a car wreck. It's not like you probably just would have stopped and, filled it back up with air or something. Like, it's a non sequitur. It's not responding to the point, and it's trivializing your behavior, and it's trying to hide the motivation for your behavior and what you were trying to accomplish. Like, what is it?
I mean, you don't believe my motivation no matter what I say.
No, you just gave a motivation. I did
believe
believe that motivation because this motivation makes more sense. And you did. Just was right. The goal was to basically punish him or try to take his shit down on the way out because you were mad at him.
I think that it's weird. Am I not allowed to think?
Destiny streams, if you're ever interested in watching him, he does a good job of dissecting people's arguments into ways like, this is what you're saying. Even if you don't realize you're saying it, this is what is being said by you. And the reason why it's hard to believe you have a different intention behind it is because the answers you give don't make sense. So because those answers don't make sense, and their actions contradict what you're saying, then when you tell me this is what you're doing, I can't evaluate it based off of you just saying it, which is why when Kelly says, well, you're not going to look at me in any good faith ever or at all, it's not going to matter no matter what I say. To some extent, that's not true, and to some extent it is. So.
It's weird.
No one here... Wait. Who here is mad at you for thinking a thing is weird? Is that what anybody here is criticizing?
Okay. So, I don't know what I'm supposed to do in this situation if I feel the way that I do.
You don't know what you're supposed to do right now is because you know that you're in the wrong and you don't want to ever admit it and you're just like trying to find ways to post hoc or ad hoc or excuse or justify whatever. That's why you're confused right now. Like, yeah.
You don't
Clear. I also asked you multiple times,
saying.
Kelly, to just take a few days away and think about what you were like going to do.
I've spoken about this issue with other people before, right? It literally says, like, we're talking about anti-fan shit like 3 weeks ago. This wasn't like something Kelly had never fucking thought about until like a few days ago.
Who's the person you were discussing with that with?
I'm not going to say their name unless they're
What did
okay
they
with me
say to you
leaking
about it?
I'd have to go back through it.
Because I have a
didn't
feeling
show
that if
all
you're
of
talking
it.
to anybody remotely unbiased, they would tell you there's no evidence of that. I don't see that at all. You need to I don't agree.
And in this situation, like I was saying, like I want to talk to Destiny because I was hoping like you guys would work it out, right? So this wasn't like me being negative, like specifically about you, but they were saying like, oh, is Logistical going to write a manifesto? And I was like, I don't know. Why is he doing that? Because I don't want to be a part of like anti-fan shit.
Just to be clear, we both know who you're talking about. That person told me to write everything down.
Okay. Well, like, what am I supposed to think when somebody tells me they're writing fucking manifesto?
I tried to give you so many outs here where I was like, hey, I really hope that you have somebody who agrees with you on this, because I knew who you were talking to, and they were talking to me, and I was trying to say like, hey, I know they don't agree with you about any of the anti-fan shit. Please go and do a double check with somebody else.
Okay, it's fine for you to say that they don't agree with me, but that I'm just proving that it was a concern that I brought up weeks ago, and it's not just because I just fell out with Cherry. That's what I'm trying to prove.
Okay,
and you know,
it was about
because
Cherry weeks ago.
What? No, it wasn't.
You were bringing this up. As far as I know, this has been a theory you floated to multiple people, that like Cherry was trying to like worm tongue her way into me being guessing and trying to
the
burn
thing
that bridge.
from weeks ago was specifically about the Dan stuff, right?
Okay.
It was like a manifesto shit, like that stuff.
I'll just say, my defense over the Dan stuff is that I just lost my YouTube, thousands of dollars in revenue a month that I'd worked super hard to build, and I was a little emotional about it, okay?
Yep.
I think that's reasonable.
Sure.
Okay.
I
mean,
again, you haven't really responded to the biggest prevailing narrative is you were just upset with me and wanted to nuke my shit on the way out.
I wouldn't have said anything to anybody, and I hadn't said anything to anybody till you like leaked my stuff.
Wait. You haven't been talking to other people in the background about Jessica being a hater until he published the message about you threatening to leak his DMs? Are you sure about that? 100%? You weren't talking to anybody else in the background saying, I'm worried that Jessica is turning into a Destiny anti-fan. I think it's weird that he's making money off of Destiny. You have none of that happened
I showed you screen caps where I had been, obviously, so I'm not going to say no.
Well, then why did you just say that why'd you just say yes? Or why'd you just try to make that argument?
Because those are two different things.
Okay.
Alright, so it's entirely impossible that I came to this conclusion, even though I'd spoken to it about like these.
I feel like the biggest thing, and this is like, because when it comes to conversation, and I've dealt with this in my own life, and as much as I don't like it when it happens to me, I don't have another way to navigate life myself, so I can't get that mad when other people do it to my detriment. There are certain actions, and these actions can have, let's say you kill somebody. You're gonna have, because the action is taking the life of another person, you're gonna have to do a really good job justifying that. And justifying, like, hold on, it's not murder. Hold on, that's not what it is. I killed them because and then you have to like build on that. Because the action itself overlaps with people who are doing it with bad intentions, even if you don't have bad intentions, you have to work harder to make sure the person knows that. Or, more accurately, you can't expect people to look at your actions and assume your intentions aren't what their heuristic is. So if let's say 90% of the time that people kill people is because they're murderers. If you kill someone, you're fighting against that 90% heuristic that most people are looking at. And if you're like, well, hold on, that's not fair, that has nothing to do with me individually, that's true, and I understand that. It is, to some extent, unfair, but on the other end, it's the only way people can move through life. So, yeah. So when Kelly's talking about, like, okay, so this is the only way, you're not allowing me to have any other way to view this, is because from everyone else, in this case, is Destiny's point of view, yeah, you're right, I don't believe you, because my heuristic tells me that when people behave this way, this is why they're behaving that way. And some of the answers you've given me support my idea of that. So, yeah.
Concerns to multiple people prior to, like, Cherry blowing up with me. Like, it's impossible that I felt that this could be true. So why would I have spoken about it to a bunch of other people? Like, I don't... And clearly that was in good faith, because I wasn't speaking badly about Justical. I was trying to, like, get the thing to be resolved. That's why I was speaking about it in the first place.
Okay. What else are we doing here?
No, like, this is unfair, because, like, everything I say gets picked apart, but it's never considered, like, from my perspective how this could be true. If you don't want to think it's true, that's fine.
I'll just tell you that basically nobody thinks that when you go, oh, I'm threatening to somebody to leak something. When you say that, nobody thinks the person going, okay, I'm making that public. Nobody thinks that that's like a problem. Everybody thinks that's pretty normal, and you saying that that was enough reason for you to leak everything to Destiny. Also, the reasoning doesn't even make sense. Everybody was saying you don't have shit, and you're like, oh, I have to fix that narrative that I don't have shit. But you're just gonna only send it to Destiny, and then you think only Destiny's gonna, like, keep it to himself? A high probability Destiny only keeps it to himself? It doesn't even help. It's not even consistent within what you're arguing.
After you leaked my DMs, then yeah, I would have to go public with it. Like, I don't...
Yeah, but you didn't go public with it. You said you didn't go public with it, you just went to Destiny.
No, to start with, yes, I just went to Destiny. Obviously, I'm going to speak to him first. I'm not sure how that disproves anything.
Well, you said that your motivation for leaking stuff was that you had to defend your credibility publicly. Because
I mean, after
Justical
he did that, yes, but I would still speak to you first.
Okay.
I mean, and you didn't say anything about any of this, like, to me.
No, I don't, this is all kind of memes, I don't...
No, I just, I don't know. It's like, obviously I would send it to you first. Like, I would care about your opinion. If you had an issue with it, why didn't you tell me?
Why would you send it to me first? What do I even have to do with this?
Because it's about you.
I thought you said this about you wanting to leave the Discord and you not being in an anti-fan place. It's not really about me, it's about where you want to go and where you want to spend your time, no?
No, it's like Justical saying he hates you, so I felt like I should tell you first because it was about you and about, like, your community and shit.
But I thought, isn't this about your reputation and about you leaving his server? What?
I mean, I would obviously care about your opinion more than anybody else's on this thing.
If that's true, then why would you send it to me irrespective of whether or not he leaked anything? Why would this only come after you threatened him that you were going to leak stuff? Why would you just send this to me immediately?
Because I was waiting to see if that would prove, like, anti-fan, like, bullshit, if, like, he was gonna, like, go around and get harassment at me in that type of way.
Oh,
That's
apparently
how would he go around and get
publicly as well.
Apparently what?
Apparently the logs were leaked publicly as well.
Oh, yeah, today.
Okay.
Like, hours ago.
Alright.
Alright, cool. Any other things, or we got it all summarized?
No, because, like, everybody else that comes in with an issue, you will try and see it from their perspective, but you don't want neither if you want to try and see it from mine at all. It's not about seeing things from a perspective, it's about trying to understand what they're thinking. But I don't think you're communicating your thoughts honestly, so I can't agree with the thoughts that you're communicating, of course. What do you mean? I don't think I've done that for anybody. Or who do you think I've done that for? Okay, what are the dishonest thoughts? Like, the biggest ones? You left the Jisco server because you're super upset at how everything turned out with Cherry and probably negative comments you're getting in there, and so you left. And that's why. That's 95% of the reason why you left. But you're trying to, like, shift this into some martyrdom thing for yourself that also conveniently allows you to nuke Justical's relationship with me, to try to hurt him on the way out as well. And now you're trying to present it as though, like, the only reason you're leaving. None of this is true. I don't, like, you could both fucking, and I even said this to another person, like, you could both work it out. Like, or you might do nothing. Like, these were far more likely options.
You're doing the probability to explain the event. When you say you could both work it out, that seems to betray a different intention than you telling Gisticle, I'm gonna leak stuff. That doesn't make, like, what? Like, I'm gonna leak stuff. Wait, oh my god, you're gonna leak stuff? Yeah, so you guys can work things out. That, you understand that
No,
these
I'm
two
not
things...
saying that, no, I'm not saying that was my intention. I'm saying that could be the after effect, and it was something that I had tried
We're
to,
not
like,
talking about the
instigate
after
prior.
effect. The after effect of me punching somebody in the face is they might go to the hospital and find out they have a brain tumor. That's, the after effect isn't what we're talking about. We're talking about the intention is of you doing a certain action. The intention was to probably, they shut on the way out.
Right. All I can say is, if you wanted me to elaborate what I meant, and I was just mad when I said that, probably shouldn't have just said that. Probably should have said what exactly I meant, rather than just saying, I will leak this. But I didn't get a chance to, like, explain it, because he blocked me.
You don't believe what you just said. This is bullshit. This is dumb. I don't know why we're... You've been in the public space long enough, as long as I have, that you don't say things like that to other creators. You know that, right? If I was ever talking to a creator my size or larger, and I were to say that in a conversation, bro, I'm gonna start leaking shit. That's all. I'm done. Not only am I done with that person, I'm done with every friend they have. Nobody would trust me ever. That's like the nuclear. Like, you're better off calling somebody the N-word or being more nice. That statement to another content creator, I'm gonna start leaking stuff. You're at that point, nobody in that community will associate with you. You know, but you know this. You know that. There's like the worst possible thing you could say to somebody.
Right, like Gisticle did.
What do you mean, like Gisticle did when?
This was Gisticle's. Yeah, he threatened to leak the stuff with Dan.
To be clear, that is a completely different situation. Dan and I don't have a personal relationship. Dan didn't he didn't give me any information about his podcast. That wasn't me betraying Dan's trust in any way. And I'm not going to go further into it because Dan and I are good now, but it's completely different. It's not a personal trust that's being violated.
And you leaked
There's
the
also
stuff first.
wait, hold on.
You leaked
wait,
my DM first.
Wait, also hold on. Wait. There's two parts to this. Okay. Number one, tell me if I'm wrong here. Okay, but the first part of this is
Oh, just real quick, I got cut in real quick. You just hold on to that.
Yeah.
Also, within like 24 hours, I completely apologized to Dan and said that was really up for me to frame it that way and say it that way. And of course, you had to respond the way you did. No hard feelings.
Oh, hold on. Two things. So number one, I believe Gisticle made that threat publicly, didn't he?
Yes.
Is it better to do it publicly?
Well, no, but he made it publicly because the second part is, my guess is going to be, is that after, well, I would hope this, otherwise Jiscal's retarded, that if Jiscal said that publicly, made that threat publicly, then the second part is, if Dan were to start leaking DMs or whatever, I don't think Jiscal would be like, I can't believe Dan started leaking this stuff. That's crazy. I think Jiscal would say like, well, yeah, I already threatened it. Like, if he's going to post stuff, then yeah, of course. That would be my guess.
I mean, Gisticle's threat to leak stuff was betraying your trust, wasn't it?
I mean, it gets complicated, but I don't know how this relates back to this situation.
Well, Gisticle's argument for it was he was just mad when he said it, and he shouldn't have said it, which is what I would say. Right, okay, I shouldn't have said it, but I also did say it privately. It was a key thing to say, and it also, like, muddies the water of what I meant and felt.
Sure, I guess. My understanding of this, because I've been gone for a few weeks, is Gisticle probably felt like he wanted to leak shit because he felt like his side of the situation wasn't being represented, and that there were things that were said in private messages that would exonerate his reputation that people were either hiding or not being forthcoming about. Right? It doesn't seem like, in this case here with you, it doesn't seem like that was the intention. It seems like the intention was purely, like, spite or damage. Like, it's not like you were being misrepresented in some way, or there was something that's like if Gisticle was privately telling you, like, yeah, Cherry, I hate her, she's a piece of she's a horrible person, blah, 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 and then on his stream, he's like, okay, well, Cherry's gonna get 2 days a week or whatever bullshit, like, I could understand you being like, okay, wait, hold on, well, Q, I'm gonna leak this is bullshit, right? Then that would make a little bit more sense.
I mean, okay, like, the leaking stuff had nothing to do with Cherry, but I just, I don't know, I think saying it public makes it worse. There was no ability to resolve or, like, de-escalate that, and then leaking what I'd said publicly obviously does the opposite. It escalates things.
Yeah,
like,
but I mean, well, you've also already threatened to leak stuff, so it's kind of like.
I don't know none of these timelines, dog.
Well, it could have been resolved, right? Though, like.
Yeah, but you're dealing with somebody. You just October 7th him. How is he gonna like resolve this when you've like threatened? It's like a hostage scenario now. Like you've already pushed the nuclear button.
Well, I think if he was able to resolve it in the other direction, he should have been able to use how that happened and then try to do that with me. Yes, it was.
Wait,
like,
so
I would take it back and say I was wrong because obviously now, if that's the reason why you don't really believe what I'm saying, then obviously I fucked myself. But I think, like, I still deserve, like, a good faith fucking steel man that isn't just like, I'm mentally ill. I think you're far more intelligent and capable of doing better than that.
Well, also, hold on, wait. So in the initial messages where you're even talking to Gisticle, the reason you give for leaking stuff is literally just if people talk shit about you in his Discord.
Yeah, I tried to explain that a second ago.
What was the explanation?
Because I felt like that behavior from his Discord would just be, like, cementing my concerns about anti-fan shit.
If people talk shit about you, it cements anti-fanning about me?
No, just like the behavior of those types of people that do that stuff.
What is the behavior? What does that do with anti-fanning?
Going around being, like, unhinged.
A person who goes around and is unhinged is an anti-fan? Or homeless people that scream at people passing by, is that anti-fan behavior?
I mean, if you think this is dumb, that's fine. But, like, that was my thought process. But also, I did just say the leak thing because I was mad. Like, and it could have been resolved and it didn't have to go this way. I also think, like, I regret saying that because it does obviously make people, if that's going to be, like, the reason why you don't believe anything I'm saying, then obviously, like, I shouldn't have said that.
To be clear, the reason I don't know what other people think. The reason I don't believe anything is because you're giving explanations for a mental state that exonerates you right now, but doesn't explain any of your prior behavior, which makes it all seem like a lie. That's the issue. The mental states that you're claiming to have had, that you're worried about people being mean about me or being an anti-fan or whatever, like if that was the thing that you were concerned about at the time, there's a whole separate set of actions that you would have taken, right? You would have messaged me privately instead of DMing all the other people first. You would continue to make it private without... what did I just say? Did you hear? Do you know what a conjunction is? What was the second? I don't know what was conjunction or not. What was the second part of the sentence? Before messaging a whole bunch of other people first, right? You would have just come to me, you would have said something, you wouldn't have threatened Justical with it. Why would you threaten him with something when you think that we can just work it out? That's not even a threat. And your threats here to leak stuff had nothing to do with me or anti-fan behavior at all. It had to do with stuff related to you, which is actually wholly consistent with my earlier explanation, that the only reason you wanted to leak stuff or hurt Justical is because you were mad, and the reason why you left the server was because of how people were talking about you or treating you. Here's a guess. I'm gonna make a guess. It's not a guess because I know that I'm right. If I were to read DMs between you and Justical, and then this has to do with you leaving his server, and anything you guys have said in the past like 3 or 4 days, is there a single message between you where you said something like your server needs to stop talking mean about Destiny or anti-fanning Destiny? No, there's probably not a single message. There's not a single message there. But I bet if we were to go through it, I bet there's more than this even about you talking about people.
All of his logs.
Do you think that contradicts anything about what I'm saying?
You were threatening to leak all of my shit.
I didn't say I would leak all of your shit.
Hold on, you just pivoted, but what I said was right. You didn't say that ever. And also, if you did say that, him deleting your logs wouldn't delete your side of the conversation where you would say that, so that's not even relevant.
This is also not true, because I had spoken to Justical about this, and he even referenced it on one of his streams when he had a bunch of people come in.
Had spoken to Justical about this.
Yes,
Hold on, wait, timelines. I didn't say at any point ever in all of history. I said, since you made the decision to leave the server in the last several days...
This was before.
Exactly, which is why it's not relevant, which is why you brought it up, okay? I said in the last several days...
How could I have spoken to Justical after?
What do you mean? You literally... These messages to him were after you left, were they not?
They were the day that I left, so like...
Were they? Hold on, why do you... Wait. The day, is a day a singular one point in time? It was after you left, correct?
Okay, how would
Wait. Why did you just say, okay? It was after you left, yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Yes, so these were messages after you left. So why did you say, how can I message him after I left, when I'm looking at messages to him after you left?
But then he soon blocked me.
How is that relevant to... How would that preclude you from telling him to prevent anti-fan behavior of me? He ended up blocking you, sure, but none of the messages you were talking to him about were communicating any concern for me. It was all concern for you. And you threatened to leak stuff if people talk shitty about you, because it was all about you, not about anti-fan behavior about me.
Okay. Again, like very soon before that, okay, we're talking like days before, I had spoken to Justical about Cherry and like feeling this way about things, about anti-fan stuff. So I had
about Cherry anti-fanning me?
Yes, like related to that.
Okay.
I feel like...
So here's a question. Wait, no, don't say anything. Shut up.
Go.
Here's a question, and Jessica can answer this, or Kelly can answer this. When you brought up Cherry anti-fanning me, if I were to read those conversations, do you think it's going to come off to me as though you have a genuine concern for her anti-fanning me? Or do you think I'm going to walk away thinking like Kelly is trying to find a reason to get Cherry thrown out of the Discord server? And I'm going to be used, like Cherry anti-fanning me is the excuse to toss her from Discord server.
I don't think... No, I've never asked for her to be tossed or implied that that's what I want. I did say I think she's manipulative.
Okay, so then it wasn't about anti-fanning me. Also,
how you just implied.
Oh wait, hold on. Has Cherry ever said anything bad about me on Justical Stream in like the past month?
She has done. I don't know about the past month. I don't really listen to what Cherry says about it.
Well, hold on, wait. You're the one that said that you talked to Justical like a week ago about Cherry's behavior, anti-fanning. What anti-fanning? What behavior?
She just hates you. I don't know.
So what?
Okay.
So wait. So does she need to be banned from Justical's server because she hates me?
No, I've never asked for her to be banned or anyone to be banned.
Does Justical need to change her mind and make her not hate me?
No, these were just concerns I was expressing.
What is the concern? What's the concern?
That this used to be like a chill place where everyone used to go because they actually liked you, and it was just like for DGGers to chill.
Hold on,
it's not. Wait. Like a bunch of people that don't like you just orbiting around being weird.
Hold on, Justical's stream has never been a chill place for people to go to talk about how much they like me.
No, not to talk about how much they like you, but it's like understood that everyone does like you. It's like
I mean, no, I think the understanding is that people are from my community. I think that's it. And then you guys play games, you chat with each other, and then sometimes you cover shit that's relevant to my stream or whatever or not. But it's not like a place where it's like, well, as long as all of us, like, let's do the quick check to make sure that...
Okay, sure, but I don't... Do you do that for other things? Oh, these people are from Hassan's community. That doesn't necessarily mean they like him. Would you ever do that? Would you ever have that second thought, well, just because they're from Vosh's community, or Hassan's community, or Ludwig's community, or LSF community, like Twitch community, would you ever be like, well, they're because their community, they're from a specific creator's community, we wouldn't... Well, LSF isn't a creator, but... Would you ever have that answer for that? As if like, well, I'm just from their community. It doesn't mean that I actually like them. I guess from a pure logic sense, yes, that is true. But like, I don't think people ever operate like that. Like ever. Like ever.
That we all like Destiny now. Like, obviously, everybody that fucking hating me would be weird. But even in private chats, even when you aren't streaming, is Cherry talking shit about me?
I don't talk to her in private. I don't know.
Wait, if you don't talk to Cherry in private and she doesn't say anything publicly negatively about me, how do you even know she hates me?
Because she said a bunch of shit that she hates you.
When?
She said it on the street. What, you want me to give you examples of time? I don't know the time.
Was this like 3 months ago? 6 months ago? 1 year ago?
I don't know, I'm not keeping up.
Well, but it was apparently this was relevant enough and pressing enough for you to talk to Gisticle about it 5 or 6 days ago. Coincidentally, around the same time you guys had huge fights.
Yes, because I don't think that that's changed.
So it was just a coincidence that you started to bring this up at the same time that you and Cherry had huge disagreements? You just did this out of concern for her opinion about me? Or was her opinion about me a potential scapegoat to get her tossed from the server or for concerns to be raised about her? Like, why wouldn't I think that? It's so obviously what's happening, right?
I mean, again, this isn't like steelmanning me. This is just like trying to dig and like, you aren't giving me any charitability.
There's no charitability.
Bunch of assumptions on everything I say. The space in Gisticle's Discord was very pro-Destiny. Like, I've said this before.
Literally, hold on. Lav was part of. Wait. Okay.
She was banned for.
Here's a question.
Here's a question. Her to like cover for me.
Here's a question. But when Lav was there before the first time she left or got banned or whatever, are there messages between you and Gisticle where you're saying, hey, Lav is like probably one of the biggest Destiny anti-fans in existence. She's like probably the only person that's accused him of like weird sexual behavior. Like we should really do something about that. Are those messages anywhere in existence between you and Gisticle?
Well, why would I need to if she got banned? I don't know.
Why would I need to? She got banned. Hold on. Do you realize that what you just said was a complete and total non sequitur? She was on that server for months. Did you know she was going to get banned? Are you now a fortune teller?
She got invited back because of you.
We're not talking about invited back. Hold on. Lav is one of probably the largest anti-fan of mine that's ever been in that server. Did you at any point in time ever express a concern to Gisticle about her presence on that server? Ever?
No, because you invited her back to DGG.
Okay. Were you on stream with Lav before?
Yes.
Were you on stream with Lav after I banned her and unfriended her on Discord? After the whole Zoe shit blew up? Or did you stop hanging out with her? After the Zoe shit, did you message just and say, hey, I think Lav is anti-fanning Destiny and he's banned he's banned her from chat. I don't think I want her around here anymore.
Gisticle, do you have an answer for that? Because I don't remember.
No, wait. The fact that you don't remember is an answer to my question. Because you said before, no, hold on. You are post hoc rationalizing, and these don't work because you can't lie like this. It's way too much time.
I just don't want to say something that's not true.
No, but you do, and you just said, right? You said before that, you did this. I understand what you're doing. You're trying to put together the story after the fact, right? You're trying to say, like, okay, well, hold on. Fuck, Lav was an anti-fan, yeah. Oh, I actually was okay with that because you unbanned her from chat, because you remembered that. And it is true, I did unban her from chat. However, no. If that was something that you knew at the time, and not something that you just remembered now, then when I say, well, what about when I banned her from chat? Then you would have an answer for that. You're like, oh, well, when you banned her, I either didn't think she was an anti-fan because of XYZ, or, yeah, I did, and I communicated with Gisticle. If that was truly a concern at the time, that was never a concern. That's why you didn't have that emotional state through any of that time period. You just made it up now. And it can explain one thing conveniently for you. It explains why you're okay with that. Well, because you unbanned her from chat. But it doesn't explain, oh shit, well, once you banned her from chat, why didn't I hate her?
Okay, I'm fairly sure that when you banned her again, we would have banned her then. So
really? Did Lav get banned from Gisticle's server after I banned her?
She only recently got added.
When I banned her from my chat, was she instantly banned from Gisticle's server?
Gisticle, respond.
No, you should know this, because this was apparently really important to you. You're the one saying that you're looking for anti-fan behavior, so you should know this. Why would you ask Gisticle? You know better than he does.
I didn't think she was an anti-fan because you brought her back. I could be wrong though. If she's an anti-fan and I didn't take that seriously,
I'm not talking about bringing her
wrong.
back. I'm talking about when I banned her again.
I'm 100% sure that when she went back to being schizo, that's when she got banned again.
What about the Queenman guy? Isn't he a massive anti-fan of mine? Do you spend time on stream with him?
Is he a massive anti-fan? What?
This is why you gotta be super careful. Once you have arguments with people, especially arguments about drama online, you better get your fucking story right, because the people can put clips together and put timelines together and then reveal it all back to you. If it doesn't match the timeline of everything, you really need to. If I was Kelly, I would have got everything in order, so at least I could have like the second answer, like the next level deeper, to where like I wouldn't get stumped on any questions. You ask me a question, like, oh, well, yep, I did it because of this. Yep, that's it. Yeah, I did because of this. Yep, that's it. Yep. Yeah, just to, because when you answer questions more quickly like that, it comes off as if like you come off as more good faith, like you're not seen as someone who's just trying to lie and manipulate.
But does he say he hates you a lot?
He just talk shit about me on so many YouTube streams.
I barely know anything about him.
You know what's common between Lav and Queeman? Is that neither of these people have crossed you. But Cherry did, and Cherry's the one who all of a sudden, like, significantly needs to be communicated. And now Gisticle also needs to be talked about because you and him have an issue. Do you understand that all the people that you are having these huge issues with publicly that are about anti-fanning me, they're really just people that you have issues with?
Lav and I don't know how to say his name. Koeman, whatever. They're not really part of the community. They haven't been around. Like Lav literally was brought back because of you, banned around the same time, and then very recently came back. And I don't speak to her privately. I don't speak to Koeman really. I've spoken to him once because
it doesn't matter who you're speaking to. You already said that. You didn't have to speak to Cherry. But you still wanted to leave because she was in there because she was an anti-fan, right? Why does it matter if you're speaking or not?
If I knew like that they were going around like saying the same mentality, then I would consider that for them too. But I don't know. Just like,
I thought you said I thought you were saying that Cherry wasn't even a big part of the community. So why would it even matter for her?
No, she is because she's been around a lot more recently, like in the last month or so. And also, if she is like saying like making these types of demands, that does make like a bigger difference.
Okay, sorry. What did you want to say? Anything, Gisticle?
Nope.
Okay. Well, anything else? Are we good?
I asked you to steel man me one time, and you can't bring yourself to like possibly see that anything I'm saying. You can believe that I'm wrong. You can believe that I came to these conclusions because I'm retarded, or I put things together incorrectly. But the fact that even though I've sent you messages where clearly I had these concerns from weeks ago, it can't possibly be that these relate in any way to anything.
I think it would be.
Do you think that I had these concerns, but they're completely irrelevant? Do you not think that I had these concerns at all?
It might have been something that you considered a little bit at some point in time, but I think you're trying to angle them now into ways to punish Gisticle.
Okay. You know what? I will acknowledge that there's like a potential that he could have been punished, but that wasn't like motivation.
You just made one of the most worthless concessions in the world. That's not even a concession. I don't even know why you just said that. It's like me accusing you of putting bleach in somebody's cereal, and you saying that like, well, you know, I guess maybe he could have drank some of it, but I dumped it out before we even had the bowl of cereal in front of her. What you just said made no sense.
Okay, well, you haven't conceded anything. You haven't tried to see anything from my perspective. There's been like no like supporting of like anything I've said.
Yeah, because none of it makes sense. None of it's explanatory. None of it lines up.
That's the point of steel manning, isn't it? Isn't it to try and prove that even if you don't believe something?
Steel manning would be taking the strongest version of your argument. I don't know what the strongest version of that is. It doesn't involve psychosis. I don't know if I can think of a singular.
That's not doing that, is it? It's just insulting.
I'm not trying to be insulting. What I'm saying is that there are multiple actions that you're taking that I don't.
Okay, take that back. That's not true. That was obviously meant to be an insult.
I'm literally not. What I'm trying to demonstrate is that I don't think that I can think of a singular state of mind, okay, that can explain all of your different actions that somehow have me as a concern. I don't think that's possible unless I attribute like some severe break with reality. I don't think I can do that. I don't think it's possible. None of your actions can be explained singularly by that, other than like dramatic mood changes or voices in your head or something. There's just no way I can do that. I don't think so.
Yeah, again, this is it's bad faith. It's insulting. I know that you're capable of steel manning me because you're incredibly intelligent, but you're doing this purposefully. I don't know why.
How can you say, how am I supposed to read, by the way, we're not friends anymore, or whatever it was classed as, don't talk shit or allow shit talk about me, or I will drop all information I know that you've told me. That threat to Gisticle, how is that anything but you defend your own reputation? Help me steel man yourself, or I just give you a version. How does that possibly work?
What it is me being angry. I shouldn't have said it, and I wish I had had the ability to like fucking explain myself.
Okay,
but I was just angry, and
sure.
that is spiteful.
When you get angry,
that is spiteful.
When you get angry, all right, do you just drop like dominoes on your keyboard and random words happen to form, or do you turn on text-to-speech and hold your microphone out the window and see what people passing by say, or where do the words come from?
I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna just step in here and say Kelly passed multiple messages to me through a third party, and none of them where I didn't mean that. I need to explain it. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it like that.
You didn't ask me.
Different litigations.
You could have asked me when you unblocked me like recently. I didn't realize this was going to be your concern, and if it was, why didn't you speak to me about it?
Why didn't I? Because you just said what you were gonna say. What you were gonna do. I was like done.
Okay,
again, because I like defended you two people for like so long, and then you threatened to leak on me when I'm like still defending you, when I'm still cleaning up my server, when I'm still doing all of these things.
And I said to you, I didn't mean that it was meant to be public. Like I made that pretty clear. Yes, because you blocked me and I didn't have the option to clarify that.
And obviously you didn't think it was important to clarify it.
Somebody who gets mad and does the same thing that I just did, you should be able to understand that I was just fucking mad.
No, wait. What you're saying is possible, okay? And hold on, here's a way out from Kelly, because now I'm going to use your mental state, okay? Or the one that you've presented, because I don't think you were just mad. I think you were being pretty intentional. But let's say, okay, so Kelly was mad, so she started saying shit to just go, listen, you clean your shit up, okay? I don't want people talking shit about me, I'm going to leave, blah, 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 okay? And then he blocks you, and you're like, okay, you're like, I was mad. So does that mean that in the messages that came afterwards, when you were communicating through third parties, were you either expressing concern for me, saying, like, okay, well, I just don't want people anti-fanning, that's anything weird, or saying like, oh, hey, like, I would never leak your stuff, like, I'm sorry I said that, I would never do that to you?
Sorry, who am I speaking to?
I'm asking you, did you pass either of those messages along, saying like you didn't mean that, you would never leak anything ever, or that you were...
the things that were passed along would just be autistically spurging about like the fucking, the Fallout stuff.
Wait. How many minutes after? How many hours after? How many days after were these third-party messages passed along?
I don't know, because I don't know when they were passed.
Hold on. When did you type them?
Like within the last couple of days.
Okay, so were you mad the whole time then? Because if you were just upset and it was an emotional thing, wouldn't you have corrected for that in the messages that you would pass along? Hey, sorry, I was upset. I should have never said this.
I was still angry afterwards. Obviously, I was
okay.
There's a
so you were
between
mad.
Acutely angry, which is what I said, and I shouldn't have said this, which is true. And then there's just being residually angry. But
okay,
also,
and now all the anger is gone. Now that when you come here and you have to exonerate yourself, now the anger is gone, and now you can speak with a clear mind.
This
So you
is
didn't
not.
mean these
This
things?
is not about exonerating myself. No one's going to give two shits about anything I say.
Stop saying that.
It's
Stop
just
doing that.
content.
Stop doing that. You're not manipulating me, okay? Don't do that. We don't do the gaslighting here, okay? This isn't a matter of will anybody else believe you. Clearly, you want people to. That's why you're defending yourself. So when you just, that thing that you just said, obviously no one's going to believe me. Then no, you don't believe that, because if that was true, you wouldn't be here. You wouldn't be on my stream right now talking publicly about this, okay? So you gave an emotional state for why you did a thing, but apparently this emotional state stayed with you for days, and now it's not here anymore? Now that you're here? Now you can see clearly? Like...
No. I said I was acutely angry. Everybody knows the difference between like something that is acute and something that is like, you know, resentment or annoyance like after the fact. I think by the time that I spoke to Gistigal, that was after he'd leaked this as well, wasn't it? Gistigal?
I'm just saying that rather than trying to figure out the difference between like acute versus chronic anger versus whatever, I could also just like take it at your word. I think that you wanted to leak this. I think you were trying to protect your own reputation. That's why you threatened to leak if he didn't clean the Discord server up. That also...
I don't have a reputation! What does that mean?
Then why wouldn't you just leak everything? Or why would you say this to him at all? You were just typing random words into your keyboard with no purpose, with no motivation, with no intention. It was just random words, and these are the ones that came out.
It's not about, okay, it's just a knee-jerk response to like defend yourself. That doesn't mean that I have a reputation to defend or that I care that much about my reputation, because I'm aware it's not good. And obviously me being here for this length of time is probably making it worse.
It's a knee-jerk reputation, like you were
and
hitting...
warned me.
Okay.
And said this is going to go badly and everything else. I'm aware.
Okay, you did the thing again, but okay.
What is the thing?
I don't know, we should call it like a Kellyism. Somebody's talking about the intention of you doing a particular thing, and then you allude to some probabilistic outcome to deny the intention. So something like, you aim a gun at somebody's head, you pull the trigger shoot, and you miss and you hit their shoulder, and somebody's like, why the f are you trying to kill him? And your response is like, people get shot in the shoulder all the time, they're fine. That's what you're doing. You laugh, but that's what you've done for that, like, this entire conversation. You allude to some probability of outcomes in order to try to escape the accusation that you have like bad intentions when you engage in some action. It's so weird. You do this over and over and over again. Hi. Have fun, bye. Yep.
All right. Is it possible to be mad about multiple things? And that there wasn't like one grand fucking like motivator?
After stream. Tonight after dinner. That you can be mad about multiple things. Sure. Obviously, I have to say yes to that, right? There's no other reasonable response. Plenty of people have multiple motivations for doing things. But the story here, or the question here, isn't whether or not you have multiple competing motivations. The challenge is you initially said that your main motivation for leaving was anti-fanning behavior about me on the Discord server. And that Cherry was like a minor thing that pushed you.
I would just drop that point.
Well,
counterclaim is that
Cherry also related to it. So it was like...
Cherry related to what?
I would just drop that point, actually, at this point. Let's say it's true. Let's say Kelly actually did feel that way. I would just drop that point, because it's like, it's easier to just, I would just take the easier defensible point and be like, yeah, it was this too. I'm not saying it doesn't include that, but the biggest reason, I'll adjust it now. I'll retract and say, it's because I was angry. Because, like, you're just not getting past that. Like, I would just drop that immediately, even if it, maybe not drop it completely, but, like, it wouldn't be my first and strongest argument. Like, it just wouldn't be. Especially if there's conflicting timelines of you being in the place or remaining in the place while anti-fan behavior happened, regardless of you identifying, wow, things have changed now. Now it's actually, in her point of view, now it's actually anti-fan. But it's just like, if those elements existed before your realization, then it's not going to be believable to anyone who's listening to what you're saying. Unfortunately.
Because I think that stuff applies to her, and if she's going to be around more, that just made me feel like the sentiment, like that she hates you as well.
First of all, I don't even know if Cherry hates me, and I don't even know why you think that. Why do you think she hates me?
Because she said a lot of shit. I don't know.
Hold on. When? 6 months ago?
She says like she's very passive aggressive with shit.
She's passive aggressive towards everybody. She's probably passive aggressive towards Gistical.
Well, that could be an incorrect reading of that, but I don't feel like it. I feel like again, this could be my gut, and that could be throwing me off, but that was my, Can I have been pissed about multiple things? Should I have said the leak thing? No, probably not. But I think as Justical being through that situation himself, probably could have been a bit more empathetic.
We're not. No one
directly
here is
related to
talking
that.
about whether you should have or shouldn't have done a thing. The question is the motivations for doing the thing. You keep bringing up like the thing itself. The thing doesn't matter.
Okay, so someone can be angry by multiple things. Can they have multiple motivations?
Yes.
Okay. So is it possible that my motivations that I'm saying as a primary motivation could be true, but your ones could also be true? Like
No,
I'm
you
just,
can only have one
like, I'm
primary motivation. All the people that you start fights with are people that have slighted you. And for you to come later on and say that, well, it's...
You can only have one primary motivation. You can only have... Well, sure, if you throw the word primary in there, I guess that necessitates you can only have one, sure. But I guess, like... The reason I don't like that sentence is because, like... It says that there cannot be... It almost implies that there cannot be two equally competing motivations for something. Like, let's say you have a total of 4 motivations to do an action. Let's say you have 4 motivations. If 2 of those motivations are at 30%, and the third one is at 25%, and the other one's at 15%, Destiny's statement of you can only have one, I said, the word primary is like, I wouldn't... It depends. Can Kelly say primary? Because I wouldn't even accept that framing if I was her. Hold on.
Because they're... No, the thing doesn't matter.
Okay, so someone can be angry by multiple things. Can they have multiple motivations?
Yes.
Okay. So is it possible that my motivations that I'm saying as a primary motivation could be true, but your ones could
Oh,
also
she
be
said
true?
it. Oh,
You
okay.
only have one primary motivation. All the people that you start fights with...
Okay, well, I wouldn't... That's her fault, then. I tried. The fact that she used the word primary fucks that up. If Destiny brought it up first, that would have been a good counter-argument.
People that have slighted you. So. And for you to come later on and say that, well, it's because they're actually anti-fans of me, it's disingenuous. It's not true.
No, Cherry disliked me because of stuff that I'd stuck up for you before. Like, she brought that up.
Wait, when?
She brought it up recently, but like, it would have been ages ago, yeah. I don't know.
Explain further. I don't think that's true.
Recently and ages ago. These two words seem to be opposite each other.
Explain
but...
the thing. What the thing is that you're...
Cherry brought it up recently. And the stuff that, like, it would have been related to, like, all of the stuff that happened last year.
Last year?
Of her, like, at TwitchCon.
Yeah,
being,
that's
like,
a year
weird and
ago,
shit.
yeah. What?
She brought it up to shit on Destiny in what way?
No, I'm saying, like, she doesn't like me because of the comments I made around that. Because I agree with Destiny.
You said defending him, but how did you defend him? What did you defend him from?
No, I said, well, I don't know if it was defending or agreeing. I'm struggling to remember because it was ages ago.
Wait, then what is this? This has nothing to do with anything, then. What do we...
Because that's where the initial dislike came from.
Okay, I'll just clear this up for you because you don't remember. It had nothing to do with Destiny. I don't know why you're referencing this. It had to do with you and Cherry being mad that she didn't want to hang out with you at TwitchCon when she was like not feeling good, right?
No.
And then you were saying comments about her being BBD and shit, and she was pissed about that. It had nothing to do with defending Destiny.
I mean, I did defend Destiny, and I did say like shit. Like she got mad at like shit I said in DGG. I don't remember. I'd have to go look at my fucking logs. Obviously, because I'd like heard the side from Melina as well, like saying she was being nutty and shit, right?
Yeah, this is like 8-9 months ago.
Exactly. I don't remember exactly.
I don't know if this has anything to do with like...
The thing that I feel like people wildly interpret situations differently, because it's just the idea that like Kelly can have this back and forth or whatever the fuck with Cherry, and I should say Kelly Jean. It's not like I actually know her. Have this back and forth with Cherry, and then they come away with 2 different like interpretations of what happened. If there are logs that exist, I feel like that would clear it. I mean, I don't really care personally what is in fact what the fact of the matter is, but it would just, if you could lay down the groundwork, okay, this is what was actually said, and then move on from there, I feel like that would be better instead of people trying to remember shit that happened a year ago.
Like anything recently.
I'm just saying, like, the issues with me and Cherry didn't just start from, I don't know, 5 minutes ago.
Okay. Well, anything else?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how I'm supposed to prove my motivations in this case.
You can't. I don't, because I think you're lying. I don't know how you could prove it. If you really want me to, if you want to pay me money, I will sit down for like 3 hours and try to write like some consistent through line that can like fantastically explain everything that's happened. But the problem is when you try to lie after you've like made so many actions and communicated with so many people over like such a span of time, it's going to be almost impossible to misrepresent that. And I feel like when you speak, you're just trying to misrepresent everything. So yeah.
Okay.
It's hard for me to imagine another set of explanations for why you've acted the way you are when the set that I have in my head seems to pretty consistently and easily explain every single action. I can probably predict future actions.
What would I have to say to like change your mind?
I've already given you multiple like outs for that. I've made predictions on what I think you guys spoke about. I said, were there any times where you were speaking to Gisticle where you had threatened to like, like take something to me or whatever before the cherry stuff, or when you were communicating to Gisticle afterwards, after he blocked you?
Okay, I didn't threat. But I did ask if I could talk to you about this stuff, to other people, like saying, should I talk to him about this? Because at that point, I was very concerned about this, but it was more in I would like to resolve it.
Increase the speed to 1.5
okay, I mean, real quick. None of this was ever brought up to me, though, until after your huge event of...
Yeah, because everyone would always be like, yeah, don't talk to Destiny. Even though I said that, like, I sent you logs of me talking to people.
Why did people tell you not to talk to me?
I don't know.
You have no idea. Like, you just wander the world. Hold on. When you answer things like that, I automatically...
Because I feel like I would make it worse, probably. Because
okay, so hold on.
like,
so wait,
I'm doing that right now.
Yeah, okay, good. We're walking down a path, okay? So people told you don't talk to me because if you did, you would make it worse. Okay? Did you agree with them or did you disagree with them?
I didn't do either. I just listened.
Okay, but you must have agreed with them if you didn't talk to me, right?
No, that doesn't mean I agreed.
Well, then why didn't you talk to me? You disagreed with them saying you would make it worse.
That's not... Well, I don't necessarily. So you're saying... Let's say... does that mean you necessarily listen to them? Okay, you could argue that yes, because you took the action that they recommended. You took the action that they recommended you to do, or in this case, not do. So you chose the non-action in accordance with their suggestion. Let's say you listen to 5 people tell you to talk to Destiny, and 5 people that told you not to talk to Destiny. Necessarily, no matter what decision, you listen to somebody. And it's just like, well, in that case, how do you know I didn't listen to all of them and take all that feedback? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you just like, well, you made this decision, so that means you did, in fact, listen to those. It's just like, I don't... Yeah, I guess the only question is, I guess you're saying that it's impossible to make that decision. Well, that would be my question, Kelly. It is impossible to make. So you're saying, Destiny, it is impossible to make that decision, to make a decision that someone else recommended for me without listening to them. That's impossible. Like, if I make that decision and that they recommended that I did, in fact, listen to them. What if I was already leaning a certain way, then someone said something, but 10 other people disagreed? I guess that means I did, in fact, listen to them over the other 10 people. I don't, maybe I'm being too artistic. I don't know. It doesn't feel necessarily. It must be.
Okay, so now you have the pressures. Now you're so hyper aware of your actions that you won't even do a thing that has the potential to have a bad outcome, even if your intentions are good. So if that's the case, then why is it that as soon as you get into a huge fight and you leave Gisticle server, all of that goes out the window, and now you are willing to message me and do something that could have a great negative outcome?
Because the difference was, I felt like I was more vindicated in my feelings that this was going down an anti-fan path.
Why? Nothing about you leaving that server had anything to do with anti-fanning.
Can it be possible that I thought that it did?
No. What part of it did? Explain.
Dang, we'll say no, it's not possible.
What part of the Baldur's Gate game? What part of Cherry's commentary? What about that had to do with any of these people being an anti-fan towards me?
It's not okay. So it's not specifically what they were saying to you, right? I agree. I don't think the stuff that was being brought up in the Baldur's Gate stuff was like related to you. Like, and I never said that that was the case.
So what part of the only one that brought up anything ostensibly negative about me was you? So what part of any of this could be construed as anti-fanning behavior by any of them?
What did I bring up that was negative about you?
By referencing mine and Cherry's interactions, by calling her a cum dumpster and bringing up 15-2 and blah blah blah. Like, you were the one that was mining that information, the fight that me and her had a long time ago. You were the one that was, and she didn't bite on any of that, by the way. Because if you're looking for anti-fan behavior, she could have bit on any of that and attacked me over it. She could have brought up like, oh well, actually, that's here, and he did blah blah blah. She didn't bite on that at all, actually. Like, not a single thing.
I don't think anybody, and you can correct me on this if you're wrong, but I don't think anybody thinks the 15-2 thing like it's anti-fan to you. Like, she put it all over her Twitter. People make fun of her because of that, but how is that making fun of you?
Yeah, okay. Well, what else? Is there anything you want to talk about? Or that interpretation was just so stupid. You're either bad faith or I don't care about the conversation. It's fucking retarded. I was trying to ask you for any type of evidence that the anti-fanning behavior is what pushed you out of the server, because I haven't seen any of that at all.
Okay. Well, my opinion was if a bunch of people are saying like that they hate you, that was what I considered anti-fan.
Who were a bunch of people saying they hate me? You've got Gisticle that complained a little bit in DMs after the Dan incident, and you have Cherry 8 months ago. Who else was saying they hate me?
I mean...
You said a bunch of people. Those were your words. A bunch of people.
I gave you an answer, okay, but aligned with what you wanted from me, and I'm saying, I spoke to Gisticle in regards like him hating you.
Who were a bunch of people?
What?
Who are a bunch of people? You said a bunch of people hated you. Who are a bunch? We've got Cherry from 10 months ago or 8 months ago. We've got Gisticle after the dance stuff. Who are a bunch of people that hated me?
Well, there were like several people. Apart from those, I don't know if there's anything like specifically, like, I don't know what you want, really.
Okay, so if you can't even remember an example, this was enough to drive you from the server for things you don't even remember?
No, this is like... I think that if the person in charge of the stream repeatedly says that they hate you, and that's in line with like what I've said prior, like... is that like not concern enough? If I've like been...
It's hard to be in Kelly's position here, but I see, like, the only thing I would say in her defense is... I would just... First of all, I would retract a bunch of people. If you say a bunch of people and then your answer is 2, a bunch is not 2. No matter what. It's like, bro, I just fucked a bunch of girls, bro. Bro, how many you fucked? 2. Like, no one's gonna... Bro, I just made a bunch of dollars, bro. Bro, how much money you make? $2? No, like, I have a bunch of reasons why you shouldn't do this. Okay, well, what are your reasons? How many reasons you got? 2. I would, if I was her, I would just drop that immediately. And I would say, hearing it from orbiters, not random people in a Discord or the random people in the community, but hearing orbiters say that, on top of them, I don't know, being in the same realm with Lav? I don't know if Cherry was around Lav or not. Or the extent that Justical and Lav had conversations or whatever. But that's the only thing I can see to save her at this point, at least in this conversation.
Speaking about other people.
No, because you didn't leave
like,
as a result of his feelings
also...
about... You didn't leave as a result of his feelings about me. You left after a huge situation blew up with Cherry.
Yeah, but Cherry also doesn't like you.
But that had nothing to do with your guys' fight, and she doesn't express any of that on... What?
I never said it did. Okay, I never said like.
Yeah, but it does not. That nothing. Her feelings about me are completely irrelevant on that stream. I don't even know why you would think she doesn't like me or hates me. She's given no indication of that for like 10 months.
Right. No, that's not true. She's definitely said like a bunch of negative shit. Like maybe not super recently, and I doubt super recently.
Can you think of one negative thing she said? You said she said a bunch of negative shit. Can you think of one negative thing she said about me?
No, I don't have any logs of shit she said.
Am I asking you for logs of stuff? I'm asking where the impression comes from. That's it.
If I have to find it, I can do.
It doesn't have to be a fucking quote. I'm just curious. Like in general, what do you think she said negatively about me? Okay, listen, also, it's fine if you don't ever remember this, but then you can't expect me, because I'm asking you, I'm giving you an opportunity to give me a separate narrative, and you don't have anything for it. But then you can't get frustrated at me for not believing what you're saying when you can't even tell me why you have an impression of somebody.
Alright, so because the impression was formed from 10 months ago, it can't still be accurate now.
An impression formed from 10 months ago doesn't explain an action that you've taken right now, correct? You know how in house you're trying to diagnose somebody and
Wait, no.
Because he
hold on, that's not true. Imagine if I'm a spiteful incel, and I finally get a girlfriend, and then some Giga Chad takes my girlfriend away from me, and I'm bitter about it. I fucking hate that guy. I fucking hate him. If 10 months go by, I still fucking hate him. Those fit. Like, I don't be like, well, that was 10 months ago. It's like I don't. Wait, hold on. Look, just to make sure I'm hearing what he said right. Hold on.
Okay, listen, also, it's fine if you don't ever remember this, but then you can't expect me, because I'm asking you, I'm giving you an opportunity to give me a separate narrative, and you don't have anything for it. But then you can't get frustrated at me for not believing what you're saying when you can't even tell me why you have an impression of somebody.
Alright, so because the impression was formed from 10 months ago, it can't still be accurate now.
An impression formed from 10 months ago doesn't explain an action that you've taken right now.
I disagree. No, I disagree. Impressions that you made 10 months ago cannot inform. Oh, I gotta hear that, because I know he didn't say that. That sounds insane. What?
And you don't have anything for it. But then you can't get frustrated at me for not believing what you're saying when you can't even tell me why you have an impression of somebody.
Alright, so because the impression was formed from 10 months ago, it can't still be accurate now.
An impression formed from 10 months ago doesn't explain an action that you've taken right now, correct?
Bullshit. Nope, bullshit. I would argue on that so hard. Maybe he has a more fleshed out way of saying it, and he's not saying it because it's Kelly Jean he's talking to, but I would 100% disagree with that. Because my follow-up question to that would be, okay, what is the time frame in which my impressions of other people can dictate my actions? Is it like, well, it's past 3 months since you formed this opinion about the person, now any action that you have is like, what? Maybe he'll explain it more?
You know how in House, when they're trying to diagnose somebody, and they're like, oh, I think he's got this disease because he drank alcohol. And they were like, oh, well, the last drink that he had was 10 years ago. That wouldn't show up on an MRI now. That's what is happening, right? If you felt like Cherry hated me 10 months ago,
Wait, whoa.
All right, so because the impression...
An action that you've taken right now, correct? You know
Does
how
that
in House, when they're trying to
analogy
diagnose
work?
somebody, and they're like, oh, I think he's got this disease because he drank alcohol. And they were like, oh, well, the last drink that he had was 10 years ago. That wouldn't show up on an MRI now. That's what is happening.
Those are two different things. Those are a physical ailment and the symptoms of a disease in accordance to actions that you've taken in your life that contribute to the disease is it's not even no, that's a bullshit analogy. I would say it's a bullshit analogy. That's just
right, if you felt
wrong.
like Cherry hated me 10 months ago, oh, well, actually, here's a question. This could help your case a little bit. Are there any messages between you and Gisticle 10 months ago saying like, hey, I don't think Cherry should be in this Discord server because of how she feels about Steven or Destiny?
Even if Destiny is 100% correct in his evaluation of Kelly's actions and why it doesn't make sense, that analogy was still fucking wrong. I don't know why you would. I don't know why. That is. I just disagree. Hardcore. That does not mean. Let's say. Okay. Wait. So impression, because the basis is impressions formed years ago or 10 months ago cannot inform stuff. What if I really hate a person after what they did? What is the statute of limitations? How hard do they have to aggress against me? Like what? I think that's not. If I was Kelly, I would push back against that 100%. That sounds fucking retarded. That actually sounds fucking retarded. And here we are about to move on from that because Kelly can't spot it.
I've had that type of conversation about people. I don't know if it's about Cherry. Again, I
that
can't
was fucking...
find anything.
I'm not asking. Hold on, no, don't divert into. I'm asking for hyper-specific autistic thing. The only reason I'm bringing up Cherry is because Cherry is the one big example that you're leaning on besides Gisticle. So then I'm asking you, when Cherry was at her most anti-Fanny, did you express that concern to anybody else?
I'm 100% sure I have.
Saying that we need to maybe get her off the server because of her feelings towards Steven or Destiny?
Yeah, not just Cherry, but other people that I know that you've not liked. I've had concerns with them coming on.
Okay.
And just being around and having like perms and things like that, probably more specifically.
Sure. So then when Cherry didn't get banned and nothing happened to her, why didn't you leave then?
Because everyone kept saying, oh, she's not going to say anything negative about Destiny now.
Oh, and she hasn't, really, for like 10 months. So then what's the problem?
I don't talk to her privately. No, she hasn't been around for 10
months. I
months.
don't talk to her privately.
She hasn't said anything since people said she wouldn't say anything.
That.
So why the sudden anger about her feelings towards me?
It's not 10 months. It's maybe like 7 or 8.
Not relevant at all.
Okay, sorry, repeat what you said.
Why, if she hasn't said anything negative about me, and you didn't want to leave 6 or 7 months ago, why would you leave now about it, if she hasn't said anything negative about me?
Because Gisticle didn't hate you then.
Okay, so all of this then just comes down to Gisticle.
Yes, because there being other anti...
I wouldn't even bite the butt. There can be... All of this comes down to Gisticle. No, because if... Well, I would say it depends. Is it Gisticle's community? Yes. If the answer is yes, then... Or Gisticle's space, Gisticle's server, Gisticle's Discord, Gisticle's chat, just anything under the domain of Gisticle. If the perception is he feels a certain way about something, in the same way that if Destiny feels different about the word retard, it's going to affect the way his community engages with the word. So if your answer is, well, this all comes down to Gisticle, in some regards, yeah. Yes. Because the way Gisticle feels is going to open the door to the types of things that would be susceptible to the things he feels. So yeah, I would just say that I would bite that bullet and say yes, that actually strengthens my argument. You can say it's stupid or disagree, and I would be open to hearing the things you disagree with, but yeah, I would say yeah, 100%, yeah. The way the person who is in charge or at the top of the community of that space feels about a certain individual will want, okay, yeah, I don't even have to give it, yeah. 100%.
He fans around is significantly less of a problem when he doesn't hate you, because it's his stream and he's the one in charge of it.
Okay, if all of this comes down to Gisticle, and your issue is with Gisticle and his anti towards me, then why wasn't that the line? When people were telling you, don't go to Destiny, you'll make things worse, don't talk to Steven about this, okay? Why didn't you give a red line then and say to Gisticle, hey, listen, if you're not going to talk to Destiny, I'm leaving the server. Hey, if you're not going to go and communicate this with him or figure this out, I don't want to be here. Why did it take a large fight between you and Cherry for that to get dropped?
Because I was convinced that like, it would resolve, and I could help it resolve eventually, even if not then, like 3 weeks ago, roughly, when I spoke about it.
So what changed your mind that it was unresolvable?
Okay, yeah, us falling out, me like leaving and like him blocking me, and I was like, okay, this is not going to get resolved now.
Why would you be the key in resolving that?
Well, I don't see how it would resolve.
Why did or because you left?
Why does that even matter? Why would you be the key in resolving that? let's say I didn't think I was a key, but I wanted the outcome and I wanted to work toward it. Why are you framing it as an I am the key, as if it cannot happen without me? Maybe I'm being like hyper, like excessive of his statements, but his statements are like not. They're all, when people make a string of, well, not necessarily statements, it makes me just like not sure. I just when it's just not necessarily. Destiny could be right. He could most likely be correct, but not necessarily. Not necessarily. Like that's, you can't be like, well, this is the most probable outcome, so therefore you were in fact feeling that. It's just like, no, you don't get to dictate that for other people. No, you don't. All right.
Yes, because he wasn't speaking to me anymore, and I was like,
were you making progress in any of your conversations? Getting.
What do you mean?
Like, was he getting closer every day towards like talking to me because you were communicating with him?
I don't know. I tried speaking to him about it. I don't know what logistical things.
Well, it doesn't matter what he thinks. It matters what you think, because we're exploring your motivations right now. His aren't really relevant right now. Apparently, you have a strong feeling about what his motivations are, because that's basically defining your actions, right? You think that he.
Well, if she thinks his actions, if she thinks his motivations or intentions are spite-filled and like anti-fan, and she's saying whether I agree with her or not, and she is saying that my actions were responding to an anti-fan environment, then yes, absolutely. The way that Justical feels about something would be relevant. It wouldn't just be something I put to the side. So even if you want to focus on what she's doing, fine, but you can't just be like, well, yeah, I don't count that variable. Sorry, and then just move. Like you can't. No.
You think that nothing's going to change, but you understand that it's very convenient that all of these thoughts are like materializing out of nowhere after a major disagreement between.
That is fair, though.
If all of that fight.
That's not true.
Okay. Well,
I feel like if Kelly just said, "I understand a lot of this looks believable," how about let's say that fight didn't happen and all the same shit happened? Would it then all of a sudden? So it just hinged in the same way that Destiny, you're telling me that it all was pivotal based on Justical. I can say, okay, your whole argument is pivotal based on that argument I had with Cherry. So if that argument didn't happen and all the same shit I did continued the same, would it be like, oh, well, yeah, I'll completely 180, or would you still, and the answer is no, I still feel that way, then it shouldn't be relevant to bring up.
Every single thing I can express. Here's a question. Is there a single thing that I can't explain with my narrative? Is there a single thing that I can't explain? That's unaccounted for?
You can't explain, or I can't explain.
That I can't explain. Is there a single thing that I'm not able to explain with my narrative on things?
I mean, your narrative is the worst
Even I don't like that
interpretations
question.
of everything I'm saying. So I don't. Sure. That.
Whether or not someone, okay, you could argue that there are narratives that Destiny disagrees with that answer a bunch of things, but I guess in his point of view, he would say, well, people say when it comes to like big government or like the deep state, how come they have the ability to do certain things but not others, and they seem to have all the power. I guess that's how he would respond to that. But I would just say that the deep state doesn't have power when people are actually paying attention and they fight for it. Yeah, that's what I would say. That the people ultimately are more powerful than the deep state, but if people don't band together to fight against it, then the deep state will always win. That would just be my boom. Super easy. That's exactly what I would say.
Let's play a logic game. If somebody has the worst faith interpretation of what somebody has done, does that necessarily make the interpretation wrong?
No, it doesn't make it right either.
Correct. That's why what you just did there was a non sequitur, meaning that what you just claimed that my interpretation was the worst faith. That doesn't sequitur well into it being incorrect. It might be a quote unquote bad faith interpretation. I'm asking you, can you show me why I'm wrong? And to say, well, you're wrong because it's bad faith is a non sequitur. A bad faith interpretation isn't necessarily wrong. So I'll restate the question. What fact am I not accounting for, or what part does my narrative not explain? What's the thing that if somebody says, well, Steven, how do you explain this? Then I go, oh shit, that's right. Like I have no way to account for that particular thing.
Okay. Explain why I brought these issues up weeks ago if I didn't have these issues.
I'm sure you did have some of these issues. You were a little bit worried about it.
Okay, so that...
Wait, what? Okay, hold on. Let me hear the rest of this.
But you think that it could possibly be unrelated, or you just think it's a secondary motivation? You don't think it was my primary motivation?
I don't think it was a motivation at all.
Why would you think that?
Try to test this with a very easy question. Let's say that Justical messaged and told you, like 3 or 4 or 5 days ago, that he actually patched things up with me 100%. Would that have changed your behavior in any of these circumstances?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I can't really ask that because of course you're going to say that. But no, it wouldn't have. You still would have left. None of the threats you made here were related to me.
I would just say then we'll agree to disagree. You're going to ask me a question, and then when I give you the answer, be like, oh, well, you would have. So of course you're gonna say that. I'll just continue on with what I'm saying. It's just like, then the question was meaningless. Then don't ask me a question if it has zero impact.
No, it would have been a good thing if you patched things up. I
didn't ask if it would have been a good thing. Wait, I didn't ask if it would have been a good thing. I asked if it would have meaningfully changed your actions if me and Justical were fine.
Yes, it would have, obviously.
Do you know if Justical had communicated with me at all?
He told me he hadn't.
How long ago?
Well, I assume if he was saying the same things, I don't know how long it's been since.
Wait, how long ago had Justical told you that he hadn't communicated with me? Because you're not answering, the answer's probably like 2 months ago, huh?
No, it's because I never asked that specific question, because I had no need to.
You had no way of knowing if he had... Wait, so you don't even know if we'd had a back and forth? You're so concerned about his, like, attitude towards me, and
I know as of a month ago that you hadn't spoken. I don't know the other 3 times that you said that he hates you. I just assumed that you hadn't spoken, because otherwise why would he still be saying that he hates you?
Is it not possible that we spoke and we just, like, disagreed on things?
If somebody says that they hate you, and they think that you're a bad person, then yeah, I tend to think that that's a little bit more extreme.
We might have had, like, an extreme disagreement over the thing, no?
Okay, but we've had loads of disagreements. I've never said that I think you're a bad person and that I hate you, because I don't.
What does that have to do with what we were just talking about?
Wait, hold on. I gotta hear that exchange, because it's so much.
I never asked that specific question, because I had patched things up. I
didn't ask if it would have been a good thing. Wait, I didn't ask if it would have been a good thing. I asked if it would have meaningfully changed your actions if me and Justical were fine.
Yes, it would have, obviously.
Do you know if Justical had communicated with me at all?
He told me he hadn't.
Wait, hold on. Even before I even get to that point.
Of course you're gonna say that, but no, it wouldn't have. You still would have left. None of the...
I
didn't ask if it would have been a good thing. Wait, I didn't ask if it would have been a good thing. I asked if it would have meaningfully changed your actions if me and Justical were fine.
Yes, it would have, obviously.
It would have changed my actions if y'all made up. And she says, her response is, yes, obviously.
Do you know if Justical had communicated with me at all?
And to then be like, say, do I know if you communicated at all? I guess it's just like, if I answer no, does that remove my basis for doing it? Because it's just like, again, I would just say statute of limitations again. Like, let's say I knew Jessica was mad about you and the same thing happened the next day. I would then be more justified in doing it than it would be 3 months later. And it's not like I'm asking them, hey, well, I guess no, Destiny would say, if you're actually concerned about rebuilding that bridge between us, if you think it's falling apart, that you would actually make efforts. Hey, have you talked to Destiny? Okay, all right, okay.
He hadn't.
How long ago?
Well, I assume if he was saying the same things, I don't know how long it's been since.
Wait, how long ago had Jessica told you that he hadn't communicated with me? Because you're not answering, the answer's probably like 2 months ago, huh?
No, it's because I never asked that specific question, because I had no need to.
You had no way of knowing if he had... Wait, so you don't even know if we had a back and forth? You're so concerned about his, like, attitude towards me and my...
As of a month ago that you hadn't spoken. I don't know the other 3 times that you said that he hates you. I just assumed that you hadn't spoken, because otherwise why would he still be saying that he hates you?
Is it not possible that we spoke and we just, like, disagreed on things?
Yeah, but from Kelly's point of view, she wouldn't know. It would just be the same thing. Because if you didn't speak to each other, and he's saying he hates you, and y'all did speak with each other, and he's saying he hates you, it's like... I guess Kelly would specifically have to ask, and that would be like the killer question towards Kelly. Hey, you're genuinely concerned about this, right? So wouldn't you ask, like, hey, where are you guys at right now? As far as y'all relationship, as far as are y'all talking, are y'all cordial? Like, where's the fact that she doesn't ask that doesn't look good on her end.
If somebody says that they hate you and they think that you're a bad person, then yeah, I tend to think that that's a little bit more extreme.
We might have had like an extreme disagreement over the thing, no?
Okay, but we've had loads of disagreements.
But I wouldn't, again, I wouldn't say someone's a bad person because
with what we were just talking about.
Because when people tend to say those things, I tend to think that they're pretty extreme.
What does that have?
You don't say... Kelly's argument is this. I didn't think y'all rebuilt the bridge because the words he was using describe someone that did not rebuild the bridge. I'm not going to rebuild a bridge with someone and then talk about how much I hate them and how terrible of a person they are. I'm not doing it. That sounds fucking retarded. If you want to say that some people will still do that and still be friends with each other, then those people are probably fucking autistic. That would be my fucking... Say that, Kelly. Say that.
Okay, why do you not think they're related?
You're
man, let me have a conversation with Destiny.
He has. He actually did message me on it, but I think we probably
let me talk to
this
this
and he can be super angry about that. But I mean, that doesn't mean
super. No, hold on.
You said that as of a month ago. You thought we had. I actually don't even know when he messaged.
Super angry doesn't imply unless we're at the point where like I'm super angry at a person, so I'm now going to make statements about them, about their character because I'm angry at them. depending on what they did, that could be justified. Depending on what they did, that could be completely unjustified. You being mad at me does not provide any information on whether or not I am, unless you're just saying he said this out of anger, in which case that would bolster Kelly's argument, would it not?
I feel like it was more than a month ago, but I don't know. I have to go check. None of your behavior is selling the idea. You were super concerned about our relationship or being hit. Like, there's no part of it whatsoever after the cherry thing, whereas the cherry thing fully explains
I
every single
sent
thing you
you
have.
screen caps.
After the fallout.
Somebody else. No, this was before. This was like 3 weeks ago.
Screen caps for what?
Of me talking to somebody else saying, I'm concerned about this stuff. Can I get, like, should I get Destiny to Dr. Jistical? Like, why would I have these concerns 3 weeks ago? There wasn't fucking from somewhere genuine. Like, and if Jistical's behavior hasn't changed, like, why would I not think
Destiny
that
needs
when did you, the last thing you said was on May 10th.
Me?
Wait,
No,
didn't she just say
like
she
yesterday.
messaged Jistical?
That's not 3 weeks ago. I'm sorry, did I misunderstand? It sounded like you just said you sent me something 3 weeks ago.
You
No,
said
the thing
Jistical
that I sent
something.
you was from 3 weeks ago of me speaking to somebody else.
Yeah, and you didn't reveal it until...
Yeah, because I was still hoping that you would resolve it. Because otherwise I'd get screamed at for, like, interfering, for leaking, for making things worse if I do make things worse. Like, there's always, like, you always want people to resolve things between themselves first, right? You only really go in as, like, a
Then why are you
intervention, things
messaging so many other
wrong.
people about it? Like, clearly you want to be involved in this. Like, none of this is, like, making sense.
It wasn't so many people.
How many people was it, if you had to guess?
I think it was 2.
Just 2? Are you sure? I can think of 4 off the top of my head.
What?
For people that you messaged expressing a concern that Jistical and I, had issues with each other.
Okay, prior to the last few days, like a few weeks ago, you think I was talking to more than 2 people?
Including, like, the last, like... Or if you go back, like, 3 days. From, like, 3 days to, like, a month ago, you think there were only 2 people that you had this conversation with?
No, in the last few days I've spoken to more people. But when I'm saying this screen caps from like 3 weeks ago, I only spoken to a couple people. Which is like the one person I have the screen caps from, and they're probably all friends with each other.
Bullet immediately. That's good.
Okay. Well, anything else, guys?
You are a...
What do you want to say?
You're a...
Because I won't agree with you?
No, because you won't like steel man me in any way at all.
Why do you keep asking me to steal me? I think
0%.
you're very wrong. I have very high confidence in what I'm saying. I can account for every single fact of what's happened.
I know.
And I think your behavior is abusive. So no, I'm not going to try to steal man like how you're acting. That's insane. I don't even know if I could. I don't even know if I could come up with a coherent steel man that doesn't involve psychosis. Because there's way too many actions here that are inexplicable if you really had my concern as like some primary interest. It's almost impossible to explain like the set of facts that have been given over the past like 3 to 8 months.
Which is why I said she should just drop that and say it was a competing thing. But even then, at this point, because she argued against it for so long, against what he was saying, that is going to come off as cope immediately, even if she did say it now. So it's probably too late. She probably should have started off saying, and that probably would have...
It's impossible.
She probably shouldn't have started off.
Why is it impossible? It's pretty obvious that I was trying to like resolve things prior because I like.
It's literally, you literally were not trying to resolve things. You literally said that somebody told you that you would have made things worse, and you didn't even think whether that was right or wrong. And wait, hold on, wait.
That's not.
You didn't tell me. I'm sorry. I heard you say these things. Maybe I misinterpreted. It sounded like you said you expressed these concerns to someone, and then they said that if you came to me, it would make matters worse. But you didn't necessarily agree with them. But you didn't come to me anyway because maybe it would. How is that you doing everything you can to make things better? It seems like you're doing nothing.
I can get the exact quotes of it. I'm telling you the feelings around it. And I also don't want to say that this person said I would make everything worse because I don't think they did. But I'm giving like the feelings of that situation, right? At the time, I was friendly with both of you, so it's obvious that I would want to resolve things, but I also don't want to make it worse if my involvement then makes it worse.
I don't even know why you would think your involvement would make it worse.
Because, really? I feel like everyone's opinion would be like Kelly just makes things worse, fucks things up, and like...
Yeah, because what you do when you message people is you're always aiming for something for yourself. And as a result of that, things get fucked up sometimes, and then you try to misattribute your motivations as being selfless when they were always selfish, and that's how things get fucked up.
Okay,
there are a million
that's
ways you can
fair.
message me and say like, hey, by the way, like you should chat with Jistical sometimes. It seems like you guys like have issues. If you were to send me a message like that, do you think that that's gonna fuck things up? That things are gonna get super dramatic as a result of that? There's like a million different messages that you could send me or Jistical. You could literally make a group chat with both of us and say like, hey, what's up, you guys? I dragged you in here because I feel like you guys have a lot of issues. Like you guys should just chat with each other and then leave the thing to like make us have a fucking game with each other. There's like you could ask me like, hey, me and Jistical are chatting after stream, blah blah blah. You should come in after your stream and like we should just like chat off stream for a little bit. I feel like there's a lot of unresolved tension. How could any of these things lead to more drama or cause a bunch of issues? The reason why things cause issues is because you selfishly do things for your own benefit, and then when they fail, you try to make it.
That's another thing that's bad in Kelly's favor because there were a lot of. If someone genuinely, it's kind of like the person who like walks up to a fat person and be like, bro, you're overweight, and then someone's like, hey man, that's a little mean. It's like I'm just showing concern for their physical health. It's like no, you're not. Showing concern would be like, hey, we'll be talking to them one-on-one, saying, hey man, I'm here. I used to be big too. I don't know how you feel about it, but you don't have to live life this way. You can be healthier and your life will be longer. You'll feel better. All of these things, like in approaching them in that sort of context. When you don't do that, or start saying, hey, this will probably go above and beyond. I'm going to start cooking you some food, cook you some healthier food, so that you can Still enjoy your life. You don't have to make any huge decisions on your own. I'll just provide you the food so that you can eat healthier. That way I can demonstrate an actual consideration for the situation that you're in without it coming off as selfish. That, like, when you choose not to do other actions that would most benefit a goal that you purport to have, then people will never believe you because you didn't take those actions. I want to be buff as fuck, but I'm never going to go to the gym. I'm never going to exercise at all, and I'm going to continue to eat how the fuck I want. Okay, well then all of your actions dictated that you did not actually dictate. All your actions inductively would lead me to the conclusion that you don't actually give a fuck about that. You'd rather be lazy and eat whatever the fuck you want over actually getting the exercise and changing your body. That's Kelly's problem right now, and she needs to address that. And if she doesn't, she pretty much auto loses the argument.
It's not like
what was my benefit? What was my benefit?
Right now, the benefit was to scornfully.
3 weeks ago.
I don't know. I don't even know why you did it, because you didn't even reach out to any of us to resolve anything. You didn't even do anything.
Yeah, because I wasn't encouraged to do so.
You need encouragement from somebody else to resolve an issue between two people that you're friends with?
If people like give me like, yeah, because if they speak to me like I don't have the confidence to then do it. I didn't want to like things up worse.
Well, give me one potential outcome where things are worse. How?
I don't know. You just get pissed off at me for getting involved, and that like proves that Jistical shared a bunch of information to me.
You don't think that I would assume that you and Jistical talk?
No, obviously I'd assume that we talk, but it doesn't mean like that you would share shit like they told me not to share, whatever.
Bro, you and me and Jistical, we're all part of like tons of different groups that like share and link and talk information. How retarded do you think I am? What do you mean?
I don't think I'm part of that.
You're not part of any rooms where people are sharing information with each other or passing around screenshots or anything like that at all?
Talking about group chats or even DMs in Discord, just to be clear.
Yeah, I'm not in any of these group chats.
Okay.
Am I Jistical in any of these group chats?
I mean, the one I'm thinking of is like a 3-person chat with me and 2 other people. DMs are the same thing, right? If you're just DMing a bunch of people and sharing stuff with them, he's saying like the act of like sharing what you're talking about with people, the multiple people, is probably something we all do.
Can you give me a single action that you've done, like publicly, that I can't explain as you doing it for your own benefit?
Well, yeah, like I don't understand why you think it was my like benefit, because I was speaking to somebody else saying, should I help resolve your
Let me
guys'
restate
issue?
again. I'm asking you, can you give me a single action that you've done publicly that I can't explain that was for your benefit?
It has to be related to DGG or something.
Whatever public means. That means not a conversation between 2 people.
I've done like multiple streams for charity.
No. In regards to in regards to me. In regards to like for this situation, because I can account for every single behavior that you've done here as being something that's beneficial for you. So I'm trying to think, what's like a behavior that you've done publicly, where it's like, oh shit, well when Kelly did this, like for instance, when you left Jistical's server and you thought it was important to like leak stuff now because you think that he needs to stop anti-fan, why didn't you tell people like, I don't want to be here anymore? I think that Jistical's trying to be a huge anti-fan of Destiny, and like I just don't think that the vibes here are good on that, and then leave.
So you're saying I should have put that in the? I mean, I did say things like that after I'd left. But should I put it in the Discord specifically?
That they were anti-fan. Why are you asking this question? Like, well, should I have put it in the? Do I need to type it in the Discord box?
No, I don't know what you mean.
Okay.
Like I have said, like I wouldn't want to go back until people that hate Destiny leave. Isn't that just the same thing?
Wait,
like,
wait. Where'd you say that?
People you think hate Destiny? Just no. Hold on. The people you think hate Destiny are me and Cherry. How am I gonna leave the JSCLK Discord?
I mean, sure.
Okay.
That's just a.
Anybody besides? Wait, is Lav still in there?
I mean, you could always resolve your issues, and then you wouldn't hate each other.
Wait.
That would also be an option.
Is Lav in there now?
Yes.
Okay,
Lav
wait.
is in, like,
so why isn't Lav brought up in any of this?
I don't. Firstly, she's only been in there, what, like 2 days before I ended up leaving? Secondly,
Hold on, wait. You are aware that Mr. Girl wrote a 100,000 plus word report about how I'm basically a creepy beast, right? You are aware that Lav was probably the largest component of that, right? If I'm to believe that what motivates you is anti-fan behavior about me, how would Cherry set off more red alarms for you than Lav?
Lav has... Okay, she was banned for months.
Wait. Why did you say that? Wait, why did you say
that? Yeah, you gotta answer that.
What part of
you gotta answer that.
I can restate my question if you need me to.
Kelly, you gotta answer that.
I haven't had concerns with these people being brought back in the past.
Correct.
That you haven't also brought these people back yourself in the past.
Wait. Hold on, wait. Did I unban Lav a week ago or 2 weeks ago?
No, but you have done.
Wait. Then why would you say that I have brought them back in the past? Have I unbanned Cherry in the past? Yes.
Have you?
So that argument doesn't work, right? Because remember, you're post-hocking an emotional state to try to explain your actions, but you're making this up.
Banned now?
Is Lav still banned now?
Right. If I felt like Lav was as much of an issue, then sure. But I had reasons for like not thinking that she was.
Really? In the past 6 months, who's given me more trouble? Who's given me more trouble in the past 6 months? Lav or Cherry?
You had like one argument with Lav that was months ago.
How many arguments have I had with Cherry?
I don't know. You didn't do it on stream, did you? It was all like off-stream shit.
When have I argued with Cherry off stream?
I don't know. No, it wasn't
You're
arguing.
getting cooked, Kelly. I'm sorry. I can't help you with this one. You're getting cooked.
Does anybody remember this?
About Cherry.
I'm sorry.
What did I say?
And like Cherry was all over Twitter and stuff.
Are you talking about like 8 months ago or whatever? After... I'm asking you the past 6 months.
You chose to engage with Lav. You haven't chosen to engage with Cherry since. So that would be just where my difference of opinion comes from. You can tell me I'm wrong. Like,
wait, when I'm engaging with
it's
Lav,
not-
does it seem like I'm engaging with Lav in a positive way? That
That's
we have a
260,
positive interaction with each other? After I banned her from my chat?
Getting stronger.
Okay,
and
I just think
stronger,
simplistically, if she's allowed back around, it's not an issue. If she's not, then it's, you know.
Oh, so then when I banned her from my chat, why didn't you leave instantly a couple weeks ago when Lav came back to Jessica's Discord server?
She hasn't been back for a couple of weeks.
No, okay, why didn't you leave as soon as she joined the server? You just did that thing again, by the way, we were quibbling over an irrelevant fact.
Because you brought her back before.
Okay, but I've brought Cherry back before. This explanation doesn't work.
Not since. You haven't. If you brought her back since those issues happened, then yeah, I'd agree. Like, you can think that my thought process for getting to this here is dumb if you want.
No, because dumb is an upgrade. You keep saying that. You're playing games. You're trying to make it sound like you're making a huge concession by saying, like, well, maybe I was dumb doing this. But that's not, because dumb is a massive upgrade from selfish or malicious, which is where I think you're at. So no, you're not getting anything from me by conceding that maybe it was dumb, because that would give you way more credit than I think you deserve. So no, I'm not going to say that. And stop saying that like you're making some big concession. It's not.
I mean, I explained my thought processes, right?
No, none of them are making sense. I'm trying to understand. None of your thought processes make sense. You keep saying you brought somebody back. I also banned her again because I can't stand her. I hate her. Her whole last interaction was horrible and terrible. So I banned her again. And then she left or got banned from just a server. And then she came back, but you didn't seem to have an issue with it. Have you said a single thing about Lav joining that server in the past 2 weeks?
Yeah, I also complained about all of the people he unbanned. I said, like, why is he doing this? And he was like, I'm sweeping for
What does that have to do with anything? How was that statement a response to what I said?
Okay. If anything, like, what the arguments you're making are just like there should have been more reasons for me to think that things were anti-fan than they were.
But none of those other people that he unbanned were my anti-fans. The only two you've brought up are Cherry and Justical.
I think that he unbanned other people that were a problem.
You don't even know who my biggest anti-fans are. That Queeman guy made so many weird videos about me. You literally have logs from April saying that you miss Lav being in that Discord server. Like, nothing here is making any sense.
Everyone misses Lav because it's like just content.
Oh, well, is Cherry content?
No.
Okay. All right.
My opinion. Okay,
well.
I feel like I've made it pretty clear I think she's boring, so I don't think she's content. I do think she's entertaining. It's the reason why you brought her back and why you chose to engage with her. Like, nobody's going to disagree with that, are we?
Well, I also banned her again and unfriended her.
Okay. And I should have taken that into more consideration as to why there was even more concern going on.
No, but it's not about what you should have done. You didn't do it because you don't have the emotional state of wanting to not associate with my anti-fans. You're just using that now as a scapegoat. But it doesn't explain all of your actions in the past because that's never been your emotional state. That's just what you're using now to explain actions that were selfishly driven. That's why none of this makes any sense.
It's not selfish to just not acknowledge that Lav was an anti-fan at that point. There have been many points where she wasn't, where you brought her back, where you liked engaging with her, because everyone thinks she's content. That doesn't mean that you like her, but I didn't think she was an anti-fan as an issue. Now, I can be wrong.
She doesn't think after our last bout where when I banned her from my chat and I unfriended her on Discord and she started making weird, creepy sexual comments and allegations and shit against me in Discord server, you don't think any of that counts as anti-fan behavior. But when Cherry made comments about me 8 months ago, that means that she's permanently an anti-fan?
Yeah, because nothing's, like, you haven't unbanned her, like, engaged with her.
Maybe I just don't want to engage with her again.
Yeah, which is fine. Like, if you're saying that I came to these conclusions, like, I can't use the word stupid, but from illogical means, or whatever it is that you think, clearly I came to these conclusions, like, prior to now, because it's spoken about.
It doesn't make any sense, though. You were excited and happy for Lav to come back to the server a week ago. You were happy for her to come back. You were excited for it.
Yeah, for content, not because I like
Yeah, yes, I agree with you. You're being honest for content, yes. But it had nothing to do with her anti-fanning me.
I didn't think that she was an anti-fan.
You don't think the person who makes weird comments about my dick, who has made weird comments about our sexual interactions, who's been part of, like, accusing me of sexual pressure and coercion in the past, and who makes weird comments about my relationships, my family, my friends, you don't think that person is an anti-fan, but Cherry is? Because I just don't want to associate with her anymore?
Lav did all of those same things you just listed in the past, and then you brought her back.
Yeah, and then I banned her again because she continued to do them.
Well, you sue me for being confused,
You're not confused. Like, nothing is confusing. It all makes sense.
Look, it is confusing, actually.
I would say it's a little confusing. This person has done so much to try to destroy me, but I'm bringing them back anyway. Oh, they're the same. I'll ban them again. I mean, I guess you could say, well, I was giving them a chance, but that's fine. But just like, there are certain people that just would not get that next chance at all. So when they see you give that next chance, it's like, okay, it must not be that bad, because I would say it's fucking retarded to ever give someone another chance that did the shit that Lav did in that whole, and being a part of Mr. Gold's whole take Destiny down arc. So I would say that's fucking retarded, but that's just me. Yeah, that's just me.
Highly disagree. Like, I go on the basis of, is this person, like, are they an anti-fan because they haven't been disallowed back? Like, you flip-flop all the fucking time.
I stream so much and you listen to my streams. You know what I've said about this. Wait, hold on, I'm curious. Maybe not. Maybe I don't know how many is it. Wait, is Jiskel in here?
Yep.
What did I say about, do you know what I said about unbanning Lav or letting Lav come back in the past and then rebanning her? Do you remember me ever talking about this?
I'm not well enough to try to recollect it.
Okay, tell me if any of this sounds familiar, but I'm pretty sure I said like 4 or 5 times in the past. I think I said Lav is content, and I agree with that. She's super content. But after I banned her, and after I watched her for a while, I realized that Lav is a good content synergizer. She needs somebody else to plug in with in order to be entertaining. Left to her own devices, all she does is spam nudes in Discord and make weird, creepy comments about people, especially women. That's it. And so I rebanned her because it's boring. That's
okay. Lav is not blacklisted, right?
Is she not? I don't know.
I think she is.
She probably would be. Yeah, I would imagine. I don't know if I've written it on my thing, but yeah.
I mean, okay. Well, if you haven't written it on your thing, I don't know.
I don't have. Do I have Cherry written on it?
No, but Lav is.
Oh, well then that just starts me even more. All right, listen. Is there anything else?
People were telling me that she wasn't blacklisted. That's why I was asking.
Okay.
And that you banned her because she could no longer farm because she left your server.
Okay. Are we good? Anything else?
No, not good. Jesus.
Hat and shit, I need stuff.
Is it not possible? Clearly, how confused I am about these people. Like, clearly, I don't have the up-to-date doc on who is and isn't a anti-fan.
Yo, you spend more time in these servers keeping track of this shit than anybody. You probably know more information than me about almost all these people. Like,
that's not an argument. It's just more add-ons.
What wasn't an argument? Hold on.
It's not an argument, and it's not true.
Hold on.
It's just like
your claim. You said
on Discord servers.
What? No. You said that you don't know who's an anti-fan or who's not. You're not sure. My response was, you spend more time in these places than probably I do. You probably know more about what these people say about me than I do. I don't know how you can act confused about that. Have you seen Lav make comments about me in any of the servers that you're in?
I wasn't in any other servers with her in it after she left.
Have you seen her make comments about me in Gisticle server?
Since she came back, no.
I didn't ask since she came back. You've seen them in the past, right? When we fought in the past, right?
I don't think she made any negative comments about you when you were like both like unbanned her and she was around that I'm aware of that were a problem, and I wouldn't have thought she was an anti-fan anyway if she was allowed.
Then why? Do you know why I rebanned her? Were you around for any of that?
I remember like you having an argument and bringing up the dick shit.
Okay.
I don't.
It seems like you just don't care that much. Which, by the way, I believe. I think you don't care that much. But then don't pretend like anti-fanning me is like a huge reason why you would leave a Discord server. You don't care that much, which is fine. I would expect you to.
No, I don't remember there being a specifically big blow up the last time that you removed her.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, what was it then? What was the blow up that you removed her last time?
Pretty sure we had a whole weird, creepy, like 2-hour argument where we had a recollection of like our last hookup and the different versions of the story that we tell. Pretty sure there was a huge blow up between Jacob and Zoe and Lav and me and all sorts of shit that happened. That was like all over the digital server and my my subreddit for like 3 days.
Yeah, I remember.
Oh, we do remember. Oh, okay, gotcha. So then you do remember when she was banned. You do remember all the drama around that. You do remember that I unfriended her on Discord and I banned her from my chat and I didn't want anybody to talk about it anymore on my stream.
If you're bringing up the Zoe and Jacob stuff, then I'm gonna like say, yeah, you posted there was posted screenshots of you like getting Zoe to like wind up Lav.
What does that have to do with anything I just said?
Because nothing in that argument seemed serious at all, or was defined as anti-fan at all, and it was all the stuff that you've gone over before.
If nothing in that argument seemed serious or anti-fan, then why did I unfriend her on Discord and why did I ban her from my chat?
Because she couldn't just use her for content anymore. She left the Discord.
You think she left the Discord before I banned her from chat and before I unfriended her?
Disticle's Discord.
Yeah. Do you think? Wait. Do you think? Okay. 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 Anything else?
That's my line.
Fucking. What do you think, Dan? Am I disingenuous as well?
Well, I haven't heard anything at all. I just joined, but I've seen people been harassing me to join. So I'm curious. Why don't you give me the cliff notes, and then we can see. Quiet cat. I got serious stuff happening right now. Give me the cliff notes, and we'll see how these guys take to you giving the cliff notes. Go ahead.
Go ahead,
me
Dan.
giving the cliff notes. Okay, that can't possibly go wrong.
You can't possibly be objective.
I mean, I can try.
All right, let's hear it.
I sent Destiny messages a couple of days ago. Yesterday. I have to fucking check. Yesterday. Yeah, it was yesterday. Okay, I sent messages to Destiny yesterday, showing like Jessica saying he hates you, hates Destiny.
He hates me?
No, he hates Destiny.
Okay.
I don't other stuff with you guys specifically.
What did we do?
Eh?
What did we do?
Related to the arguments about the argument on stream about the paywall shit and everything.
Oh, okay.
And then I sent some messages saying and showing that I'd try to like speak to other people to see if I could help resolve like the hatred between Destiny and Justical. And they mentioned like, oh, isn't Justical gonna write a manifesto? And I didn't, whatever. And I was concerned about like, oh, I hope he doesn't do that because that would be like anti-fan shit. And I don't like that would be bad. Destiny doubts my motivations of why I spoke to him.
So you leaked that JSOC talking Destiny.
Yep, but only after he leaked that I made a threat, I guess, in his DMs.
What was the threat?
The threat was, I'm just gonna read it out so I don't get accused of saying shit incorrectly.
Kelly threatened that she was gonna start leaking all of his DMs if he didn't like control his Discord server about people talking about her.
I didn't say the DMs. Like, that's not something I would do. And also, when I said leak, I did not mean public.
I'm sorry, let me read the quotes, okay? Because Kelly will never agree to a characterization of what she said. Kelly said, by the way, we're not friends anymore, or whatever it was classed as. Do not shit talk or allow shit talk about me, or I will drop all information I know that you have told me. I suggest cleaning up the Discord if you didn't already. That's what she said.
And he said he will not negotiate with people who say shit like that, which is fine. I was angry. I shouldn't have said that, because obviously now now that's being used to like misconstrue my intentions for everything else.
So Kelly's story.
I agree that a threat like this is completely insane to do.
So why didn't you, if this was your issue with me, why didn't you spend any time talking to me about it the last time you unblocked me?
Because I'd already published it, and you told me you'd already leaked shit to Destiny.
I said I'd already spoken to Destiny, yeah, but why didn't you speak to me if that was the issue?
Because you already leaked shit.
Yeah, but you already leaked shit first before then. Like, why not unblock me or like speak to me if that was a f***ing issue?
You were one, speaking to me through third parties already, didn't say anything about this or clarify anything, you just let it hang there. And two, you started
you
started shit talking me for blocking you. You started saying I was a bitch who blocked you. And I was like, oh, Kelly wants to set up this for blocking me. And here's exactly why I blocked her, and I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Yeah, but you can't argue that I didn't try to like say anything if you blocked me.
Yes, I can, because you said things to me through third party.
But I didn't. Like, how was I supposed to know what you wanted me to talk about if, like, you don't respond via those third parties?
Hold on, you understand what you're giving away the whole game when you say things like that. Like, well, how was I supposed to know what you wanted me to say? It's about what is in your mind. It's about your motivations for speaking, not about what he wants you to say.
Yeah, clearly that threat wasn't in the top of my mind, or I would have been the one trying to speak about it. Obviously, I just said it offhandedly because I was f***ing mad.
Wait, you didn't just say it offhandedly. You said it and you followed through on it.
Yeah, because he leaked first.
So because he leaked that you said that you were going to leak DMs, now you have to message me and start leaking DMs? For what reason? Privately? How does that help you at all? Publicly?
How does that help me? No, it was something I felt like I had to do. It's not about helping me.
If you feel like you have to do something, then it's usually because you think it's going to help a situation, yes.
Well, everyone's going to accuse me of lying or bluffing.
They would still accuse you of lying or bluffing because you messaged me privately.
Sure, but like you would know that I'm not.
So I'm the only opinion that mattered? No, oh my god, come on, I was in Israel the whole time. I had no idea any of this shit was even happening. What are you talking about?
What do you mean? I messaged you like yesterday.
Then why did you leak anything today and yesterday? If the only opinion that matters is mine, why are you leaking stuff then publicly now?
Because this conversation was going to go on. Like, I leaked the IMGO link after you'd already started talking about this, or was bringing it up on stream.
It was already posted on my subreddit. Why should me going over on stream now that you have to now start leaking more DMs publicly?
It was only the stuff that I linked to you, and I redacted the names of some people.
Okay, none of this makes sense. But...
Yeah, because how am I supposed to bring this stuff up in this conversation that we're just having now?
You don't have to. You can just say like, oh, like I messaged Destiny about this and I'm done with it. If all you cared about was my opinion, but that's not. You're doing reputation rehab. That's why you're leaking publicly to try to undermine Jessical and make Jessical look bad. Because what's impossible?
It's impossible because you don't see anything I say from good faith. How the fuck am I supposed to rehab myself? Like everyone just thinks.
Just because you're failing to do it doesn't mean you're not trying to do it.
So I should just not defend myself at all.
You just said that. Hold on. Are you trying to defend yourself or not trying to defend yourself?
Defending yourself doesn't mean you're trying to do reputation rehab.
What does that mean? What's the difference between rehabilitating a reputation and defending yourself against accusations that you consider false?
You can defend yourself and acknowledge it's probably not going to be very fruitful. But like I should feel like I have to say why. Like that's just normal. Humans just fucking defend themselves. I don't know what you want me to say.
Yeah, they defend themselves because they're trying to salvage their reputation. That's why you defend yourself, because somebody's attacked or impugned your character or reputation. So you defend yourself to defend your reputation.
You can think that it's hopeless to defend your reputation whilst also just wanting to defend yourself anyway.
I don't agree, but okay.
It's like pretty much in that, like when I shared stuff with you, you're like asking me for like selfless examples. It's like when I was speaking about this originally to other people, like what was I gaining from that?
You weren't helping me at all, and you claimed that was your whole motivation kind of for leaving the servers, that you were so upset about how people felt about me.
No, that's, again, this is just disingenuous.
What's disingenuous?
Like, I will give you like a selfish reason of why I don't like that. I can like be selfish and not like that there's a bunch of like anti-Destiny sentiment in the Discord.
Yeah, but none of that makes sense because you're friends with and you support the largest sources of anti-fandom.
No, I don't. I'm not friends with them.
You literally are vibing with Lav while she's like shitting on me. You're vibing with her, shitting on me and anti-fanning me in Discord server.
That is not true.
Okay. When Lav says messages like, Destiny knowingly gives women STDs, the STD being the residual and perpetual shame from engaging in sexual activity with him, and you respond to her saying, I wish there was universal shame, because then there'd be a lot of annoying bitches that are quieter around me, and yet, how is this not like standing her anti-fanning behavior of me? These are probably some of the most anti-fan messages that are posted about me in all of the Discord server.
This is just me ignoring the first part of her comment. Sure, I shouldn't have done that. That was just me like engaging in the part I wanted to read.
The story of Pelly's life, okay.
I want to be faster though.
It's pretty clear what my intention was with that. I was just taking a dig at somebody else. I was just ignoring like what she was saying.
I wonder.
Can I ask what caused the? I thought you guys were tight. You guys were always on stream together. So what caused this initial rift?
Between Kelly and Justical?
Mm-hmm. It's actually J stock. I don't know. You understand that K is after the L, right? You can read.
Fuck.
Okay, so you're wrong, and you're okay being wrong. That's fine. Just to be clear, that's like me calling you.
Steve.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Steve,
okay, anyways,
you can call me that.
Listen, be consistent. All right. So what caused the initial shit? Briefly.
The issue was that her and Cherry had a huge fight.
And
after the fight, Cherry didn't want to appear on stream with Kelly anymore.
I'm going
and
to.
Jessica, I think, gave Kelly one or two ways to resolve this. One was to either apologize to Cherry, or two was that Cherry and Kelly would be restraining order against each other on stream, and Cherry could come on for one day on her own, and Kelly could come on for 2 days on her own.
Like divorced parents.
Basically,
I get them on the weekends. Okay. All right.
And for Kelly, that was unacceptable. She needed either Cherry to be permabanned or for Cherry to have to tolerate Kelly being in the same room as her or something like that. And if Cherry couldn't deal with it then, and if Jistical wasn't going to agree to that, then Kelly was going to throw a temper tantrum, leave the Discord, and start messaging me saying, Jistical hates you, by the way. I just wanted you to know that, wink, wink. And that's where we're at right now.
This is incredibly bad faith. I never asked for her to be permabanned. I never asked for her to like have anything done to her. I just found everything that she was doing to me unreasonable because I'd done everybody's demands prior to that. I had not come on the stream for 3 days after the big blow up. I hadn't brought up any of the things that I was told not to bring up about Cherry after the point. She was throwing in a temper tantrum with me, like when nothing had happened on stream, like me being negative to her. And she started making demands and I just got sick of it.
To be clear, when Kelly says nothing happened, Kelly made fun of the fact that Cherry had a miscarriage.
No, that was like previous. That was like a week prior.
I think that people probably remember that for more than a week, Kelly.
No, yeah, sure. If you want to say like she was still mad about that, even though it didn't get brought up again. But keep in mind, I'd been on another stream with her and it'd been fine. So yeah, if she was still angry about that, sure. But I didn't do anything at that point in which she decided to like make these demands.
Kelly also said she wanted to eat Cherry's miscarriage and a soup. Yummy, yummy.
Yeah, and the week before I did.
Wow. Wait, a week before you did?
Yeah, so the blow up, the argument that he mentions, that's when that happened. Cherry making these demands was like a week later.
Okay. All right. So, okay. So, Mr. J-Stock, so what's soured you on Destiny, assuming that these leaked logs are true? Why, you kind of exist because of him and this whole thing. Why,
I think Jistical's mad because there was a huge fight.
That's weird. I asked.
Because I can summarize this in 2 seconds rather than going web and race. I've already spent like 4 hours litigating this, okay? The issue was, Jistical felt like he was getting fucked by me because I wasn't coming out and clarifying some things that he felt needed to be clarified. Then he felt he was getting by you because you were spreading the Jew stalker, whatever the bullshit, and that my community was attacking him as well, so he felt he was getting basically from all sides. And then he was asked about me. I don't know, I think he was probably calmed down or whatever, but I don't think he was, there was some huge, severe, deep-seated hatred of me. I think he just felt like he got really frustrated and acted more. I think it's basically that's the summary of that. But he disagrees with me and clarify on something.
He was saying that he still hates you and thinks you're a bad person like a few days ago, so I was going by that.
Based.
Well, you have anything to say for yourself, Jay?
Well, what do you want to know?
I want to know. Okay, yeah. Is his assumption accurate? Do you still hate him as of a few days ago?
I mean, again, I said in this stream, hate was just like dramatic. I don't know if I said I hated him. I might have just been like my position.
You did.
I think
you said he was
changed.
a bad person, and that you think he's a loser. Everything else.
So that might have been over some of the lichens. I just think
I have
some differences. So I have some differences in opinion with Destiny on how he should manage his community and how he interacts with other people who are in his community, right? So I have some differences in opinion there. I don't think I'll ever win that argument. So I was just like, okay, I think probably if you're willing to have things set up that way, I think it's pretty bad. But I'm not gonna have that argument anymore. I've moved past it. I can be here without having to have that change, and I'm fine.
What's the Lycan stuff? What did Lycan do?
Oh, it was there was some shit with Lycan. He was getting blown up on the subreddit, and then Straight Raid got like a big hate post from.
This is so much faster.
And I think that's incredibly inappropriate.
For which person?
For like the head mod of the subreddit to go and post about the girlfriend of one of the orbiters, based on one post. I think that's insane.
She's also an orbiter, technically, right?
I mean, that is fair. You can't say that she's that's not like going after like an unrelated person.
When was the last time she was on stream? She's like essentially not really in the community.
To be fair, or wait, what are we arguing over now? Whether she's an orbiter or whether it was fair to make the thread about her?
I guess both.
Well, the thread was made in response to a comment that she'd made in the subreddit, to be fair.
Yeah. Do you think that was speaking of escalation, you think that was a like proximate response? Do you think that was appropriate?
Yeah, actually, I think it's similar to your response to Kelly. I think that it starts to feel really weird or stupid or shitty when it feels like you're getting it from all sides when you're trying to represent one side. I think that I've said multiple times on stream, and I'm pretty sure that we enforce in the subreddit that people can't make comments anymore about like Mike thinks this because of Aaron or bullshit. We try to ban those comments. My understanding is that we do ban them when they show up. That's always been my understanding. I've never thought anything different. I've removed some personally. I'm pretty sure Forethought has. So when one like crept by in some like lowly upvoted thread, and then Aaron shows up immediately, and instead of DMing anybody or saying anything, she's like, oh, this probably won't get banned. I can understand why somebody would feel annoyed. It's like, wait, what do you mean it won't get unbanned? Why are you acting like the moderation here explicitly or implicitly supports these comments when we've done the exact opposite over and over and over again? And then when he said, well, no, we do ban them, she's like, oh, well.
I totally agree with all of those emotions and feelings. That's totally fine. I said the post was like unprofessional. If you're paying him, that would be really unprofessional for that post to be made with Flux Straight Raid and be posted on the front page.
Oh, you can argue it's unprofessional. I'm not gonna say you're defend Forethought and say he's professional. But sure.
He's almost not
it's inappropriate to drive hate at Straight Raid from one comment she made. Even if that comment was wrong, I think it's inappropriate. Completely.
He's not paid to
especially when everybody in that subreddit already fucking hates Straight Raid.
But to be effective.
To just join that hate bandwagon, it's embarrassing. Also, Forethought tries to sneak into DMs with Straight Raid and bring her like a mouse, like a fucking cat. You're an embarrassing piece of shit, bro.
Wait, what?
Oh, look, I banned this for you. I banned this for you. Good one, loser.
I can also attest to the fact that, like, I can see the frustration from both sides for this thing specifically.
I want to jump in here, defend his name.
Like, I can understand Forethought's frustration, but I also understand Straight Raid's frustration because I 100% believe and know that like a lot of things that have been said similarly have been missed. So like when you notice like a lot of shit's got missed, you just get frustrated. I think it would have been fine for Forethought to like respond to the comment. I just don't know why he made a whole thread about it because it was just like turned into like character assassination on Straight Raid.
Don't worry, Kelly. Forethought's gonna be in your DMs right away, asking how serious the relationship was between you and me, just like he asked about Gary's and Straight Raid.
Probably. I mean, he was DMing me earlier to tell me I'm a horrible person as usual. You're mentally the age of 5. Yep. Thanks, Forethought. Not sure how this is specifically related, though, Dan. I'm a bit lost as well.
Well, this is the thing that you were threatening to leak. This is, I'm just trying to get the whole picture of what's going on here.
I don't know what this has to do with that, no.
You don't have any idea what this has to do with that.
No, I'm fucking
These are
lost.
like totally separate things in your mind, not connected in the slightest, just unrelated. Okay. Well,
I don't know how he's relating them.
Listen, I think, well, Kelly, you were unhinged from what I can see about this shit.
True.
Like, yeah?
Yeah, I did say I escalated, and I said a bunch of really mean shit. Some of it I might even
with those escalations
take it back.
come escalated responses sometimes. No.
By whom? I mean.
Yeah. Here's the way I look at it. I don't know how exactly accurate or applicable it'll be to the situation, but I'll say this: is that you go through life and you expect people to be reasonable. You expect that if I do this, he might respond with that, or certainly this person could never respond if I do this because I have them dead to rights. But you forgot that most people are fucking morons in the world, and they don't care, and they will throw their life down on the line because you cut them off in traffic. Okay, so when you go and you turn it to 11, and you think that, that's it, it's not it. That's just someone else being like, okay, I'm gonna do 11 plus 1, whatever. Yeah, I don't know. I think what did you think was gonna happen basically here? You're not satisfied with the current situation. What should happen?
I mean, firstly, I'll be honest, this is about what I would predict.
So you wanted this to happen?
No, it's just like inevitable. Like, that would have been nice if there was a little bit less bad faith and a little bit more charitability to see my point of view, but that's fine. Destiny said he can see that I was concerned about the anti-fan stuff. He just doesn't think it's related to why I left the server.
Hold up, the main character's alive. What's up?
I don't know how to prove that.
You want to whine about the subreddit while we're all here?
Logistical is not here.
Oh, this is you talk about you whine about the subreddit too. Go ahead.
Right, so we just have a 1-on-4 now.
Hey, I'm not.
Okay, then leave.
I'm not on anyone's side. I'm on my side, or content side, chat side.
Okay.
I'm not on JStock side. That should be obvious.
I tried to reason with you, Forethought, and you know that. I was polite in DMCU. I didn't say anything.
I don't know why you say I was polite. Why do you say that?
I was polite because...
Why do you think that matters to me?
Because, okay, it doesn't matter to you.
Okay.
But you're trying to say, did it happen?
Yeah, I explained it to you.
Well, it happened. It doesn't matter to you, but it happened, and I was polite to you.
Okay, so when I say, Kelly, here's what I'll do. Here's why I don't care why you're polite to me. And what does that translate to in your mind?
Okay, sure, that you don't give a shit, but you made a whole fucking subreddit post about how you're unbiased and then immediately walked it back, and
I never said that at all. Okay,
yes,
so
you used me as an example in that subreddit thread of oh look, I do moderation for Kelly even though I hate her. What do you think that means?
So here's what unbiased means. Unbiased means you have no actual favor towards one side or another. Having principles is even if you disagree with someone or hate someone, doing something anyways. So when I say I actually hate you, but I'm going to do this anyways, I'm not unbiased.
Okay, you're aware of what I meant though, yes? So you're just quibbling.
No, I actually don't know what you mean. I don't understand what you think you're asking for.
You put me as an example in that subreddit thread of here, I do moderation even for people that I don't like.
That's correct.
And then when I responded, and I wasn't rude at all, I even said some nice things about you, and I said that I appreciate the moderation that has been done, and I don't think it's fair to imply that you don't do any moderation, etc. But I did point out there was a lot of stuff that got missed on my end too, and I spoke to Straight Raid, and we just have similar
Okay, one point at a time. One point at a time. You said there's stuff that gets missed.
A lot of stuff.
When have I said stuff doesn't get missed?
I've not said that you haven't. I'm saying that I understand her frustrations and I understand your frustrations.
Okay, I'm not talking about Straight Raid. We're just talking about you because I'm not in her head. You're not in her head. Let's just talk about you.
Okay, but I've spoken to her and we have similar frustrations.
Oh my fucking god.
That's all I'm saying. We probably come from a similar place.
Why is this black?
Okay, when she's here, she can.
Okay,
that's fine. Let's just talk about you.
It'll be the same thing, but sure.
Okay, so when I say stuff gets missed, and you say oh my god, stuff gets missed, we agree, right?
Sure, but your answer to that was, F you, Kelly, I'm doing even less for you than I currently do. So, I don't know.
No, Kelly, my answer to that is, this point's retarded. I already say stuff gets missed. I already say, oh, look, I missed a thread. Time to wake up to Kelly Jean shitting and pissing herself publicly.
That's not what I was doing. That's not, I wasn't shitting and pissing myself. I was very calm and polite in that response, and you know that. You shat and pissed yourself in the response. You are hostile to me. I wasn't hostile to you, was I?
No, you.
Do you want me to read out some of the shit that you said to me?
No, you.
Right, brilliant.
Can we just pull up the DMs and investigate what fucking happened? Also, welcome. The victim is here. What's up, Forethought?
Are you still trying to force the victim?
What's the victim mean?
Not any harder than I've forced you to lie there and take it, though, last time we spoke.
Dan doesn't understand the rape victim meme. Dan?
Yeah, what is it?
Forethought decided to come on my stream after we first talked on Destinies, and he had no criticisms, he couldn't say shit, and then he just laid there and took it. Got fucking embarrassed. So now I call him the victim because he doesn't fight back or defend any of his ideas.
See.
Jesus.
That's a spicy one right there.
Okay.
Yeah. Just, kind of thinking
It's
about
okay. Listen, when I say this to him, he starts thinking about my hand on the back of his neck and, freezing up, so.
God. Oh my god.
Don't laugh. Don't turn away from the camera and laugh.
I'm looking at my friend. Hi.
Yeah?
I already laughed at the camera. What do you want? What do you want?
Can the friend bring the cat back?
My friend is the cat, idiot.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Cat is cute. Oh.
So what's the path? It's a boy.
Hot.
Oh,
Damn.
What's the path moving forward for
Like,
both of
pull
you?
my
How are
chesticles
things going
out.
to change?
For Jessica and Kelly?
Just in general.
I think Kelly will be back in 2 weeks. That's my guess, tops.
Well, is Kelly leaving? Are you going somewhere, Kelly?
Well, she
Wait,
left the
back from
Jessica
where?
server, but she'll come back.
How does that? What does that mean?
And also, JSOC, what about you? Are you done being a Destiny hater?
I don't think he's ever been a public Destiny hater. I think
Well,
there's
he was a private one, apparently.
Want to point it out? Forethought still hasn't responded. He's in his freezing response right now.
So what, the bit?
The bit, or I guess we could just go through the Kelly Jean shit, right?
Oh, go for it. Oh, please read those logs, please. Oh my god.
You want me
we
to
read
do
the
this?
straight raid logs?
Fucking dramatic.
Yeah, sure, if you want.
Which part of being a Reddit admin involves you asking about her relationship, or any past romantic relationships?
Because people were making memes about it on the subreddit, so I didn't know if any of it had any merit or had been like public at all at any point. So.
Oh, you were
I
asking
don't
in
know
your
how
capacity as a
serious.
Janny? You're asking in your capacity as a Janny.
Oh, this is projection. You're a simp, so you think I'm.
You were asking in your capacity as a Janny as your defense.
Yes.
Janitor is how we prefer to be spoken to. That's fine.
No?
Wait, hold on. Unless I'm missing something or there are other logs, I think I've asked those same questions because I don't know sometimes. Actually, I might have even asked that exact same question to Straight Raid. In that, like, is the Darius shit a meme or not? Because if it is not a meme, then I have to like permaban it because he's like making crazy statements on Twitter. I think I've actually asked her explain that same thing because Darius tweets like unhinged shit. No?
Throw it in reverse, Jessica. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I would ask you to show the logs on that then.
Hold on. I'll look
No,
at
no,
it.
no, no. That's
just to be clear.
Darius was
Just to be clear.
insane back in the day of Straight Raid. Like, he was like a psychopath having photos of her on his wallage, like serial killer style. So, yeah, I think that's normal that people wouldn't know, like, hey, is this funny, or am I, like, about to have a threat about me because I've let this go on? So
oh yeah, just as a real quick, and I'll read these public. So Aaron is like jokingly messaging me, or she's jokingly saying that she said, also, I'd just like to say I'm not okay with the harassment and abuse I received from Dan and Darius, prominent members of your community with a smiley face.
So
And then
Straight Raid brought it up. Just to be clear, Straight Raid brought it up?
Sure.
Yes,
but my response to her was STFU because we're joking, and then after that I said, wait, you and Darius are in on it, right? Like I'm asking, like, like this is like a meme, right? I think I've talked to other people about Darius as well, but I am asking because like, if it's not a meme, then I have to ban that or be more serious about it. Yeah.
It's a meme until it's true.
You didn't bring it up unprompted and then have her just dip out of the conversation, not responding.
Well, true. Yes, it was a different conversation, but I imagine it's for the same. Wait, is the implication that Jessica was like trying to, or I'm sorry, that Forthought trying to smash or something, or?
Oh my god.
The implication is that he's just trying to talk to somebody. Probably doesn't talk to women very much, so
you dirty
he's trying
dog,
to get,
Forthought.
a little bit, kind of like a tomfoolery bit.
Why don't you just like call me a simp? Because like that's what you want to call me. Just say it. Say it with your chest, brother. Say
Yeah, I think you kind of worse.
recognize Maria.
Weren't you also sliding and like showing her, oh, I banned this one for you. I got you, queen. We're gonna defeat misogyny together.
Forethought didn't used to hate me. It's like all messages are like, can I call you milkers?
Okay, so that's the accusation.
What?
Apparently, once she said something bad about you, you're willing to.
I will say, I don't know much about Forethought, but it seems like there's a decent number of people who find what he does to be out there at the very least questionable, at the very worst bad faith and like doing some shady shit. I don't know because I'm not in the thing, but I've just heard. Well, all I'm saying is, I guess like you could just say, well, all those people are just butthurt, but just like after a while, there's so many people. Maybe these are less than reputable characters, I guess, depending on your point of view. But it's just like maybe he feels like he's not doing anything wrong. I don't know. I don't fucking know. But a lot of people are saying shit.
All of that. If you can do it again. Or, sorry, if you can go in on her on the subreddit.
Yeah. I didn't like DM her and say like, Queen, please take me back. I'm trying so hard. I just went in, which is true.
I don't know what you might have DM'd her. I have no idea what you might have DM'd her.
Oh,
I only know
but she didn't give you all the DMs. That's weird.
I didn't ask for the DMs. I didn't even speak to her about it.
Interesting. Okay.
Oh, is it interesting? Do you have a point here, or?
Yeah, I'm just curious where. So this is actually just projection. You actually haven't read anything. Okay.
Oh, you didn't have a point. Okay, good one.
Yeah, I'm not gonna just read
Loser.
her logs on chat. I mean on stream. Sorry. Loser. Got him.
Oh. Okay. Just to be clear, anyone who wants can leak logs of me simping for them. Go for it.
Do they exist?
Also, by the way, him asking about the Darius thing was in his capacity as a janitor, apparently.
Wait, just how does this relate to anything else? I'm fucking lost.
Oh, I just like making fun of Forethought.
Alright.
You got me, dude. Good one.
I did get you. Everybody sees you. Now go make a threat about me, okay, Janny?
Oh boy.
Literally, the only place this guy's capable of defending himself is on a subreddit where thousands of people already simp for him. And he can control the entire narrative. So fucking embarrassing.
I'm in like the room with you right now. Do you want me to like pretend to be an internet tough guy for you? Is that what you want?
I want you to have any opinion or say anything. I want you to make any coherent argument in any direction. But you're just sitting here, freezing again.
Yeah, I'm freezing. You got me.
Yes.
When I say like, oh, I DM'd Straight Raid, in my capacity as a janitor, understand what the meme is with her and Darius, and that's me not making an argument, I understand. That's also me freezing up. When I say, please, Kelly, read the logs between us, that is also me freezing up.
I didn't talk to you about the log. Sorry, I might have said read the logs, but I'm not criticizing you for not reading the logs. I'm here criticizing you for your behavior in DMs, trying to talk to these women, trying to get a close personal relationship with them. For what reason? I can't even speculate. You're just trying to do it clearly, right? You're trying to win favor with them for some reason. That's what I'm criticizing.
I don't even want to like defend Full Thought. He could have just been, he likes gossip. Like, this is creepy.
Damn, even your queen's against you here.
No, because this is dumb. Like, he has plenty of actual arguments against you because you're a cunt, but this isn't a particularly good one.
Okay, autistic Frank Underwood. What's next? What else have you been building up?
Okay. Do you have an actual criticism now, or are you just going to try to say buzzwords?
I'm sorry, I'm engaging my freeze-up mechanic.
Yeah, we can tell. Have the bruises on your neck healed yet?
Does anyone else not understand, like, the rape meme? Can you explain it again?
Oh, is that I'm holding you down by your neck while taking you any way I want?
Okay, this is getting progressively more weird.
It's an incredibly good meme. Just why you can't stop fucking laughing on camera.
Sometimes it's kind of, conversation's getting progressively more awkward.
Yeah, that's the only reason you're laughing, sure.
Are you interested in being a sponsor of the Destiny.gg stream content like this? Reach out to partnerships at steven.com. Whatever it is.
That's me, steven.com.
Who has that? You ever checked into it? Actually, who is Benel.com?
Bonnell Industries Inc. Truck and road equipment.
Would you buy... Like, here's a real question, okay? Let's say that you were looking at something. It doesn't matter what it is. You need a new TV stand. And you see that there's a Benel Industries that made one of those stands. Are you going to be nepotistic in your purchase of that? Are you going to be like, yes? Or are you going to realize...
I would support a fellow Bonnell, yeah.
Or would you not be like, a lot of the Benels I know, not so, not the best. You could do that. You could go the other way. But you would. You would be nepotistic. Got it. All right, fair enough.
All right, well, are we got everybody? Are we all aired out what we needed to today, or
anything else?
Do you understand, Dan, or are you more confused than when you came in?
No, I think I understand what's going on. But what's the problem now, though?
I don't know. What is the problem now?
Well, I guess you just have to say, like,
Oh, I mean, I've already said I was too mean to Cherry, but fuck apologizing to her. She's a cunt.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut the stream. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.
I know. That's why I left.
Goodbye.